right, so Real Madrid have just been knocked out in the Champions League by Bayern Munich. Between Xabi Alonso and now Arbeloa, this season for Real Madrid has been a flat-out disappointment. Failing to win a major trophy in 2 consecutive years with this squad is just crazy. So yeah, today I'm here to try and change that. I am taking control of Real Madrid to try and restore them to the top of the football world. But man, the only way to do this is through some major changes. Some that might be controversial. But hey, I got a plan, and if this plan works, we can win La Liga and also win Real Madrid their 16th ever Champions League trophy. So of course, drop a like down below if you want more videos. And I say we just jump right into this. So yes, we start this rebuild right after the Bayern Munich loss in the Champions League. So that means we pretty much have 2 months left of season 1. This is where the Real Madrid transformation really starts. So first order action is we currently start with a 4-4-2. That's how you start with live start points. Now, I do not want to play this setup. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to switch to a 4-3-3. I feel like this suits the team more. So that means my best lineup is going to be Vinny on the left, Mbappe up top, Artigula on the right, and then Bellingham, Tchouaméni, of course, Captain Valverde, and a back line of Carreras, Rudiger, Militao, Trent, and also Courtois in goal. So yeah, that's the squad we start with. But like I said, changes are on the way. So yes, formation change, but we got to mention now probably the biggest problem currently at Real Madrid. It's kind of like a silent problem that they talked about. It's Vinny and Mbappe. Can these two superstars coexist in the same team? Well, as we took over, Vinny actually came to our office and wanted to talk to us. Vinny told us at some point you will need to choose. Either make me the focus of the team over Mbappe, or I'm leaving at the end of my contract. So yeah, Vinny's contract I think is up in season 3. This is definitely our biggest problem at Real Madrid to start. So next thing, after being knocked out in the Champions League, all we have left in season 1 is just La Liga. That's it. And yeah, we currently sit 9 points off Barca with only 7 games left. So yeah, I don't think we're going to challenge for the title in season 1. So as we get to pretty much the final month of the season, final 4 games, we got a meeting here versus Barcelona away. Sadly, this game's not going to matter for the league title, but honestly, it's a chance for us to show Barcelona that yeah, they might win the title this year, but next year is going to be different. So yeah, in our first El Clasico of this video, I wanted to give Barcelona a message, pretty much give them a preview of what's to come. And you know what? I think Vinny was trying to send a message too. Look at this goal by Vinny, man. What a finish to make it 1-0 to Real Madrid. That was just a beautiful finesse shot. Now, unfortunately, right on halftime, Firmino is going to make it 1-1 with another solid finish, a low-driven finish. So yeah, first half, both teams having their blows pretty much. Second half, though, is where we took over. Mbappe gets it to Vinny on the run. Vinny gets it to Valverde, swings it eventually to Artigula, and then he is going to slide it home and make it 2-1. A very nice goal in the 65th minute. And then to cap off this great first performance, Valverde gets a shot away in the box, and he makes it 3-1 to Real Madrid. Honestly, great performance. And like I said, it's not going to matter for the league title. It's more so a morale victory for us, but we are showing Barcelona, man, we're on their heels. We are on their heels. Now, with that being said, we do end up finishing second La Liga on 81 points, so we finished 11 points off Barcelona. They were just by far and away the better team in La Liga this year. Other results, PSG went on to win the Champions League 1-0 over Arsenal, by the way. And stats for the year, Mbappe scored 43-7, Vinny 22-11, Valverde 11-13. Artigula had 13 assists, by the way. I mean, if we're talking about the Mbappe versus Vinny conversation, I'm not sure if these stats show that it's an easy question or not. But all right, so we end season 1. Let's now head into season 2, where I'd say the first few big changes are on the way. All right, honestly, I want to make some changes here. I want to make some solid changes. First thing, Rodrigo's pretty much out until January, so he's not going to play a part in this team anymore, really. So I kind of want to sign a Rodrigo replacement. And I think for the starting 11, I want a center back and also a CDM. This team just needs more stability in the defense. So first, the Rodrigo replacement is going to be Konstantinos Carreras, currently playing at Genk, the Greek cam/right winger. So yeah, apparently Real Madrid in real life want to sign this guy. I think they've already contacted him. You know, it's already a rumor. He's got like crazy potential. Now, I don't know how much he's going to feature in the team for us, but on the bench will be a solid player. So Carreras is the first signing of season 2. We got him for only 20 million. So next one, this one's a bit bigger. We're targeting a new center back from the Premier League. We're targeting Murillo from Nottingham Forest. I want this guy to be a starter at Real Madrid, man. He's a great center back. He's got pace, defending, physical. He's pretty much everything you want in a center back. Plus, he's only 23 years old, so he's so young. I feel like him and Dean Howson can form like a formidable center back partnership. So yeah, pretty much a no-brainer type signing. We got Murillo for 65 million. Now though, we got one more signing. This one is going to be the big one. It's Rodri from Manchester City. He had comments recently saying that he wouldn't roll out a move to Real Madrid, kind of hinting that he'd like to join this team one day. And if we're talking about a CDM that totally embodies what Real Madrid need, Rodri is exactly that player. So for 120 million, we are signing Rodri to Real Madrid. We can all talk about the signings, you know, Mbappe, Bellingham, Trent, but honestly, this could be the most important signing they've made in the last like 4 to 5 years. But we've done it. Rodri is a Real Madrid player. I should mention too that we sold Alaba, we also sold Mendy. It was kind of just time for those guys to move on. But all right, so bench sorted Murillo and also Rodri into the starting 11. For year 2, man, I feel like this team is looking pretty good. Let's see though. So first game of the season is going to be versus Racing Club in La Liga. Of course, Rodri and Medio's debut for Real Madrid. With big signings like this, man, we need to make a splash in this opening game. Show the fans what they're in store for. And you know what? Only 3 minutes in, Bellingham is in. He gets the ball and he scores the first goal of the game, literally under 3 minutes. That is how you start a season after making these big pickups. So yeah, a pretty good start. And hey, pretty much continued. Rodri is going to get his first assist on his debut for Real Madrid, playing in Kylian Mbappe, and that's a tidy, pretty much clean finish from Kylian. 2-0 in 32 minutes. And then later on second half, make a steal in the midfield and then goes to Valverde, finds Arda Güler, and he puts in another solid finish. That's going to be 3-0 to Real Madrid in the opening day year 2. Honestly, I like what I'm seeing right now. I like what I'm seeing. So first game is going to be a clean 3-0 win performance. Game 2, though, is a big test. We face Barcelona again. An early El Clasico for us in Season 2. But hey, we beat this team last year, so I know we can do it again. And we have a really strong start here, so Mbappe plays it over to Arda Güler on the run. Everyone thinks Arda Güler is going to look for a pass here, but instead, he decides to shoot, and he scores the first goal of the El Clasico. I don't think anyone thought he would take a right-footed shot in that spot. But okay, 14th minute, it's 1-0 to Real Madrid. Now, unfortunately, kind of like the last meeting, they score right on halftime pretty much. I don't know if it was miscommunication from our center backs, but Ferran Torres was just wide open, and he's going to tie it up pretty much in the 43rd minute. Not a great showing from our, our main center back partnership now, Dean Howson and Medio. But second half, our team does find a response, and it's going to be Vinny. Bro, this turn and finesse shot by Vinny is so clean to make it 2-1. He's playing like a player that's definitely motivated right now to show that he can be the main man of this team. You can't get a much better finesse shot than that. And that shot was so good, it actually won us the game. The game ends 2-1 to Real Madrid. So yeah, we win the first El Clasico of Season 2. Next, though, is a big test in the Champions League. We face Manchester City away in Manchester. It's kind of funny, Rodri facing his former team, but yeah, this is it's quite a matchup. I've been saying that in the 29th minute, we got a chance here. Valverde gets it over to Arda Güler. He's going to play it to Mbappe into Bellingham, and it's 1-0 to Real Madrid already. We kind of just cut Man City's defense apart right there. And bro, it just continued. Rodri gets it over to Arda Güler, back to Mbappe, into Jude Bellingham. He is going to eventually be patient, finds pass over to Arda Güler. Bro, this guy has been so good so far for us. Arda Güler, what a finish to make it 2-0. Him on the right wing, it's not quite the most seamless position for him, but man, he is playing great there. We're kind of playing Man City out the park right now at their home. It's kind of nuts. And yeah, to cap off what is pretty much an A+ Champions League performance, Arda Güler's in again, and he gets his second at the Etihad. 3-0 in the 62nd minute, and that's how this game ended. Oh yeah, that was a very impressive win. All right, the one more game for we in January, and that game is going to be versus Atletico Madrid, facing Simeone, the Madrid derby. And this was like an instant classic, but we started off with Mbappe getting the ball here. He plays it over to Vinny, and then Vinny is going to find the same guy who scored the first goal from last game. Bellingham scores first versus Atletico Madrid. He's another player that for us, man, he is just playing amazing. And you know what? The same theme, it continues. 22nd minute, it's Jude Bellingham again. He makes it 2-0. He's got a brace. We got Bellingham probably playing the best football of his life right now. Now into the second half, Atletico Madrid do find a little lifeline here. Lookman gets to Julian Alvarez, and that's going to be a solid finish to make it 2-1 in the 53rd minute. They get a sliver of hope, a sliver of a chance to get back in the game. But lucky for us, it didn't last long, as here's going to be a good play between Arda Güler and Mbappe. Arda Güler, again, a player that is playing amazing. He's going to score. He makes it 3-1. We take complete control back of the game. But man, credit to Atletico Madrid. They're just not going away in this game. They're just not going away. It's kind of like a mess in the back here. We just don't really know what to do with it. And then it falls to Alvarez again. He makes it 3-2. So it makes us a little scared, a tiny bit scared. But in the end, our team showed our quality. Well, I should say Valverde's quality. Bro, this is the goal of the video. Valverde, what a long shot to win the game for Real Madrid to make it 4-2. That is insane. This man is Mr. Long Shot, and that was just beautiful. So 4-2, that is how this game ends. A solid win versus Atletico Madrid, an instant classic. It's been a good first half of Season 2, man, but let's see where we stand now in January in the table. Are we actually challenging Barcelona for the title this year? The answer is pretty much exactly yes. So 17 games in, we actually sit on tied points, Barcelona 44 points. And yeah, we pretty much have identical records, so it is a very close title race halfway through. Now Champions League, we sit in 4th place, so not too bad on 13 points. Barca in first though, 6-0. That's a bit scary. But 4th place, I'm not mad at that. I think, Rodri's shown he's improved the team a lot. I think Video's improved the defense a lot. So I got belief in this team, but I still think Vinny and Mbappe, it's a bit of an issue. Can these two truly win a Champions League trophy together? I don't know, man. Halfway stats, Bellingham 14-5, Mbappe 12-4. Vinny's got 6-14. A lot of assists from Vinny. Even Endrick hasn't off the bench, man. Endrick's playing great off the bench. But all right, now it's time for the second half of year 2, and it's time for the Champions League knockout stage. So we ended up finishing in 4th after 8 games. So I think we won our last 2 games. So we finished on 19 points. Barca finished 8-0, by the way, which is pretty nuts. So that means round of 16, our first matchup is going to be a tough one. It is Inter Milan. Bro, that is a tough round of 16. Honestly, in FC, they're a team that actually scares me. In saying that, first leg is going to be a 3-1 Real Madrid win. Mbappe, Vini, and Emilio scored. So yeah, a pretty good first leg. And that is followed by a 1-1 second leg. So we beat Inter 4-2 in aggregate in the Champions League round of 16. So yep, now on to the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals, we're going to have Galatasaray right now. This team actually did really well in the league phase. So they're a team we should not take lightly. You know, they got Osman, they got Leroy Sané. It could be a bit dangerous. First leg is going to be, it's going to be a 2-2 draw. Okay, so Osman, Carrera scored along with Torreira and also Vini. Honestly, this is way too close for my liking, but all right, 2-2. Second leg in Turkey is going to be a slim 1-0 win. So 3-2 in aggregate. A goal by Jude Bellingham sends us to the Champions League semis. Bro, that was way too close though. Oh man, though, Champions League semis. It's a rematch versus Bayern Munich. The team that, of course, dramatically knocked out Real Madrid in real life recently. We get a rematch. Bro, between Kane and Luis Diaz, Elise, this team has got so much firepower. So let's see. First leg is going to be a 1-1 draw. Okay, so in Spain, it's a 1-1 draw. Elise scored along with also Dean Housen. All right, so first leg 1-1. I mean, it's close. Second leg to decide who reaches the Champions League final, and it's going to be, no, we're going to lose to Bayern Munich. Bro, a 90th minute winner by Musiala sends Bayern to the final and knocks us out 2-1. You can't get closer than that, bro. You can't. It was 90th minute winner, really? Oh man, so Champions League season ended by Bayern Munich for the second year in a row. So I guess that means the only way this year can be considered a success is if we beat Barcelona for the title. So I guess let's find out. So end of season 2, the champions of La Liga are going to be, it's gonna be Real Madrid. All right, so man, it was 1 point though. 1 point separates us and Barcelona. That's so close. We barely just beat Barcelona for the title, man. That's insane. All right, that does lighten the blow, losing the Champions League. It does lighten the blow at least. Other results, we lost to Barcelona in the Supercopa. That kind of sucks. Villarreal won the Copa de España. And then eventually Bayern went on to win the Champions League 1-1, actually on penalties over Liverpool. So man, it was a good year, but also like there's still issues in the squad, man. There's still issues. Final stats: Mbappe 25-10, Vini 25-28 is insane from Vini. Even Endrick scoring 24 is insane. Bellingham 21-8, Valverde 9-11. It's weird because it was a good season, but I can't help but feel disappointed. I mean, it shows that even though we won La Liga, this team still needs improvements in year 3. And also, yeah, a problem that definitely needs fixing. So with that, we start season 3 at Real Madrid, and we start with some breaking news. Vini goes to Fabrizio Romano. He gives him an exclusive saying that he wants to leave Real Madrid. The reason he cites is that he wants his own team. He doesn't want to be in Mbappe's shadow anymore. He wants to be the main focus of the team, and for him, that at Real Madrid, that ship has sailed. So man, year 3, Vini is leaving Real Madrid. He's sick of playing Robin to Mbappe's Batman, basically, and he is going to Arsenal for 200 million. Bro, talk about a big move. That is going to change this team almost entirely, whether it be, you know, squad morale, the chemistry in the team. Him going to Arsenal truly changed everything. You've got to think now, how do I replace Vini in this team? What do we do? We know that Mbappe doesn't exactly like playing striker. He wants playing left wing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move Mbappe to left wing into Vini's spot, playing in his preferred position. And we're going to sign a new starting striker for this team. Now, of course, Haaland is the dream transfer for Real Madrid, the dream transfer, but he's not leaving Man City anytime soon. So we're going to be a little creative here. And the creative option for me is going to be actually Rafael Leao, the AC Milan forward. It might be kind of a weird shout, but hear me out. In recent years, he's actually embraced a lot more of playing as a number 9 role, like a center forward. He's embraced it a lot more, like more than Mbappe. So, I mean, if he's okay playing striker, he really fits the team, you know, the front 3, Arda Güler, Leao, and Mbappe. I don't mind that front 3. It makes Mbappe like truly the focal point of the attack. So you know what, we're doing it, man. It might be a weird shout. It's a risk, but Rafael Leao is coming to Real Madrid as pretty much the Vini replacement. It's a risk that really could, you know, destroy this team, but 98 million we signed him for from AC Milan. So year 3, the change in the front 3, Mbappe, Leao, and Arda Güler. It's a gamble, but hey, I believe in Rafael Leao. I believe in him. So with that saying, we start year 3 officially. First game of the year is versus Real Betis. Now, I'm not sure if it was us getting used to playing without Vini, but this game was pretty sloppy from us. It took us all the way to pretty much the 70th minute. But hey, showing what this new duo can do, Rafael Leao plays it into Mbappe in the left wing, and Mbappe is going to slot home the first goal of year 3, playing now in his preferred position. That's a good sign, man. If with Vini gone, we now need to get like the best out of Mbappe. Seeing Leao get his first assist and Mbappe scoring from the left, man, that's a good sign. But yeah, this game was pretty dead. That was actually the only goal in this first game. So we won it 1-0. Not the most explosive, but I would say a pretty solid start to year 3. After that, though, we have a huge matchup in the Champions League. We are facing PSG in France. Bro, a ginormous test for us for a team without Vinny anymore. And yeah, this test did not start off that great. Dembele is going to score the first goal of the game in the 12th minute. So, yeah, I mean, defensively, we're kind of everywhere there. So it's just really not a good look for us to start this game. So the first half ends 1-0. Now into the second half, we eventually finally find a response. And look who it is, man. It's Rafael Leao scoring the equalizer in the 50th minute. Scoring pretty much his first goal for Real Madrid. Hey, man, scoring a game like this versus a big team, that's a good moment for Leao, man. A very good moment. And hey, this play here shows off the new chemistry of this team without Vinny, man. This is a beautiful passing play. Eventually, it's Leao to Mbappe, and he's going to make it 2-1 to Real Madrid in France, man. That was just a beautiful team goal from us. This might be Mbappe showing, like, truly this is now his team. But, man, PSG, they just find a way to always get back in it. They're going to score in the 72nd minute to make it 2-2. 2-2 is how this game eventually ended. Bro, PSG have built an insane team in the save in 2 years, so we could be seeing them later on. We could be. But oh man, next game in the Champions League again, we are getting a meeting versus Arsenal, man. Vinny's new team. That is right. We are facing our former player. And man, the players in this game wanted to show Vinny why he shouldn't have left Real Madrid like the way he did. In the 3rd minute, Arda Güler scores a goal from a great pass by Mbappe. A great first time finish though. So it's 1-0 to Real Madrid in only 3 minutes. And then, oh man, 14th minute, a short corner goes to Leao. And he just did that to Vinny, the guy he replaced basically. Along with the finish going off the crossbar, bro. That was just a beautiful goal by our new starting striker. Bro, I can't believe he did that to Vinny. I can't believe that. Look at the slow motion. I cannot believe he just did this to our former player. Man, not gonna lie, that's embarrassing. And you want to know what's even more embarrassing? We make it 3-0 in the 21st minute through Valverde. Just absolute domination versus Arsenal in the Champions League here. Like I said, man, we were trying to send Vinny a message, and Trent, he actually sent him a message directly right here. Going in for a tackle that Vinny did not like. And hey, kind of showing off, there might be some bad blood between these players here. That one might have been a little bit personal. Man, 3-0, we just in this game destroyed Arsenal. Right though, next game, it's another El Clasico versus Barcelona, man. These games have been so good so far in this video. First chance for them goes in the 28th minute, and they're going to score it through Ferran Torres. I don't know how this guy again just finds so much space, but he was just wide open again. For some reason, Ferran Torres is killing me in this video. But thankfully, soon after, Arda Güler is going to find a direct reply. Bro, again, great passing between Leao. He's working well with Arda Güler and Mbappe, man. The chemistry right now is looking so good, and it's 1-1 in this game. Now, though, unfortunate for us, all the way in the 75th minute, Barcelona are going to score through Dani Olmo, a very nice left-footed finesse shot to make it 2-1. And that's actually how this game ended. So we actually lose, I think it was our 4th El Clasico with this video, maybe 3rd. So kind of a sour end to the first half of year 3, but I still think this team showed what they could do, you know, post Vinny, post that era of Real Madrid. All right, though, so middle point of year 3 in January, we currently sit 2nd in La Liga, only 2 points behind Barcelona. It's pretty close. That loss, though, gave them a slight edge over us, 2-point lead. But hey, Champions League 6 games in, we sit in 1st on 13 points, so we're doing great there. I'm halfway point stats, bro. Mbappe's got 18-5, but Endrick 50-3. He's playing so good off the bench. He's going insane. Bellingham 5-6, Trent 3-5, Valverde 3-2. Still, though, Mbappe is showing without Vinny. He can take over this team. He can lead this team. He's showing it. Great scoring numbers in both La Liga and the Champions League. But right, though, man, now is the most crucial point in this video. Post Vinny, what can this team now do in the Champions League knockout stage? I guess let's see. So we ended up finishing 1st in Champions League on 19 points, so a great league phase. Round of 16, our first matchup is going to be Napoli, a team that could be, once again, very, very tricky. They got some players we definitely got to be careful of. So first leg in Italy is going to be a 2-0 Real Madrid win. Goals by Arda Güler and also Mbappe. All right, that's a pretty good start. So second leg back at home is going to be another 2-0 win. Goals by Bellingham and also Valverde. That's going to give us a 4-0 scoreline over Napoli. So we actually just cruised to the Champions League quarterfinals, basically. And oh man, in those quarterfinals, look who we face. We got Arsenal, we got Vinny, man. Of course, we just had to get them. This is gonna be tough, although we did just beat them 3-0. I guess let's see. First leg in London is gonna be a 2-2 draw. Goals by Rodri, Eze, Gyökeres, and also Bellingham. So yeah, Mbappe got hurt here, but he actually was able to play in second leg, so it might have been just a minor injury. So that is very clutch for us, man. We cannot lose Mbappe at this point in the season. Second leg, though, it's currently 2-2. In Spain, the second leg is gonna be 3-2 to us. So 5-4, we beat Arsenal. Goals by Valverde, Bellingham, and then a winner by Mbappe sends us past Vinny and Arsenal, man. That is so poetic. Mbappe sends Vinny home in the Champions League. Oh man, okay, we're in the Champions League semis now. Semifinals, we're gonna have actually Chelsea. So a very young Chelsea team, but honestly a team that doesn't look too threatening though. They got Pau Cubarsí, but I feel like the last teams we faced were a lot better than this. And we're so close to the Champions League final. First leg here, it's gonna be 3-1. We get even closer. Goals by Mbappe, Arda Güler, and also Rodri. Boys, send us to a Champions League final. Second leg is going to be 2-0. Goals by Valverde and also Trent, 5-1 versus Chelsea. And in season 3, we have reached a Champions League final. Bro, that's crazy. The fact that Vinny left, we made it to a final beating him is insane. But we got PSG in the final. Just like the game earlier, man, I feel like this is going to be an insane matchup. First, though, other results of year 3 in La Liga. We're going to win the league again on 92 points. So back-to-back league champions over Barca. We get the better of them. That's going to be a 5-point gap this year compared to last year's 1-point gap. All right, others, Supercopa. We won the Supercopa. Nice. This year we do win it. And then Copa de España, we're going to lose it 2-1 to Barcelona. They do get that trophy on us in year 3. All right, that sucks. But you know what? We're in the final, man. We're in the Champions League final. A chance to win this team the 16th Champions League trophy. Stats, though. Mbappe, 36 and 18. Bro, Endrick is the new Vinny, apparently. He has 33 and 6. I don't know how he's scoring that much, but he is. Bellingham, 17 and 12. Carreras, 10 and 3. Valverde, 10 and 5. Endrick's playing insane, but truly Mbappe is showing without Vinny, he can lead this team to a Champions League trophy. He can lead them. It was a wild change going from Vinny to Leao, but it's paid off, and now we get a chance to make this team the best team in the world for the 16th time. So here we go, man. Champions League final versus PSG in season 3. That's kind of funny that we're playing this at Bernabeu. Now, isn't it kind of unfair to have a home field Champions League final? It's kind of unfair. Hey, we'll take it though. We'll take it. This is going to be a very tough game, I think. So we're going to need every advantage we can get. Champions League final, boys. We are officially kicked off, but we're so close to completing our objective with this team. So close. Man, that last meeting, it was 2-2 though. That game was so close. I feel like this might be the same thing. Trent's gonna get a first cross here. Great cross. Mbappe! Oh man, that could have been a huge start 9 minutes in. Bro, those Trent crosses are always so good. That could have been literally, oh my, Leao. What are they doing here? What are they doing? Leao gets it back to Mbappe. Mbappe turns. What are PSG playing? Mbappe gets it to Leao. It's gonna be a corner. Well, that was almost a fatal mistake for PSG here. Cross in, Arda Güler. Mbappe is gonna kind of reach that house in. Dean Alston has a chance to shoot it, but can't. All right, we got a frantic start here, as the game probably is going to be. Valverde gets it over to Mr. Rodri into Bellingham. Bellingham's going to cut inside. Jude Bellingham, long shot. It's going to go right into Karnaseki's hands, though. All right, ball out to Doué. We got to watch Doué and Dembele, man. These two are going to be so dangerous. We got to be very careful with them. Those are two players that instill fear in me defensively. Right on cue, Neves gets it out to Desiree Doué. Carreras played that so well, man. He played that so well. Kylian into Leao. Leao is going to play a long ball that's pretty much perfect to Arda Güler. Now he's going to stop. Gonna try to cut inside. Calafiori. Oh, it's gonna be a penalty for Real Madrid. Bro, Calafiori with a horrible defensive mistake. Arda Güler gets a touch and Calafiori just has to stop him because otherwise he doesn't get around him. All right, so Kylian Mbappe steps up in the 27th minute to give Real Madrid the lead in this Champions League final. What is Karnaseki doing? He had zero chance saving that. It's going to be 1-0 in the 27th minute. Bro, that is a blunder by PSG again. Honestly, defensively, they look really shaky to start this game. Good start for us, man. It's a gift. Emery gets it over to Neves. That's going to be a good ball into Gavada. Okay, then once again there. If their defense is bad, the attack, though, needs to be watched carefully. Dembele, Murillo. Beautiful tackle by him. That was perfect. Oh, Valverde, that's a great steal, man. Bro, our defensive pressure's been insane. Leao's going to have a touch there. Gonna get it back to Valverde. Chance to hold it. Patience. Play it back. Leao gets a shot away, and it's 2-0 to Real Madrid. And look who it is. Rafael Leao, man. The man that we gambled on. Playing at striker scores in a Champions League final to make it 2-0. That is poetic. Man, nice first time left-footed finish. That was so unexpected. Got everyone off guard, man. It's 2-0. This is quite literally a dream start. From the last chance first half, you're into Dembele. Oh my, okay, that was scary. We get it out though in first half, it's gonna be 2-0. Okay, that last chance of the first half shows we gotta be a little careful. This could easily be right now 2-1. Gotta make sure we don't let them back in this game at all, man. We can't let a team like this back in the game. Carreras, Mbappe gets it into Rafael Leao. Leao is gonna play it through to Mbappe. And now Hakimi though is gonna get him and he's gonna eventually steal it. Dembele is gonna play it up to Emery. What is all this space? Carreras trying to mark him. Pass comes back to someone, or trying to mark everyone. What a pass there! How did Dembele score that? How did he even get to it? 55th minute, PSG get back in the game, bro. This is exactly what we didn't want. I don't know how he scored this, though. This pass came in, and then he just, we barely got to it first over Courtois. Bro, that was such a weird goal. It's 2-1, though. All right, man, PSG, they say game on in the 55th minute. It's game on. We got to find this third, have an instant reply. I wasn't nervous before, and now I'm nervous. Dembele gets it over. Doué's got options. We're going to be patient. Gonna block that pass. Now goes to Hakimi, though. Hakimi cross in. It's gonna fall to Cavada, but he's gonna be offside. Oh man, so close right here to being 2-2. So close. Boys, we are playing with fire, man. They're just pressure right now is relentless. Doué into Dembele, swings it back to Doué. Oh my, that passing is insane, but Courtois, an even more insane save. Bro, I don't know how he saved that. That shot was, that was a really good shot. Short corner into Calafiori. It's going to be a steal there. Bellingham. No, goes back to Cavada. Into Vitinha. To Cavada. He's doing moves here. And he's going to make it 2-2 in the 70th minute. Bro, Cavada and Dembele and Doué have gotten PSG back in this game. It's tied with 20 minutes to go now. Oh, man. Okay, we gotta focus up here, man. We got a fresh new game. First half was all us. Second half has been all them. We got to find this next goal. Bellingham. That's a huge touch there. Huge. Okay, patience. Over to Mbappe. Going to be Rodri. Into Federico Valverde. Chance for a long shot. Valverde just hit the crossbar from like 35 yards out. Oh man, that would have been a dream goal in the 70th minute to give us a 3-2 lead. That is so unlucky. Medio. Oh my, oh, that's a tactical foul. Oh my, is it gonna be a red? It's gonna be a yellow card, bro. That was tactical though. Bro, it doesn't get much more tactical than that. 80th minute, it's gonna be a short free kick for PSG. Into Vitinha. Medio can't get around him, but Carreras does. Oh my, okay, it's handball, right? Bro, this game has been just chaos. That was handball, though. All right, man. 7 minutes remain. Mbappe, Bellingham, into Leao. Leao dribbles over, gets it over to Carreras. Mbappe, you're offside, buddy. Now you're going to be onside. Carreras, Leao, Valverde, into Arda Güler. No, it's stopped by Calafiori. Oh, bro, last chance here. Last chance. Hakimi, crossover. Valverde doing captain's work, clearing it, and we are going, I think, to extra time. Bro, Champions League final, it's extra time versus PSG. All right, so one change for us. Endrick is on for Arda Güler. That's the one change. Bro, Endrick has scored like 30 goals for us this year. If he does it here, man, it'll show that those sim stats are not for nothing. Oh, this game has been so close, though. Good ball there into Vitinha, but we're letting them have way too much space. They're finding space in the wings through Cavada and Doué. Rodri into Leao is going to get it off to Valverde. Valverde is going to get it to fresh legs, Endrick. Back to Trent, though. Trent stops Trent. Back heel into Valverde. Valverde turns. Valverde finesse shot. It's going to go off Pacho, man. Oh, that was a good chance here for us. All right, man. 15 more minutes. We don't have extra time. 15 more minutes. That's it. Otherwise, it's going to penalties. Man, Hakimi's been so dangerous. Game cross comes in. Header goes to Courtois. Now, the header was weak, but it still scared me. Neves, bro, they keep crossing it in. Trent. Okay, that clearance is weird. Howson is going to actually overpower that guy, though. That's a good clearance. Now, Valverde over to Endrick. Boys, this could be it. Endrick. Pass here to Mbappe. Mbappe in on goal. It's going to be a save. I went for the tap in. We actually just missed that in the 119th minute. You got to be kidding me. Short corner. Leao gets it over to Rodri. Swings it over to Captain Valverde. Oh, Valverde is going to score in the 120th minute. I can't believe it. Has that goal just won us the Champions League final, bro? I messed up a chance 5 seconds before. And then Valverde pops up to save the day. Oh, man. Short corner. Rodri is going to find Valverde a free shot. And this guy, when you give him space, he's going to score it. That is a perfect shot in off the post. Is that going to be the final, though? Is that it? Bro, this game has been so stressful. Please let that be it. Please, ref. Bro, end the game, please. Thank you. Ref calls full time. Bro, what a Champions League final that was. 3-2. We are going to beat PSG and win Real Madrid their 16th ever Champions League title. Man, that was so close. That was so stressful. But selling Vinny and buying Leao was pretty much the changing point for this team. It felt like that's what gave this team a bit more life to get to a Champions League final, eventually win it. The chemistry in the team is better, and it showed, man. Valverde is going to live, rightfully so, him, the Champions League trophy, the guy who won it for us. And all right, man, with Real Madrid, I would say that is now job complete. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like to help me out. Of course, thanks for watching the video in the first place. And also on screen is another one that you might like too. All right, so I can't believe this might actually happen. Currently, Spurs are in 18th place. It's like, bro, I don't remember the last time I've seen one of the Premier League's like big clubs actually in serious threat of relegation. That is insane. Now, in saying that, I do believe De Zerbi will save them and they'll just barely avoid relegation. But for this video, it's going to be worst case scenario. We're going to play out the scenario that if Spurs actually do get relegated. So I've used live star points to get to the end of the season here in real life, you know, same results, same everything. But I've purposely lost every game after the Sunderland loss. And yeah, because of that, Spurs have finished in 18th place, relegated to the EFL Championship. And I am now taking on the challenge of rebuilding Spurs from the absolute ruins in like a nightmare scenario. Pretty much all of our best players are gone. You know, these players are not going to play championship football. We've almost lost everyone. So yeah, we are left with a heavily depleted squad. And it's an absolute nightmare. But hey, one day I will get this club to win their first ever Champions League trophy. I mean, at least I hope so. Well, I guess that journey to get there starts now. Spurs fans, look away. I'm sorry to do this to you. I'm very sorry, but this scenario, man, is like too interesting. Can you imagine Spurs if they actually get relegated, bro? Their team, they make so much money. That would be like literally unheard of. Like, how would they recover from that? Well, I guess we're gonna find out today. So once again, finished in 18th place. So yeah, first thing, pretty much because of that, you know, all of our top players have left the club. These are all players that I think if Spurs did get relegated, these players would probably leave. You know, they wouldn't want to play championship football. And there's a lot of players here. So Matthias Tell's gone to Napoli, Van de Ven to Liverpool, Udogi to Man City. We got Kulusevski going to AC Milan, Xavi Simone's going to Dortmund, Kudus to Villa, Pedro Porro to Barcelona, Vicario to Inter. We got Gallagher going to Newcastle, Romero going to Atletico Madrid, Richarlison to Fiorentina, and then finally Solanke to Nottingham Forest. This team has been literally just gutted. And this right here is pretty much what's left. Headlined by James Maddison. Now, honestly, if they can really get in real life, I feel like he probably would leave, but there might be a chance he would stay. You know, he's coming back from, what was it, a torn ACL injury or something bad. So, you know, he's been injured for a whole year. He's the one player I've convinced to stay and be captain of this team going forward. Other than him, we still have like Danzo, Jed Spence, Sar, Bentincur still here. Young players like, you know, Bergvall, Archie Gray, Mikey Moore. So we got some young players in this team that are exciting, but yeah, this team, bro, it's so depleted. It's not even funny. Like, to start, this is pretty much our best team, man. This team is horrible. So we have got a lot of work at ourselves today, man. A lot of work. I'm gonna give myself a limit of 10 seasons. Pretty much see in 10 years, can I win Spurs a Champions League trophy? All right, man, I guess it's officially heading out to season 1 in the championship, and let's get this started. All right, man, so there it is. Spurs in the EFL Championship. It's a weird thing to see, but in this video, that's the reality. Okay, so we should be one of the better teams in the league. We should be. So we're a 4-star team, I think, still. So that's going to make us what? Pretty much on par with probably Wolves and Burnley as the best teams in the league. So season 1, if we don't get promotion year 1, this is going to be an absolute disaster, man. It should be just 1 year in the championship. That's it. Any more, and I might just resign as manager. All right, so we got players back from a loan spell. So let's now put together what our best team is on paper with these players back. He's, you know, Alfie Divine's back. We got Solomon back. Also Vuskovic. So let's see. All right, so it looks like this pretty much the best team. So we got Veliz up top, Mikey Moore, Madison, Bergvall on the right because he played right mid. He can't play there. Archie Gray, Sar, Spence, Vuskovic, Danzo, Souza, and then Kinski in goal. Now, once again, I want to make sure this team gets promotion. So we got some work to do here in this first season, the first transfer window, really. I want to sign a new, maybe a new striker, definitely new right back, and maybe even a new keeper because Kinski, you know, I'm not sure I really trust him at FC. I feel like we might need someone better than him. So let's see. Budget for year 1 is going to be what? Going to sit at 142 million. Okay, that's way more than probably any other club in the league. So, bro, we better get promotion season 1. If we don't, I'm going to cry. Now, I'm saying that I'm going to try to make, you know, realistic-ish signings for this video, especially in the championship. So first signing for right back is going to be Pedro Lima from Wolves. We're poaching another relegated club alongside us. He's not great, but he is 20. He's got potential. So I'm banking on, you know, growing in the team with young players, you know, joining the young core players here at Spurs. And it's only going to cost between 5 and 7 million, basically. And all right, so they accept 5.9 million. And Pedro Lima is the first signing of this Spurs rebuild. Also, yeah, ignore that Tudor's still the coach. It should be me. I'm the coach of this team, not him. But there it is, man. Lima, welcome to Spurs. Yeah, I'm gambling on him growing a lot, man. Hopefully he grows. If he doesn't, we are in trouble. All right, next, let's go for a new keeper. Maybe someone to challenge Kinski. For this spot, we're going to Spain. And I'm looking at Leo Roman from Mallorca. He's 25 years old, 78 rated. He's like slightly better than Kinski, just slightly. I mean, he's good competition for Kinski, and I might trust him a bit more, to be honest. All right, so 24 million. He is going to be signed up. So far, that is 2 new players brought in. And yeah, we are just barely getting started here, barely getting started. All right, so Lima, Roman in there. I feel like honestly the back 4, Danzo solid, Vuskovic is really good young player, Spence is good. I think what this team needs the most right now is definitely a striker because Veliz is solid for a backup, but I want someone good, man. Someone that could score at least, you know, 15 plus in the championship. So the striker we're going to target is actually Max Meerdink from AZ. He's a solid, you know, young Dutch striker playing in the Eredivisie. So I mean, he's got good jumping, strength, shot power. So I feel like he would suit the championship play style. I'm not sure he's going to be like a world beater, but I think for our level getting us promoted, he's pretty much exactly what we're looking for. So 25 million, and he is going to be signed up once again. Now, I think I read something that like, even though Spurs obviously have money, I think next year they might only be allowed to spend like maybe like 50 to 70 million. If that's true, we pretty much spend most of that right now with those 3 signings. So my question now is, do we need anything else? Like, I don't want to replace anyone here. I want, you know, Bergvall, I want Gray, more to grow. So they're going to start. On our bench, we got Davies, Phillips, Bentincur still. We got Solomon backup, Odebear, who's good too. Alfie Divine, Scarlett. So honestly, we might be good for this season. I feel like this team, they can get promotion, man. They can get promotion. This has just got to be the best team in the championship this year. It's got to be. And once again, if Gray, Moore, Bergvall, if they grow, they might all be like 80 rated towards the end of the season. So, okay, that's going to be our business for year 1. So we're 4-star team, pretty much, you know, 77 average. That is on paper by far the best in the league, close to Burnley. All right, man, only one way to find out. So let's see. Can our team in just one season, can we get Spurs back to the Premier League? We are going to sim this season. And honestly, I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared here. And all right, so officially end of season 1 in the championship with Spurs. Do we complete our goal in season 1? Spurs are going to finish all the way in first place, 102 points. All right, so we make 3 signings. We go right back up to the Prem. But we only lost 4 games the entire year. Only losing 4 and 46 is actually kind of nuts. Okay, that was actually like a really, really good season. FA Cup is going to go to Man City. Carabao Cup is going to go to Forest. But all right, man, year 1, that is goal achieved. Top scorer, Madison, 27 and 14 from our captain. Okay, Valise scored 24 and 2. Yangmin Hyuk scored 15 and 6. Okay, so it looks like actually Valise won the starting spot over Metadink. Surprisingly, he's grown +4 though. Wait, why is he not playing? Did he get injured? Okay, Metadink might have got hurt middle of the year because he only played 18 games. I'm guessing he got injured probably. But man, Madison, you know, he has captain's armband. He stayed with Spurs. He was loyal to them. And he just put in an MVP-like season for Spurs. Okay, let's see other growth there. Other growth. So Vuskovic went +5. Holy moly, he's 84 rated. Okay, Madison +2, Spence +3, Sar +2, Leroman +3. That's even clutch. Cannot gonna lie, he's looking like a pretty good signing right there. Danzo +1, Bergvall +3. Okay, let's check the more important players. But Merdink, I can't believe he grew +4. That's actually insane for season 1. Alfie grew +4. Archie Gray +3. I thought Archie Gray would grow more, man. I wanted him like +4, +5. But you know what? +3 for him, more. It's not too bad. Pedro Lima grew +5 to 76. Okay, these players playing so many games in the championship, so many young players, they just gained like so much experience. These young players have grown so much in just one season. But you can argue that getting relegated was actually good for us. You can argue that. Now I'm very curious what we could do in our first year back in the Premier League in season 2. All right, so now in year 2, Spurs are back in the Premier League, man, where they belong. It only takes 1 year to get back, which I feel like, you know, is probably realistic. I can't imagine Spurs to be in the championship for longer than 1 year with the money they have, the players they have. So we are back, and honestly, we're looking pretty good, man. So we're now at pretty much a 4.5-star team, so players are growing, the squad's getting better. Now the goal in year 2 is to, you know, obviously don't get relegated again. That's like goal number 1. But the next step for this club, man, is to get back into some kind of European football, Conference League, Europa League, something. So yeah, I would love a top 6 finish. Now let's look at the team though. So Lima's growing, so I don't want to place him. Danzo, I don't think he's gonna grow much more in FC, so I might replace him this year in year 2, or at least make him like 3rd choice. Other than that, I think Bergvall's staying, you know, Moore, Gray, Sar, Medinker all staying. So really, I think all we need this year is probably a star center back. This team did so well last year. I don't want to ruin the chemistry too much. By the way, budget for this year is gonna be 135 million, so we got a decent budget, of course. Now, I want a center back who's quick and also strong, and also most importantly, someone that can actually grow with the rest of the team, someone that's growing. So you know what? I think a perfect center back for this team is gonna be Mario Gila from Villarreal. He's 26 years old, 8th overall. He's Spanish. For a defender, he's got great pace, great defending, good physical stats. Him alongside Vuskovic, you know, he's not too young, but he's also not too old. He brings some, I think, you know, some leadership in the team. And I think with all the young 20-year-olds, like that's definitely needed. So for 59.9 million, that's a pretty penny. In our return to the Premier League, we add a very solid center back to the squad in Mario Gila. All right, so honestly, I think that's pretty much it, man. I want the team to stay as it is. I believe in these players. So Danzo, 3rd choice. Gila as the starting center back. We have Belize, the backup striker. I mean, the team looks solid, man. I mean, bench players in, you know, Scarlett, Divine, Odebear, Solomon, Belize. I'm very curious what this team can do, man, in season 2. So I want pretty much, you know, hopefully like a top 6 finish, top 7 finish. But most importantly, for Spurs, just don't get relegated again. Let's see, man. So right away in year 2, we can see that we didn't finish in the bottom 6. So hey, that's great for Spurs, man. That is a huge improvement from the first season, I guess season in real life. All right, though. So how high do we finish in season 2? Spurs are gonna finish in a 6th place. I will take that, man. Bro, of course on 6-7 points. But all right, so first year back, we finished above United, above Liverpool, man. To finish in 6th, I would say that is a success. And that should mean Conference League for season 3. So that's really good. What else? FA Cup is gonna go to Forest. Carabao Cup is gonna go to Newcastle. All right, so no trophies yet. Very Spurs-like. Stats for the year, it's gonna be Alfie Divine scored 20. Okay, that is surprising. Mediding scored 14. Yanmin Hyuk, but he's been good so far. He's actually might be a starter over Bergvall at this point, man. He has been really good. He had 10 and 7, Odebear 6 and 4, Benneker 5 and 4, Madison only 4 and 8. So Madison a down year despite growing +2. And so looking at the stats, I feel like if we scored more, you know, players play better, we could have finished top 4 this year, I think. Growth wise, Madison +2, Vuskovic +1, Spence +2 to 85, Gila +1, Leroman +2 to 83. Okay, though honestly, the growth in this team is looking really solid. Not as good as year 1, not as good, but it's still solid. Bro, Archie Gray only went up +2. Man, I thought Archie Gray would grow so much more, but 81 in 2 years is honestly a little disappointing for him because he is so good in career mode. All right, then, man. So far, you know what? The first 2 years have gone exactly to plan. A championship title, then a 6th place finish getting us Conference League. Team actually is looking pretty solid, man. Headlined by Madison, you know, Vuskovic down there, Spence. All right, hold up, man. Spurs might be cooking, man. They might be cooking. All right, though, year 3, I think it's time to seriously reinforce the team, like seriously. All right, though. So year 3 begins. I want to see confirmation. Are we in the conference or Europa League? We are going to be in the conference league. Okay, confirmation there, conference league, which honestly, we should win that, man. We should win the conference league. I want a European trophy here in year 3. And also I want a top 4 finish, man. That's the next step, finishing top 4. All right, so what do we do here? I think Spence is good. Vuskovic, obviously good. Gila's good. Lima is growing still, so I think he's good too. Do I replace anyone here? Do I replace anyone? I feel like, man, I'm sad Gray is not growing more. I'm actually very surprised. I mean, he is still only 22, so maybe there's some growth there to unlock. Last year, Medding scored, what, 14 goals? I might want to give him more competition here. Veliz has not grown much, so I think we're probably going to sell Veliz. I'm going to sign someone to challenge Merdink for the starting striker spot. Yeah, let's go for that first. All right, so we got our targets for year 3. I think these are 2 players that are going to seriously improve this team. First is going to be a striker to challenge, once again, Merdink. That player is going to be the Premier League proven striker, Krupi, formerly of Bournemouth, now at Fulham in this save. But man, 22 years old, and he's already 84 overall, so he's actually grown really well in the save. 85 pace, 83 shooting. He is just so solid, man. That is an absolute just no-brainer. I should mention first, budget for year 3 is going to be 103 million. Okay, hold on. We need more money. So we're actually gonna have to sell a few players first. Good thing is we actually have a few players to sell, so we should be good still. All right, so players have been sold. We sold Bentancur, Solomon, Phillips, Veliz, Takai, and now our budget's sitting at 232 million, so that's a lot better. So now let's actually sign our new starting striker up. Okay, let's see if I can get a good deal here. I don't want to pay too much for him. I mean, he's not like a world beater yet. So let's go maybe like 73.5. That's not a bad first offer. 73.5, and they're gonna want 97.1. Am I getting, no, I'm not getting scammed. 84 million, 93. Okay, make it 87.5. That's still a lot more than I wanted to pay, but you know what? He's a good striker. He's Premier League proven, so 87.5. And I'll do that deal. I'll do that deal, man. Now, the next guy I want to sign is pretty expensive, so I think we saved probably just enough here, just enough. It's going to be cutting it close, though, man. All right, though, so Krupi is signed up to Spurs as our new striker. Merdink is still going to have a chance to, you know, fight against him for the starting spot, but I feel like Krupi will probably win it to start. So next, we're going to sign a new CDM. I do feel like Sar has hit a wall in growth, or I feel like he's not going to grow that much more. So although he's going to stay and be a big part of the team, you know, on the bench, you know, get a lot of playing time, I want a new starting CDM. And why not pretty much my favorite CDM in the entire game? That CDM is Felix Nemecha from Dortmund. Man, this guy, I think, is truly the best CDM in career mode. He's 6'4", he's quick, he's got like no weaknesses, man. He's got a playstyle plus, the ping pass playstyle plus, but he's so strong. I really feel like he's one of the best players in the game. And I think since we sold those players, we should barely have enough here. All right, so let me try maybe like 94.5 to start. Pretty healthy offer there, pretty healthy. They're gonna fly, accept that, bro. Okay, that was easy. Also, was that Liam Rosenor as coach Dortmund? I think it was. All right, then, man, I think Krupi and Nemecha are 2 huge additions, man. That should take this team that's already rising pretty quickly to a whole another level. So Nemecha, welcome to Spurs, is our true, like, I think first superstar type signing. All right, so with those 2, I think we should definitely win the conference league, man. We should win the conference league, no doubt. Let's do Nemecha. Let's get Krupi up here. So that is how the team is looking for year 3. I mean, hey, that is honestly really solid. So Madison is growing to, I mean, he's actually 31, so he's growing in age. He might have like another good 2 years in him, but I'm not sure past that. Rest of the team though, Krupi 22, Bergvall 22, Moore 20, Archie Gray is still, you know, 22. Most rest of the team, man, is still so young. I'm not gonna lie, man. I got a very good feeling for year 3 here in the conference league. I got a very good feeling. Come on, man. Top 4 finish and also a European trophy. Let's do it. And all right, so end of year 3, this is a big year, man, because we're like on a streak of like 3 in a row good seasons. Does it break now, man? Does it break? Let's see. So we're gonna finish in year 3 in, okay, 5th place. I wanted top 4. We finished on just 1 point better than last year. Bro, it's better, but it's not what I wanted, so I don't know how to feel about it. So we finished in 5th. Arsenal win the title. I mean, at least it's not like worst case scenario. We dropped down below 6, so I guess 5th. We'll be happy with it, but oh man, I wanted a top 4 finish. All right, what else? FA Cup is gonna go to Liverpool. Carabao Cup is gonna go to Arsenal. Okay, not won a trophy yet there. Champions League won by Dortmund. Okay, that's surprising. Europa League won by Napoli. Now though, for the Conference League. Okay. League phase top, we got 5 wins, 1 draw. That's pretty good. Come on, man. We're the favorites. We gotta be the favorites. Round of 16. We're gonna lose to Betis 2-1? Bro, we just went unbeaten in league phase and we lose to Real Betis, who finished all the way in 17th. Oh man, that's such a bottle job. I can't believe it. Bro, we were the favorites to win this, so Juventus actually going to win it, but I feel like our team was the favorites. So a 5th place finish and also what, a round of 16 Conference League exit? I honestly don't know how to feel about that. Stat-wise, Medidink, he scored 20. He played over Krupi? Bro, did Krupi get hurt? I think we're actually getting injuries because Krupi, yeah, he only played 27. But okay, Nemecha 12-8, he had a good year. 12-8, Moore 12-4, Odeberry 11-3, Divine 11-3. All right, those stats are really not screaming out to me yet, you know, as being that good though. The stats don't look amazing. Growth-wise, did players grow? Spence 87, that's good. Gila 86, Vuskovic plus 186. Nemecha didn't grow, that's a little bit sad. Madison didn't grow as well. Bergvall plus 3, that's good. Krupi plus 1. Archie Gray plus 3. Okay, Archie Gray is growing again. again. Okay, that is clutch, man. We needed that. Mikey Moore, +4. Okay, the young players are growing now. For some reason last year, the growth looked like it stopped, but no, Lima +2 at 82. Okay, despite it being pretty much a disappointing year, the team is still growing and the players still look good. I mean, we're pretty much like an average 84 to 85 team other than Lima. You know, backup mids in Sar and Divine. We got production out of Odabear, Yanmin Hyuk as well. I feel like next year this team might actually show us something. And all right, so year 4, we are in the Europa League. Obviously, I want to win a European trophy, man. We still don't won a trophy yet for a trophy-less club. Budget for year 4 is going to be 171 million. Okay, that's more than the last year to start with. That's good. Once again, I feel like right now we're not too far away from being a Champions League team. We're not too far away. We're currently now a 5-star team. 85. Honestly, we are a Champions League team actually. Like 85 across the board. That's a really good team. So yeah, we're not too far away, but I still feel like this year we can make improvements. I think Leo Roman has pretty much, you know, I feel like he's not growing anymore. It might be time for a new keeper in this team, I think. And also Lima's been good, but I feel like, you know, if we can find a right back that's better than him, he could be the backup. That might be the 2 changes we need. Otherwise, you know, Bergvall, Moore, Gray are still good. Madison at 32 is not dropping too quick, so he's still going to be our captain. So I'm thinking year 4, a keeper and also a right back. First, for the keeper spot, what about Marco Carnesecchi, man? In crew mode, he's always a reliable keeper. 29 years old. Right now, he's currently 88 rated, so he's really good playing for Leipzig. But man, his contract might be running out because only for 60 million, this year is a deal. He looks like it costs like closer to like maybe 90 to 100. Let's see. I'm going to start his value, 73. Let's go to straight up 73 million for Carnesecchi. That is an absolute deal right there, man. For just his value for an 88 rated keeper, this is so clutch for Spurs. Like, man, if we weren't a Champions League level team before, adding Carnesecchi to this team, we are definitely one now. All right, now for the right back. For that spot, I'm looking at Santiago Marinho, currently playing at Villarreal, the Uruguayan right back. I'm not sure if I've ever signed him before, but he's 6'1", he's 27 years old, 85 rated, you know, 83 pace. Really just solid stats all around for a wing back. And he's got 91 ball control. He's actually insane. He looks really good for about maybe like 50 million. I don't think I've ever signed him before in a video, so I kind of, you know, it's a perfect fit, I think. All right, we're gonna start with 57.5. Maybe we'll get him for a bit less because he's been older, and that is true for a 27-year-old man. Bro, these are 2 players. These are such good deals, and I think 2 players that are seriously gonna improve our chances here, man, in year 4. And all right, so Marinho in there. Let's put Carnesecchi in there. So Lima to the bench, and I feel like I think we're good for year 4, man. So Krupi, Moore, Madison, Bergvall, Gray, Nemecha, Spence, Vuskovic, Gila, Marinho, and Carnesecchi. Bro, I am really liking the way this team looks. But all right, goals for year 4. Get top 4 and just win some kind of trophy, man. Some kind of trophy. With this team here, we look primed and ready to win the first trophy of this video. All right, man. So end of year 4, I need a top 4 finish, man. If we finish below 5th again, we actually go worse, I'm gonna be so upset, bro. Our team is so good. So end of year 4, we are gonna finish in 5th again. Oh, I'm sick, bro. Our team is so good. We still finished like 13 points off the top 4 right now. Bro, what is going wrong? Maybe I need to change the formation. Bro, we should be doing so much better than this. 5th place, really? At least, but we almost finished in 6th, really. Even 7th. Oh man, okay. The Spurs, you know, the Spurs curse, it's starting to be back again. Let's see. FA Cup, is it be Arsenal? Of course it is. Carabao Cup, isn't it be Chelsea? Okay, so still no cups. Now for the Europa League. Okay, league phase, we didn't lose a game. 8 games, 5 wins, 3 draws. Round of 16, we are going to, oh my, we are cursed, bro. We just lost to Legia Warsaw. You've got to be joking right now. I'm sick. Starene win the Europa League, but back-to-back round of 16 exits for a team this good. Bro, next year we're gonna make some changes, man. I can't believe this. Stat-wise, it's gonna be Krupi, 31-6. Okay, in his first full healthy season, that's good. Otherwise, Mikey Moore, 18-15, really good. Nemecha, 12-2. Yanmin Hyuk, 6-1. Divine, 5-7. Madison only played 20, so he's definitely, I think actually Alfie Divine is starting to win that starting spot. It feels like this year they kind of split it. Sadly, it looks like our captain, but he's starting to be phased out, starting 11, sadly. Growth-wise, Carnesecchi +1. Gila +2. Everyone kind of went like +2, +3. Moore is 87, so he's definitely growing. Oh, what about Gray? Gray went to 85, so Gray went +1, Bergvall +1, so not crazy growth again, but also not like bad. Oh, I'm just so confused. Okay, we're gonna change the formation for next year because this team should be playing so much better. Like a 5th place finish and no trophies again. I can't believe it, bro. This team might be cursed again. Bro, we gotta break the Spurs curse again. And all right, so budget for year 5 is going to be 240 million, so 240. That's it's going to be useful, I think. The problem is our team is so good, so the main change here is going to be a formation change. So yeah, we're going to go from a 4-2-3-1 to a 4-3-3 attack. Probably more balance for players, you know, like Moore and Bergvall. You know, they're going to be wingers this year, so they might score more, might be more in the attack. It's a little more forward thinking than the last one, so more attacking. We got to try something, so that's what we're going to try this year. Now also, I think Madison is probably done being a starter. He's going to go to the bench. I think Alfie Divine is solid, man, but I think we need someone better than him in that cam spot if we really want to make this a Champions League team, you know, actually like break this kind of curse we're in right now. We got to find someone better. I don't trust Alfie Divine that much. So the player that we're going to sign to be the new number 10 of this team I'm gonna try to sign Nico Paz, who's still playing at Como, to be that player. Bro, 89 rated at 25. At this point in the save in season 5, he is absolutely just nuts. 94 passing, 90 dribbling, 92 ball control. He would be a superstar in this team. The main issue though is he is quite expensive. But if we throw in Alfie Divine, who's worth 70, that should lighten the blow a lot because I feel like we're not gonna need him. So if I do Alfie Divine plus like 75 million, what do Como say to that? That's pretty much his value, and they're gonna want, okay, they don't want Alfie Divine. I guess that plan is out the window. Okay, if we can do like 160, we can still afford that. So let's see, 160. And they are going to say yes. Okay, I think that's going to make this pretty much the only signing of season 5. Bro, this team is going to be so good. If we don't win the Europa League, don't get top 4 this year, then I think we are like really simply just cursed. But all right, so Nico Paz, welcome to Tottenham as our new superstar signing. Bro, he's finally left Como after like, what, 5 years? And I mean, hey, if you put him in this spot here, let's see how the team looks. So Alfie Divine, I guess he's here to stay, so he's going to stay on the bench. But you put Nico Paz in that 10 spot. Man, this team is starting to look deadly, man. It's starting to look deadly. So we got more Krupi, Bergvall on the right, Paz, Gray, Nemecha. Same back fours last year. This team is looking like a team that could win the Premier League. Could maybe win the Champions League. The problem is we're Spurs. Apparently, we're just cursed. Okay, season 5 with a team as good as this. If we don't get at least one trophy, don't finish top 4, I'm gonna flip out. Bro, our team rating is so good. All right, man. So end of year 5. It's year 5, right? I believe it's year 5. Bro, Spurs messing with my mind, bro. I'm losing track of time. But okay, last year a 5th place finish. This year it's gonna be 3rd. Oh man, we're only 3 points off the title. All right, so finally we finished top 4, man. It's about time. 3rd place, I'll take that. I will take it. But man, we were only probably like 2 wins away from actually winning the Premier League. So that's a good season right there, man. That's good. Only losing 3 games, and only losing 3 is actually that's actually kind of insane. All right, so 3rd place. We're finally back in the Champions League. Anything else? FA Cup is gonna go to Crystal Palace. Carabao Cup is gonna go to Man City. Europa League. Okay, Europa League finished in 11th. That's not really good. That means playoff round, we are going to beat Basel, thankfully. Round of 16. Round of 16, we are going to beat Midtjylland 3-1. Okay, so in the quarterfinals, oh man, of course we're gonna lose 3-2 to Leverkusen in the quarterfinals. All right, so better run there for us in Europe, but still not quite good enough as they go on to win the Europa League. All right, so I mean, I like that we're back in the Champions League. That's a big step for this club finally. What I don't like is our failure to win a European trophy in like 3 tries now in competitions where we should be one of the favorites. Let's see stats. I'm seeing, okay, better stats here. Mikey Moore, 32-11. Krupi, 21-8. Nico Paz in his debut season, 17-7. Yen Min Hyuk with 10-7 too. Bergvall, 7-12. Okay, you know what? Those stats look better, so I think the formation change definitely worked. Like Mikey Moore, we got the best out of him. And also, he's now 90 rated. Bro, this team is insane. Karnaseki, 90. Nico Paz, 90. Moore is 90. Spence, 89. Nemecha, 89 +1. Krupi +2. Bergvall, +1. Archie Gray, +1. So their growth has slowed, but they're still growing each year, so that's good. When you look at this team all together, though, man, the team is just so good. Honestly, I feel like next year we're gonna be finally in the Champions League. I don't think we need to do anything here. I trust like this 11. I want to see what they can do in the Champions League. Solid bench still with, you know, Young Min Hook scoring, Sar on the bench, Madison still here. I think for season 6, man, I'm gonna run it right back with this team. I got belief in my squad. We can finally do something, man. So confirmation in season 6, we are finally back in the Champions League. Confirmation there. And despite a budget of 230 million, we are not making any signings here, man. I trust this team entirely. Mikey Moore, Krupi Bergvall, Nico Paz, Gray Nemecha, Spence, Vuskovic, Gila, Mourinho, and also Karnaseki. Bro, this right here is a trophy winning team. It's a trophy winning squad. We are running it right back with this team. Current ratings are 87, 86, 86. At some point, it's got to be this team's time to win a trophy. So let's see, end of year 6, can we finally win the Premier League? I'm scared. We are going to finish in 2nd place. We finished 16 points off the title despite finishing in 2nd. Okay, I saw 2nd. I thought at least it was close, but no, it was a 16-point gap. Still, you know, 2nd place is better than last year, so it's better, but not quite as good as I wanted. What else? FA Cup is going to go to Newcastle. Carabao Cup is going to go to Man City. Bro, we just can't win a trophy. Now that's left is just the Champions League. League phase, 17th place. Oh, bro, this team might be cursed. I'm not lying. This team might actually be cursed. All right, playoff round. Playoff round is gonna be a 5-1 win for Sporting. Okay, we got lucky. We got Sporting there. We got very lucky. Good win though. So round of 16, it's gonna be 5-3 over PSG. Bro, that's a big win for us actually. Okay, so quarterfinals, we are going to beat Liverpool 3-1. We're in the semifinals. Okay, so semis, it's Spurs, Bayern, Barca, and then Villarreal. Have we made a Champions League final in season 6? The answer is yes. We beat Bayern 4-0. Holy moly. 4-0 versus the German Giants. We got Barca in the Champions League final. Bro, that's so funny. All these years of failure trying to win a trophy, it's all paying off, man. We have made it to a final now, a Champions League final in year 6. Oh man, that's so much relief. Okay, stat-wise, Mikey Moore, 35-14, Krupi 19-6, Merdink 5-2, Nico Paz 13-15. Man, kind of crazy though. This team is really Mikey Moore's team. At 24, he's 91 overall. He is the best player in this team. Even his scoring numbers show it. He has done so good in this video. So Mikey's 91, Krupi 90, Bergval 89, Nico Paz 91. Man, Archie Gray's growth in this video has been so sad. I thought he'd be one of the highest growers. And right now, he actually is the worst player in the team on paper. But Nemecha 90, Spence 90, Vuskovic 87, Gila 90, Mourinho 89, and Karnasek 91. So we got the OG players, Moore, Bergval, Gray, and also Spence. 4 original players is pretty good, man. But for a team that's almost all 90 rated, it is truly our time. So 86, 87, 89 team. Now, can we finally win Spurs a Champions League trophy? From relegation all the way now to having a chance to become truly the best team in the world. All we need is just one more win. Come on, boys. This has been a journey. It's definitely not been easy getting here. Had probably like 3 years of just straight disappointment, but we finally made it. This team is insane, so I'm happy we actually get to use them. We get a chance to do it, though, in 6 years, man. 6 years to get Spurs to the top of the world of football. Well, I guess in Europe. You know what I mean? In Europe. You're facing the Barca team that has Fermin still. They got Isak, of course, Pedri, Yamal. It's an interesting and scary team. Gavi doing work here, but that is Gila. Gila, strong tackle. But that first skill was already kind of crazy. All right, Nico, Bergval plays it through to Krupi. Krupi is gonna stop into Lucas Bergval. That's foul, right? Ref. That's not a foul? Bro, he just pushed him. Bro, what is the ref watching? Oh no, Isak gets it through. That's gonna be, oh my, Vuskovic. Bro, that is a leg cruncher right there. Isak over. No, that's a good pass. Gavi again. Looking dangerous, but Mourinho, perfect tackle. Okay, Barca look dangerous. They look dangerous. But Bergval, man, he wants revenge after that missed call by the ref. Look at him. He's running. He's going to cut inside, going to cross it. That's a weird cross. Didn't exactly want that. Nemecha into Bergval. Bergval finesse shot looks good, but it's going to be saved. All right, this one might not be easy, man. They look actually pretty good. If we lose this, I will be absolutely just heartbroken. And the Spurs curse will truly be still a curse, man. This video will end with an unbroken. Oh, that's a good ball again, Isak. He's going to stop there. I was there for it. Fermin gets a shot away. Karnasek, good save. Short corner into Romero. Is that Romero? That's not Christian Romero. That's a different Romero. I thought that was our former captain, but no. Okay, that's a good block. That's a really good block, actually. Bergval, run like the wind into Krupi. Krupi keeps it over to Mikey Moore, which you need to get more involved here. Moore into Spence. Gets it back to Mikey Moore. Good chance here. Gonna cross it now. Once again, that's not exactly the cross I wanted, man. Nico, Nemecha. Archie Gray into Mikey Moore. Now, okay, Archie Gray, that pass was terrible. Hold up. That was kind of garbage. All right, the first 40 minutes here have been, I would say, close, but also tense. They're showing why they made it here along with us. Good pass, Casado gets it into Isak. Isak, turn there. No way he's scoring that, bro. No way. All right, man, 45 minutes left, and it's still just 0-0. I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. I already am nervous. Gavi's gonna cut inside there into Ferran Torres. Oh, that's some good skill. Some great skill. And Isak's gonna score for Barcelona. Bro, the Spurs curse strikes again. It's a good play. I thought we were in front of him there. Isak just got a little bit of space and had a solid finish. We gotta wake up like right now, man. It's literally do or die time. We gotta tie this game up. Nico, pause into, no, Archie Gray, I need you to come more. I need you to come up. Barca's defending this game so well. Trying to find ways to exploit their spacing just like this. Nico pauses in. The star signing of, I think, what, season 5? Nico Paz, great finish. Right when I said the defense was good, man, they actually had space. Look at that. The reverse jinx works out for me this time. Nico Paz in and a very strong shot, a strong finish. Come on, man. 1-1 in the 58th minute. Can that give us some life or, you know, spark the attack? Maybe the floodgates will open. But I mean, Jed Spence been here since day 1. From the championship all the way to the Champions League final is pretty nuts. Now he's in, by the way. Bro, Jed Spence is definitely in. He's going to hold this, going to wait for a teammate, wait for him. Oh, man, Bergval was right there if that ball gets through, maybe. Okay, we're going to go short corner. Bergval into Krupi. Back to Bergval. Now, patience. Find something. Going to go to Nemecha, who's got some long shots. Good shot, good save. Come on, bro. Minute 6-7. Krupi is going to stop. Get it to Bergval. Pass inside. It's going to be... Oh, the right back, Mourinho. No, good shot. A good block, though. Bro, right now, we're playing better. It feels like we're trying to take control of the game. Bergval, chance to cross it, does. It's behind Krupi, though, and it's cleared. Mecha, Bergval, Groupie, back to Bergvall. What a play. Oh, what a play by Spurs. What a finish by Bergvall. Some of you guys might think he's not good at right mid, but bro, he's good on the wing. From 1-0 down to Barca to 2-1. Bro, what a comeback. For this passing though between Groupie and Bergvall, that is so good. And then the finish in the end, just barely in time. That was so nice. Hey man, since Isak scored, we've been the better team. We got 15 minutes to go and it's 2-1 to Spurs. Come on. I would love one more to just seal this. Just one more. Oh, don't let him score though. Don't let him score. Come on, Spence. Spence, bro. Jed Spence has been so good this game. All right, Mourinho is gonna play it. No, that was meant for Nemecha, bro. Come on, don't do that to me, game. Bro, that was meant for Nemecha. Isak gets it over. Fermin. Oh, Vuskovic, another day one player, man. That's a clutch tackle. Nico into Nemecha. Swing it. Bergvall might be in again. Bergvall's gonna stop. Over to Groupie. No, man, they actually got that in time. 6 minutes, boys. 6 minutes. Bro, we might need to park the bus here. Might need to park it. Isak gets it over there. Vuskovic. Vuskovic again, bro. Solid tackle. Fermin coming up. Jed Spence again, bro. Jed Spence. Another. Oh my. That was so risky. Boys, we got 30 seconds left. Just run. Groupie. Get it over to Bergvall. Bergvall's gonna try to fight for it. It's in the air though. One by Nemecha. That's going to be cleared. And we have won the Champions League with Spurs. All right, towards the end there, I got nervous, man. I thought Barca were going to tie it up. I got very nervous, but 2-1 goals by Lucas Bergvall and also Nico Paz. In 6 years, we are going to win the Champions League with Tottenham. Yeah, this team feels weird because the team is so good. Like, it feels good in game, but overall in the video, I do feel like we did slightly worse than I thought we would. I thought we would have won an FA Cup, you know, a Carabao Cup, maybe a Prem title by now. But the only trophy in 6 years, I guess the championship trophy is one, but I don't really count that. The real only trophy in 6 years is the big one, the Champions League. All right, man. So Vuskovic been here since day one, from the championship all the way to the Champions League. He gets to lift the Champions League trophy, man. Spurs have made a full comeback from relegation to Champions League winners. Yeah, this is a wild scenario, man. If they get relegated in real life, that would be the craziest thing to happen in so many years in the Premier League, man. All right, drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, of course. And also on screen is another video that you might like too. All right, so we all know the two big Manchester football clubs, Manchester United and Manchester City. Two clubs that have been around since the 1880s, almost 150 years of footballing history for each of them. But what if there was a third big football club in Manchester? A new challenger to face off against two of England's oldest football clubs. In today's video, that's exactly what's happening. Introducing Manchester Athletic, a brand new football club that I've created, and our goal is to become the best football club in Manchester. So we're gonna have 10 seasons total to complete our goals, which one is finishing higher than Man City and Man United both in the table, 2, winning a Premier League title, and 3, the grand achievement of winning a Champions League trophy. Now we start though as a 2-star team in EFL League 2, the literal bottom of English football. And with both Manchester football clubs having a 150-year head start on us, I'm not even sure this is actually possible. Yes, though, here we are, the beginning of Manchester AFC, or Manchester Athletic. We start with season 1 of 10. And man, we have got a journey ahead of ourselves here. Like, to get all the way to the Premier League, get to the Champions League, I really am not quite sure if I can actually do this in 10 years. We're gonna find out though. So our starting team is a 2-star team. You know, we actually have some decent players to start the video, you know, players that can maybe be here for a while through as we get through like EFL League 1, the Championship. Some of these guys actually look pretty good. Our best player is a 6'6" center back, Kai Nicholas, who's 73, which he's definitely got some size on him. And then we have a lot of players around like the high 20s and low 30s that are all around 67 to 68 rated. So yeah, it's not a bad team, but it pretty much is just bang average. We currently have a 6'6" attack, a 65 midfield, and also a 66 defense. If we want to get up to the, you know, get up to the Prem soon, have a fast rise up the ranks here, we need to improve this team right now. All right, though, in Manchester Athletics inaugural season, we're going to play a 4-3-3, pretty much holding, you know, a standard formation. So that means right here, this is our current best team on paper. Now, I think in this first window, there's already spots I can improve on, you know, right back, maybe a keeper, maybe like a new CDM too. So we got some work to do here. Now, budget-wise, we start with about 8 million. So we actually have decent money for League 2. We have about 8.2 million to be more exact. So we need some pretty solid, cheap signings. So what we're going to do here is pretty much the thing everyone does when they start a Road to Glory career mode. I'm going to scout the free agents. You know what? I found actually 2 players here. So Georgie Bushchan, whatever it is. He's a 74 keeper, 31 years old. You know, he would be amazing for League 2, man. And yes, we could afford his wages. So him and also this guy, Kingsley Schindler, a right mid who's 70 overall. I mean, both these guys could help us in year 1 a lot. So definitely both of them signed up here. And then we're gonna set a limit to like maybe like 2 free agents per season. I don't want to go crazy with it, but we're gonna limit it to probably 2. So there it is to kickstart our first season. Our first 2 signings are free agents. We got a right mid and also a keeper in the team. The first pickups for Manchester Athletic. And all right, so Schindler right mid, we got Bushkin and keeper spots, so that's 2 big upgrades already. And all right, so after them, our budget now is sitting at 7.6 million. Still a very decent amount to work with. So I think in this first window, we still have 3 more signings planned. So next one, Marvelous Nakamba for Luton Town, one of the best names in football. The CD we currently have is actually 34, and he's dropped an overall. So Nakamba could be good for this year, maybe next year too. And yeah, he might only cost around $1 million. He actually, in fact, only costed around 900,000, so less than $1 million. All right, man, Marvelous Nakamba, welcome to Manchester Athletics. Signing number 3. All right, now let's go for a new striker. For the striker spot, I'm looking at Ryan Adiri. He's a striker currently playing, I think, in the 3rd tier in Germany. 21 years old, 6'4", 6'6" rated, so he'd be our best striker on paper. He only costs maybe like 1.5 to 2 million. He looks like he'd be really good for our level, man. He might be good for like 2 or 3 years at the lower tiers England. There might be some potential there to unlock too. And all right, so Ryan Adiri signed up from Germany. So we got a new CDM now. We got a new striker. I think we got one more signing in mind. I think now it's time for probably a new starting right back. And at right back, I'm looking at Sergio Cubero, currently playing at Eibar in Spain, the 2nd division in Spain. Now, for only 1.4 to 2.3 million, he'd be probably our 2nd best player in the entire team. And yeah, we'd also strengthen our worst current position. So it's a win-win for everyone. And all right, so for 2.3 million, Cubero is signed up from Eibar. So Cubero, welcome to Manchester Athletic. And our team now might actually be set. I got a feeling this first year might actually be pretty good. All right, though, so Nadiri, Nakamba, and also Cubero put in the team. So that's going to be our best team in season 1. We got Byrne, Nadiri, Schindler, Payne, Nakamba, Henry, Perry, Ferguson, Nicholas, Cubero, and also Bushkin in goal. So after all that, we are now going to be sitting as what? Now a 2.5-star team. So we are improving a lot, man. That's good. The goal in year 1 is to get promotion to League 1, man. I believe this team could do it. So let's see. And all right, so we've now reached the end of season 1. Now, I saw some of those kind of crazy for the first year, very crazy. We'll get to it in a second, but all right. Before we show where we finish, I want to show actually the stats of the team first. And holy moly, Pierce Byrne, bro, 34 goals in EFL League 2. He was our best player in the season. That's very surprising. Our new striker Nadiri scored 18. He grew plus 5-2. Okay, players are growing. That's good. Kemp had 14-11. Fox 9-1. Reggie Payne, okay, Mr. Assist 4-15. So yeah, our new striker Nadiri was actually the highest grower at plus 5. He grew like crazy. Byrne went plus 3. Now though, where did we finish? In Manchester Athletics inaugural season, we are going to finish top of the league with 99 points. Okay, we just destroyed League 2. We just destroyed it, man. 99 points, 29 wins, a whopping 23 points above second. Then we just destroyed this league. So year 1, promotion League 1, that's perfect. Now, the crazy thing I saw though was actually the FA Cup. So in the FA Cup, we actually made it all the way to, I believe, round 5. Yeah, we took down Leeds in round 4, so we actually beat a Premier League team. That's very surprising. But round 5, we actually faced Manchester United. Of this video, the first meeting with another Manchester team, and unfortunately, we lost 2-1. So close to beating them, you know, it was a 1-goal game. That's crazy. In year 1, we already faced Manchester United. Sadly, Carabao Cup, we got knocked out round 1 by Reading on penalties. So, I mean, hey, for season 1, a League 2 title and also promotion, I cannot be happier with that. That is a great first season for Manchester Athletic. And all right, man, so next up, we take on EFL League 1. So season 2 begins, we face much better teams here in League 1 now. So you're not sure if we're actually going to destroy this league like we did League 2, but budget for year 2, we actually have 13 million to work with. So we actually have some money, 13 million, 12.6 to be more exact. So I think this year I want a new center back, probably, maybe a new midfielder, maybe a new right mid too. So we got some spots to upgrade because yeah, even though it might be tough, man, I want back-to-back promotions. I want back-to-back, and I believe it's possible too. So first up, I found another free agent I think that is really clutch, man, could be a gem. And that is the right mid Silas. Is it Silas? I believe it's Silas, but he's 73 rated, 27 years old. Bro, for League 1, he would be incredible as right mid, so he's definitely signed up. I mean, yeah, right there, that is a no-brainer signing. Now, I also want this guy, Milan Vitalis, so a center mid from Hungary, I think. And yeah, I mean, he's 70 rated at 24, so he's pretty young still, a decent value. I mean, I'm not sure if he'd start for us this year, but he looks so good that we cannot pass up on him as a free agent signing. So yes, Vitalis also signed up, so that's going to be our 2 free agent signings for season 2. And all right, now for the real signings. I think first up, we need to upgrade the left center back spot. So Ferguson's going on the bench. We need a new center back to pair alongside our best player, you know, the 6'6" Kai Nicholas. So for the center back spot, I think that Della currently playing for Levante League 2 in Spain. Like, he's 27 years old, 74 rated, good pace, defending physical. He looks amazing for our level. Now, he is going to cost between, I think, 4 and 6 million. But I think for a player like that we can afford that wants to join us as a League 1 team, he would be insanely clutch for us this year. And all right, so for 6.3 million, so we got the deal under 7. Della is going to be signed up to Manchester Athletic. I think we now might have the best defense in the league, maybe one of the best center back pairings. So yeah, a vital signing if we want back-to-back promotions in League 1. All right, now for our last one, I think I want a new box-to-box mid. We got about 5 million left to work with. Okay, I cannot pronounce this guy's last name. Is it Worrell? Is it Vorrell? I don't know the German pronunciation, but Marius is a 70 rated center mid who's 22 years old, currently playing, I think, in the second Bundesliga. Now, he is a little bit expensive, but he also has potential, so he'd be a young player that can grow in this team for the future. He's got good pace, dribbling, so as a box-to-box mid, it's kind of exactly what we're looking for. You know, good stamina, good ball control, dribbling, passing. He looks really good, man. Bro, I spent every single last penny to get this deal done, but Marius Worrell is going to be signed up to Manchester Manchester Athletic as our last signing for year 2. Bro, I literally spent every last penny to get this man in. So it ended up being 3.7 million plus also a 25% sell-on clause for Marius. And yeah, that is literally all money spent. We only have 400k left, so that's all money spent. But Della and Marius and the team, I think that was definitely worth it. So our team is looking pretty solid here for year 2, man. Pretty much all low 70s. You know, I think for League 1, this team, they could definitely at least fight for promotion, man. We should be a contender for it. If we don't, I'm gonna be very disappointed. So year 2, the team is ready. Can we get back-to-back promotions to the championship now? All right, so end of season 2, holy moly. Okay, Nadiri, bro, he scored 35 goals in League 1. Marius scored 23 and 12. Kemp 19 and 17. That's great from bro. He scored 23 from the midfield, and he grew +7. Holy moly. Okay, Marius, bro, that signing was insane. Then, bro, he grew +7 1 year. That's some of the best scores I've ever seen, I think, in FC, especially like this year in career mode. So Nadiri went up +4. Holy moly. Okay, let's see where we finish. Though. Let's see where we finish. The stats do look good. Season 2 in League 1, Manchester Athletic finish in. It's a first place finish again on 95 points. So we do get back-to-back promotions in our first 2 years as a club. That is insane, bro. 95 points, 10 above second. Hey, man, this team is on the rise. There's another Manchester club that's on the rise right now. That is a beautiful thing to see. Now, FA Cup. We made it to round 3, knocked out by Barnsley, sadly. Carabao Cup, we actually faced Man City. Okay, so year 1 we faced United, year 2 we faced City. That's so funny. Unfortunately, we did lose 3-1, sadly. But hey, once again, a little preview what's to come for them in the Premier League. Virtue Trophy, though, is going to be us. We did win a trophy. All right, so the Virtue Trophy goes to Manchester Athletic. I'll take it. All right, man. So far, so good. We are going to be in the championship for season 3. And yep, this new Manchester club is making some noise. And all right, so 2 seasons, 2 promotions. Can we make it 3 in a row? Now that'd be pretty insane. All right, so championship for us in year 3. So we're currently a 4.5-star team. So we're kind of like, I think, middle to high tier for this league. That means there might be a chance, man. There actually might be a chance. So budget for year 3 is going to be 14 million again. So 14 million. I think we lost Marvelous Nakamba. He retired. So Nakamba retired. That is sad. You know, we lost a legend. But other than our team, you know, we got Burn still 72, Nadiri 75, Silas 74. Midfield Vitalis and Worrell are both pretty young and like they're growing, man. Worrell's 78. Center back green looks good too. So I think in year 3 we could use probably maybe a new left back and maybe definitely a new CDM. But if we get a left back and a CDM, that's pretty good. You know, both about like 6 million each. This team can maybe go for back-to-back promotions, man. And then yes, we'll be right there to challenge United and City next year. So let's see if I can find the right players to sign. Now, first one, I found this guy, Pedro Maldonado, in the free agents, an 18-year-old Argentinian CDM. He's probably the region of someone, I don't know quite who, but Pedro Maldonado, what a name. For a free signing, this is an absolute just slam dunk. And all right, so Maldonado signs contract for Manchester Athletic, first signing year 3. Now, I'm not sure exactly what his potential is, but it really could be crazy being only 18 years old and 74 rated already. Now, next one, Luca Pellegrini, the Italian left back is free agent. Now he's 28 years old, 75 rated. He'd be definitely an upgrade left back. It's the kind of signing that could turn our defense into like a promotion contending defense. So Luca Pellegrini signed up as our second signing year 3. And all right, now for the actual transfer fee signings. So first up, I want Isak Janssen to be our new starting left winger this year. He's 25 years old, 74 rated. Even though Burn has been so good, he is 30 years old, so he's not going to grow much more. So I think we do this right now before he starts declining too much. So yeah, Burn's going to go to the bench. And then a solid young player in Isak Janssen to take that starting spot. 84 pace, 76 dribbling. He's going to be a little bit expensive, but I feel like it's definitely worth it to, you know, maybe help us get promotion to the Premier League. And all right, so for 6.7 million, Isak Janssen is signed up to Manchester Athletic. We might barely have enough money for just one more signing for our squad. So after Janssen, we're going to have in the budget what? We are going to have about 5 million. And for the final signing, I'm looking at George Campbell from West Brom. He's a center back and also a right back, you know, kind of more of a squad player, not going to start for us, but for a bench player that could be a backup center back and also a backup right back, I feel like, again, it's a slam dunk signing for only about 2 to 4 million. And all right, so Campbell is signed up. It ended up being for 3.2 million. And I believe our team is now set for season 3 in the championship. And all right, so that is our team for season 3, headlined by a 78 Marius Worrell. After those signed there, has our team actually improved in terms of rating? All right, so our team is 3.5 stars still. So it's going to be 73, 74, 74, which is definitely not bad for this competition, this league. So let's see. Can our team get back-to-back promotions? We are so close to challenging the other Manchester clubs in the Premier League right now. We're so close. All right, so end of season 3 stats first. Mario scored 20 and 6, Kemp 15 and 10, Vitalis 14 and 7. Rodineri scored like what, 35 goals last year, and he scored 7 in the championship. Okay, so he's not adjusted well to the higher competition, but he still grew plus 378. But the scoring number is definitely lower, so I'm not quite as optimistic here for season 3. Bro, Silas only scored 3 goals. Okay, the scoring number is pretty low for us this year. I'm a little concerned. So I guess let's see. In year 3, Manchester Athletic is gonna finish in 5th place. Okay, you know what? I'll take that, man. I will take that that happily. So we are in the promotion playoffs. I'll take that. So 78 points. So we only finished actually above like 4, only 3 above 7th actually. So we barely made it to the playoffs, man, barely. And yeah, we were like almost 20 points off automatic promotion. So definitely a playoff team, definitely. So playoffs, we're gonna face first Norwich. Okay. Oh man, we got the playoffs to go to the Premier League. Come on, boys. And once again, we only have 10 seasons to do this, and this is year 3. So if we get to the Prem as fast as we can, that would be a dream, man. Get to the Prem in 3 years. Can we do it though? So facing Norwich, let's go, boys. Let's go. First leg, playoff semifinal is going to be a 2-1 win. Silas and also Marius scoring. All right, nice start. 2-1 lead. Bro, this team has done amazing so far. We got City United now shaking in their boots right now. They're shaking. Second leg, 2-1 lead, and it's going to be, oh, wait, oh, 2-2. I thought we lost. I thought we lost. It's 4-3. Bro, I got so scared. Okay, Silas scored again and also Vitalis, and that sends us through to the playoff final. Bro, I thought we lost there. I totally thought we lost. All right, man, playoff final. Manchester Athletic versus Coventry City. To send us to the Premier League. Playoff final is gonna be 1-0 to Manchester Athletic. We've actually done it, bro. 3 years, 3 back-to-back promotions from League 2 all the way to the Premier League. That's insane. Year 3, we couldn't do it by winning the title, but you know what? We still got it done. Finishing 5th, but winning the championship playoffs. That's insane. Now, I don't think we won anything else. Yeah, we didn't win anything else, but that is crazy, man. This rise has been beautiful to see. And all right, man, now a 4-star team. Next season, we're gonna be in the Prem, facing City and also facing Manchester United. Look at that, man. Manchester AFC in the Premier League. I wish they showed us in like all 3 lined up. Like I wish it was truly alphabetical, but that's crazy, man. There's 3 Manchester clubs currently in the Premier League. All right, so for year 4, we're gonna have 55 million, so our biggest budget yet. Now we saw it a second ago, but we're currently now a 4-star team, so you know we're not quite gonna challenge for the Prem title. If we won the title in year 4, then this video is done. There's just no way that actually happened. So currently a 4-star team. How do we make sure this team actually survives the Prem now? Because we might have destroyed the Championship, League 1, League 2, but the Premier League is a different beast. So currently best players, I see Marius up to 80. So Bushin's up to 80, Marius up to 80, Della and Naderi 78. So players have grown really well. Look at Kai Nicholas, bro. Players since day 1 is 77 overall. Maldonado 76. So we actually grew like, I think what, +2 last year. All right, so the team is looking solid, but we need improvements, man. We got money to do it now. So year 4, I'm gonna scout around, try to figure out how to make this team better. All right, so here's the plan. So with all this money, I'm gonna go for pretty much improvements, pretty much almost in every area. We need to reinforce the entire foundation for the squad. So first up, our free agents for year 4 here. First one, I found that Tosin Adarbayo is actually a free agent. I mean, for an 80-rated center back at 30 years old, he would be obviously incredible. That's another slam dunk signing right there. So first signing, Tosin, welcome to Manchester Athletic. That's a solid first pickup for the Premier League. Next up, Alio Federa's free agent. Now, I don't actually know who he is, but he's a 26-year-old left wing. Now, I don't think he's going to start for us, but as a free agent, you know, backup option on the bench, he's pretty much the best I could find. And all right, so with that, Federa is going to reinforce our bench. We're going to try to squeeze in 3 now pretty big signings for our club to start in the Premier League. So first one's going to be a new right winger, and he's at a club that just got actually relegated to the championship. So we're kind of poaching a relegated club here. And that is Luca Coglioscio, currently playing for Burnley, the Italian right winger. We can get him for only like 12 to 16 million. And yes, it would be an upgrade over Silas on the right wing. So I feel like it's worth it. So 15 million for Coglioscio. And with that, we've got ourselves a new young right winger in the team. Now next, even though we signed Maldonado last year, I feel like the CDM spot is still a little worrying for the Prem. Like 76 is still worrying to be a starter. So for the CDM spot, I want to sign Antonio Blanco from Alaves in Spain. Now, he is cutting it close to our budget, but I feel like for a 27-year-old who's 81 overall, he would really make our defense, you know, make the midfield a lot stronger. So I'm going to try to sign him up right now. Man, unfortunately, Blanco is just a little bit too expensive, so we can't sign him. Just barely a little bit too expensive for our blood right now. So instead, we're going to sign in right back, and that's going to be Joe Scally playing at Borussia Mönchengladbach. Now, he's definitely affordable in our budget and definitely be an upgrade for the right back spot. So I feel like, once again, it's a pretty straightforward signing for us. And all right, so Joe Scally signed up for 17 million. Now, all these players, all these signings here, are definitely going to raise like the overall of the squad, which means, you know, a better chance of surviving the Prem, not getting relegated. And all right, so with Scally signed up, that is our last signing for season 4. Is this team really ready for the Premier League, man? Only one way to find out. So that is our new current best team. So Janssen, Naderi, Coglioscio, Vitalis, Maldonado, Worrell, and then a back 4, Pellegrini, Della, Adarbio, and then Scally and Bushin in goal. I feel like this team looks solid, but it does look like a mid to like low team in the Premier League. So I'm a little worried, but we're going to find out, man, right now. Can this team now playing alongside Man City, Manchester United, can we actually survive the Premier League? All right, so year 4 stats going to be Mario scoring 13 and 5, Naderi 12 and 3. Okay, Naderi, that's not bad for his first Prem season. 12, it's not bad. I was going to say it's our first chance. Could be one of our goals. One of our goals is to finish above City United, both in the same season. It's probably not going to be this season, but we had our first chance here to complete that first goal. So let's see where this team finished. Oh man, you got to be kidding me. We finished in 19th place and got relegated. Oh man, I thought this team was good enough to survive. Oh man, so we go back to back promotions, and then first year in the Prem go straight back down to the championship. So United finished in 7th, City finished finish in second, but we are relegated in season 4. For our team at a minus 25 goal difference, okay, our team definitely struggled here. I doubt won any cups. Let's see, any cups? Nope, definitely not. All right, so season 5, we're back down in the championship, but I feel like, you know, our rise was so quick that I feel like we got maybe to the Prem like maybe a season or 2 too early. So yeah, even though it sucks, nothing to panic about. I feel like this team next year in the season 5 in the championship, we should come right back up to the Prem in no time. So yes, after a very smooth, you know, rise to the top, we have our first minor setback at Manchester Athletic. We're not going to let it discourage us though. We're not going to let it discourage us. So year 5, we are going to have in the budget about what? Probably actually 6-7 million, 67 million. That's more than I expected. All right. So how do we ensure though another promotion season? What do we do here? You know, I see Pellegrini at 77, 30 years old. So it might be time to replace him. I think a left back and probably a fresh new attacker too. The rest of the team does look pretty solid. Okay. So I have found some very clutch free agents here. 2 clutch free agents. First one is Dennis Gul from Turkey. So he's only 25 years old and he's 80, bro. This is a gem in the free agents. Nadiri's been good, but I feel like Nadiri is kind of capping out in terms of potential, where this guy can take over now, and he looks very, very solid himself. And then also, I did find Alexis Vega here, man, the GOAT free agent. Even though he's 31, he's still so good, so I gotta sign him up. And all right, so both of them signed up, so we have a new starting striker this year. This guy looks pretty solid, so I'm hoping he is better than Nadiri. Nadiri's been so well for us, but I do feel like, you know, his overall is kind of tapped out now. It's peaked. And all right, so Ghoul in the starting striker spot, Vega in the starting left wing spot. That might change, but first 2 signings. Now let's go for a new starting left back. The left back I want is going to be Medina, currently playing for Wrexham. So 24 years old, 5'9". He's going to be 80 overall from the start. He looks incredible. So for about maybe like 30 to 40 million, I think this is worth it for a real big defensive upgrade. And all right, so Medina is going to be signed up to be our new starting left back. Now the issue is he was a little more expensive than I thought he was. So we have less money than I thought we'd have for our final signing in year 5. So the player I wanted was actually Rodrigo Gomez. I wanted him to be a new starting left winger, but since we got Vega and Gomez is now too expensive, we're going to shift our focus now to Morten Frendrup from Genoa, the CDM. 28 years old, you know, within budget would be an upgrade over Maldonado. We're going to see if we can make this deal happen. And all right, so once again, you see our budget, man, just barely. We do get the deal for Morten Frendrup cross the line at the last second. And we have spent every last penny to try to get this team back to the Premier League, man. So it ended up being a 60.5 million plus Pellegrini swap deal for Frendrup. Yeah, literally every final penny spent there. So that means team for season 5, it's going to be Vega, Ghoul, Koleosho, Vitalis, Frendrup, Worrell, then Medina, Della, Adarbio, Scally, and also Bushin in goal. Now this team should definitely, you know, finish, I think, first, second in the championship. If we don't, I'm going to be so sad. And once again, you know, we only have 5 years left for this challenge. So we need to get back to the Prem as soon as possible. All right, so end of season 5 stats here. Koleosho 30 and 8. That's great to see from him. Worrell 21 and 16. Nadiri scored 18 and 3. So Nadiri actually still played more. He must have won the starting spot over that other guy. All right, that is interesting. He won the starting spot, so I guess he's a better striker. Also Vitalis 13 and 6. Scally scored 5. All right, those numbers look better. Those numbers definitely look better. Let's see where we finish though. Season 5, we are going to finish in the championship in first place again. There we go, 104 points. So we do get promotion back to the Prem in just 1 year. That is good. Now, do anything else? FA Cup is going to be not us. Carabao Cup also is going to be not us. And all right, so year 5, back to the Prem again for year 6. Hopefully this time to actually stay. Our team is getting very close, man. I think challenging versus City United, both of them. And all right, so 5 seasons down, 5 seasons to go pretty much. And we find ourselves back in the Premier League. And all right, so looking at our team, I mean, okay, Vega's going down, so we need a left wing this year. That's going to be probably for sure. Everything else though, everyone's 80 rated other than that. So we are looking solid. So year 6, I think we probably need a new left wing for sure. And then probably other than that, I think also new keeper, because I think Bushchin is actually going down overall now. So we need a new keeper and a left wing. That is what we need here in year 6. All right, so sadly in year 6, I couldn't find any free agents. You know, none really made sense for us. So we have in the budget 7-8 million. So that's going to be spent on pretty much, I think, 2 signings at least. First one's going to be David Raya as a new keeper, 87 rated at 34 years old. Good thing about keepers lane career mode is you can find a lot of good keepers for cheap. So he's only going to be 12 to 16 million for an 87 rated keeper. That right there is a slam dunk signing again. So David Raya signed up to be our new starting goalkeeper. Now, for the left wing spot, I'm thinking about Omar Marmoush. Now, he's 31 years old, 84 overall. He's not young, but he would provide experience, and being 84 overall, he'd be way better than Vega. You know, I think if we want to ensure we actually survive the premise here, we need some experience, you know, some veteran players in the team. He is exactly that. So in year 6, I believe we've signed now our 2 new highest rated players in the team, David Raya and then Marmoush. 2 Premier League veterans to help us try and survive and challenge now City and both Manchester United. So we got him for about 40 million. And I think that's our team now for season 6. So Raya, Marmoush into starting 11. So this year it's going to be Marmoush, Nadiri, Koleosho, Vitalis, Frendrup, Worrell, Medina, who's 84 rated, by the way, Della, Adarbio, Scally, and then Ryan goal. I think this is at least the mid-table team in the Prem, at least. If we get relegated again, I'm going to be so incredibly sad, bro. There's no way. So let's see. Our second time being in the Premier League. Can it be our first year actually challenging both United and City? All right, so season 6 stats: Kolyosha 17-5, World 10-5, Andiri 9. Okay, the scoring numbers again, they look kind of low, man. Marmouche only scored 6-3. Bro, I'm worried. If we get relegated again, these stats here are not looking good. All right, man, let's check. We are going to finish in 18th. We got relegated again? How, bro? You gotta be kidding me. Bro, 33 points, 5 away from safety, but we get relegated again. I can't believe it. Bro, there's no shot this team is that bad. There's no shot. So Man City win the title, United finish in 13th, but we get relegated again to the championship. Bro, this team just can't survive the Prem, I guess. Our current team is a 4.5-star team. Bro, we should be able to survive totally. So year 7, we're gonna be back down in the championship. Bro, it's like we can dominate every league, just other than the Premier League right now. That's where we're just failing so hard. So season 7, we are back in the championship for the 3rd time, bro. I'm sick of this league. I'm sick of it. Bro, I'm playing like Burnley Simulator over here. But okay, so, I mean, honestly, this team should win the title again with no changes, really. I mean, this team is so good. So once again, this team should have no problem getting back to the Prem. Now I'm saying that I feel like, you know, Dahl is gonna be 32 years old. Adarbio is 33. So we probably need 2 new center backs. Yeah, that's the plan. So window, we're gonna need 2 fresh new center backs for the team. And we got 84 million to spend. All right, so first center back, I'm thinking about Nemanja Collins from Frankfurt. Now 87 pace at 6'3", 84 overall at 27 years old too. I mean, this guy looks like an absolute beast. He'd only cost, I think, about like 40-ish, 50 million. So yeah, this would be a huge signing. And all right, so Collins is signed up for about 53.5 million. Bro, he is so good. He might be our starting center back for the rest of the video, man. He is the future of this Manchester Athletic defense. And now for his center partner, I want to try to make it Gertruda from Leipzig. He'd be good, and I think we can barely just afford him. And all right, so with that, Gertruda is signed up from Leipzig. We got the deal done, just barely again. So center back pairing for year 7 has been revamped. Bro, we should just go straight back to the Prem. No problems. We should. So new back 2 of Collins and Gertruda. And that is our team for the championship, bro. This team is so good for the championship. There's no way we don't get a 1st place again. So let's see if we can get, I think would be our 3rd championship title of the video, at least our 3rd promotion. So once again, stats for year 7, it's going to be Nadiri, 31. Okay, Nadiri, bro, he keeps having like a good season, bad season, good season, bad season. I'm also Kolyosha, 29-14, Marmouche, 25-6. That's better from him. World, 13-10, Vitalis, 13-10. Okay, these numbers look good. You know, these kind of numbers I want to see. And now for, I believe, actually our 4th or this 3rd or 4th season of the championship, we're going to finish in 1st place again. Bro, is that our 3rd championship league title? I think it is, bro. 108 points. Like, we can do this. We just can't survive the Prem. It's so annoying. All right, though, season 7. We are right back up to the Prem. FA Cup is going to be not us. Carabao Cup is going to be also not us. But hey, man, back to the Prem. Thank you. It's just now, can we stay there? Like, our team is now a 4.5-star team, close to 5 stars. We only have 3 years left now to challenge, you know, City United for a Prem title and also a Champions League trophy. Time right now is not on our side. All right, so season 8. How do I make sure this team does not get relegated? 2 tries so far to stay in the Prem through 8 years, and we've been relegated twice. How do I make sure it doesn't happen again? I think the team is pretty solid, honestly. I trust these guys. You know, I think maybe Marmouche is now 81 overall, dropping, so probably need a new left wing. If we spend like pretty much all our money on a left wing, like a real good one, that might be worth it, honestly. It might be worth it. Because the rest of the team looks real solid. And also, we do have 108 million to spend, so it might be time to splash the cash on one player here. What about Jan Vergili at Mallorca, man? This dude from Spain is so good. 25 years old, 86 rated. He would be incredible. He'd probably grow to, I think, 90 plus in this team throughout the last 3 years. It's just, can we afford him, man? His value is so close to our budget. Well, you know, if we add Federa to the deal, the answer is going to be yes. But man, this right here is a transformative signing for the attack. An absolute just Spanish young superstar. So man, Vergili, just please help us not get relegated, please. All right, so that's team for year 8, man. That's going to be it. Vergili's the only signing. If we don't survive this year in the Prem, I'm going to throw up. Honestly, this team should finish top 8 if I'm being honest. So there's only one way to find out, man. Our 3rd try at trying to survive the Premier League. And all right, so end of season 8 stats, it's going to be Kolyosha 8-2, Vergili 10-3. Okay, 10-3, that's it, bro. Why are we so good in the championship? We can't be good in the Prem, bro. The stats are always so low in the Prem. Like Mario Swirl 5-7, Median 4-6, but Nadiri only scored 7 goals in the Premier League. But I'm not gonna lie, these stats here, I'm not feeling optimistic. I'm just not. I guess let's check. Oh, wow, we've actually done it. We've actually done it. We avoided relegation. I can't believe it. It's taken us 8 seasons, but we survive a Premier League season. Now, though, where do we finish? We are going to finish all the way in 5th. Okay, bro, with our stats, I thought there was no way we finished top 10. There was no way. So we actually do finish above United, but we don't finish above City. So we didn't really reach our goal there. All right, weirdly, United have 1 game left, but they're not gonna jump over us, so the game doesn't matter. So we do finish in 5th place. Manchester Athletic has European football, man. I'll take it. FA Cup is Southampton. Carabao Cup is gonna be also Fulham. Okay, that's some weird winners, but hey, it's taken us 8 years. We've finally survived a Premier League season. And hey, now we only have 2 years left. 2 years left to try to win a Premier League title and also try to get a Champions League trophy too. And all right, so with that, season 9 begins, but this video has been so funny because we got to the Prem in only 4 years, but then it's taken us another 4 years to actually survive just one Premier League season. So yeah, it's been so weird at this point, but okay, so we're now in the Europa League, so a chance to, win the Europa League, that's great. Confirmation, yes, we are in the Europa League for season 9. So year 9 budget, we're gonna have 115 million. We saw last year how we signed just one player, Virgili, and that made us a 5th place team. So I mean, Virgili 87, Nadiri 84. I feel like if we sign a new center back, maybe like one that's the close rating of Collins, like 87, 86, that might give us a great chance to actually, maybe win the Europa League and maybe get top 4, get Champions League for the final season. So for that center back spot, what about Antonio Silva currently playing for Fulham? I mean, we all know Antonio Silva is a beast. This far in the future, he's 86 rated at 29, good pace, defending, physical stats, would probably be around like 85 million-ish. That would be a great partner for Collins. And yes, a great partner he shall be, as Antonio Silva is signed up, first signing of season 9. Now that was pretty expensive, being around 86.8 million. Now I did notice that Raya is going down overall. He's currently 37, so we could probably buy a new keeper that's old but also better than Raya for pretty cheap here. And all right, so perfect. So Gregor Kobel currently at Arsenal is 89 rated at 35 years old, so he is one of the best keepers in the game. And to sign him, it's only going to cost between 10 and 13 million. That is an absolute steal. So Kobel signed up. He's going to be perfect for the final 2 years of this challenge. So season 9, Antonio Silva and also Kobel is brought into the team. And we are ready for our first season in European football. So Kobel and Silva in there. I mean, honestly, this team looks great. Like a midfielder 86, 86, 89. A back 4, Medina's 88, so he's looking good. Front 3, Virgili 87, Koleosho 85, Nadir 84. So I think this team can definitely make some noise this year in year 9. Can we get to a top 4 finish to maybe get one chance at a Champions League trophy? As now a 5-star team, same level as City, same level as United roughly, there might actually be a chance for us. All right, man. So end of year 9 stats is going to be Virgili 29 and 12. Okay, that's what I'm looking for, man. 29 and 12 from our new star left winger. Perfect. All right, Koleosho 27 and 10, Nadiri 17 and 1, Medina 5 and 6, Worrell 5 and 4, Scally 4 and 5, Vitalis 3 and 10. Okay, these stats don't look bad, so I'm actually feeling pretty optimistic here. They don't look bad. But by the way, Virgili is 90 rated, bro. This guy's been a star so far. Only 27 years old, 90 rated. But the only thing that matters is pretty much where we finish and also how we did in the Premier League. So let's see. All right, so obviously no relegation, so that's good. But where do we finish? So we are going to finish in year 9. All the way in 7th place, bro. Come on, 7th place. Oh man, I thought we could maybe get Champions League for the last year. That just sucks. Okay, we finished above United, but still can't finish above City. We're gonna be our closest though. We're gonna be 7 points off them. Oh man, 7th place. That is not good enough. Right, FA Cup is gonna go to Crystal Palace. Carabao Cup goes to Brentford. Now though, if we somehow won the Europa League, that would be Champions League for season 10. So this is our final chance. League phase, finishing first. All right, 7 wins, 1 draw. That's good. Round of 16, beat Monaco 5-3. Quarterfinals, beat Valencia 6-1, and semifinals beat Leipzig 4-2. So that means we're in the final versus PSV. Do we get Champions League for season 10? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. On penalties, we lose to PSV? Bro, the final was 4-4. We lose on penalties. I cannot believe that. We were so close to actually doing it. Oh, that is just heartbreaking. So that means for the final season, pretty much only thing we can go for is just the Prem title. That's it. Sadly, we're not going to get any Champions League football with this team. Bro, that sucks. Like, we're almost as good as United, pretty much almost as good as City too. So we're right there with the other Manchester clubs. It's just, can this team now win a Prem title? That's our only hope. We got one final season to do it. All right, so season 10, the last dance, we got no European football. It's just the Premier League. That's it. Our last dance with Manchester Athletic. And I need a Premier League title, bro. So budget for year 10 is going to be kind of low at 61 million. So definitely less than our last previous seasons. It kind of sucks. But with that money, how do we make this team a Premier League champion? I mean, bro, like Virgili's 90, Koleosho 87. The team looks solid. Like Worrell is 91. If we had to make one signing, I think it's got to be like a new star striker. That's got to be the one we do. A striker that's at least like 87 plus. So let's see if I can find the right player here. All right, man. I think our final hope for a Prem title this video is going to be either Ekitike or Samu, whichever one we can afford, which are both over our budget, so it's got to be a swap deal for someone. Can we make either of these players, these deals happen? The answer is going to be yes. So Ekitike, we are offering Nadiri plus like I think like 50 to 60 million, and that's going to be enough to bring him into the team for the final season, man. He was like the highest rated striker I could find that's not valued like within 200 millions, so it really was just our best option. So year 10, Ekitike is signed up to Manchester Athletic Football Club. Can he bring us a Premier League trophy in the final season? We're about to find out, man. So there it is. Ekitike is the front 3 now with Virgili and also Koleosho. This is the team for the final year, man. This team is so good. The depth is pretty bad, but the starting 11 is so good where I feel like, can they just, carry the team to a trophy, to a Premier League title? We're about to find out. And all right, so the final season stats, it is going to be Vergili 20-12, Ekitike 19-2, Koleosho 13-7. Okay, not going to lie, these stats do not look like a Premier League champion side. I'm not going to lie. I am not feeling optimistic about this. In the final year, our team is going to be an 85, 86, 84 team. So pretty much, you know, actually better on paper than both United and City. We're actually better than both of them if you go strictly just by rating. So we've actually become a better team than both the other big Manchester clubs. But did we win a Premier League title? Let's find out. So in season 10, Manchester Athletic are gonna finish in 5th place on 60 points. Bro, Man City won the league. Our team is better than City's and they won the league. Man, the first like 4 years this video went so well. The next 6 though have been just a little bit disappointing, not gonna lie. So in the final year, we finished above United, but don't finish above City. And man, today we go 0 for 3 in terms of our objectives. That really sucks, but it shows you how tough it is to actually do this. FA Cup is gonna go to Arsenal. Carabao Cup is gonna go to Everton. And all right, so 10 years of building a new Manchester football club. And the best we can do is a 5th place finish in the Premier League. I think for this video, the one thing I'm proud of is the team's rating is actually higher than City and United. That is the one thing I'm proud about. And also Marius Worrell has been kind of like the signing of the video. He's 91 rated at 31 years old. What did we sign him at before? I think we signed him when he was like 71. So he has grown like crazy after signing him. And I think also a big signing was definitely Jan Vergili. When we signed him, that kind of gave us like a final chance to really push for something big, but we just couldn't quite get there with this team. So the video is technically a failure, but we still built another Manchester club, a big one that is technically challenging City and challenging United. So in that aspect, it was a success. All right, so how long would it take for a team full of 99 overall players to go all the way up the English football pyramid and eventually become the best team in England and also the best team in the world? Well, you know what? In today's video, we are going to answer that question. So yes, led by Pep Guardiola, introducing 99 overall FC, quite possibly the best football team the world has ever seen. The entire starting 11 is all 99 rated. The bench is filled with players who are about like 90 to 93. Bro, the world has never seen a football team like this. So yes, we have thrown this team into EFL League 2. That's where we're going to start this video. And we're going to see just how long it takes this team to really get to the top, man. Winning the Champions League, winning the Premier League. We're going to see how long it takes. All right, though, first, let's introduce our main starting 11 of players. So captain of the team is going to be our starting striker, and his name is Laser. Left wing's name is Razor. Right wing's name is going to be Blazer. Our midfield is Stazer, Gazer, and also Taser. And then our back line is Pazer, Mazer, Dazer, Yazer, and then our keeper is going to be Wazer. Those are the main players. They're all 99. They're all 16, 17, so they're still young. Their heights are pretty much, you know, the perfect height for each position. They got 5-star skill moves, weak foot. They're pretty much like just perfect players. And on the bench, we have Bob 1 up to, I think, Bob 12. Pretty much these guys are here in case of injuries, you know, in case we actually get suspensions, injuries, all that. They're not going to play over the main players. They're kind of just there as backups. They're pretty much just fill out the squad. Bro, this team is about to take the football world by storm. I mean, already on paper in EFL League 2, this is the greatest team in the world. Across the board, an average 97 rating. It's like, bro, if this team doesn't win 1,000,000 trophies in this video, I'm gonna be so upset. This is like too perfect to fail, especially because this team is led by Pep Guardiola. We're playing Pep system, you know, the 4-3-3. Everyone's got the plus roles, so the team is quite literally, again, a perfect team. You know what? I say we get started here. So season 1 in EFL League 2. If we don't win this league, if we don't go unbeaten, I'll be disappointed. We are going to absolutely just destroy this league and also destroy the entire country of England's football system. So let's see, in the inaugural season for 99 overall FC, led by our captain Laser, let's get to January and see how this team is doing in the middle of season 1. And all right, so January 3rd, so middle of season 1, I already see we're in the Carabao Cup still. So we're in the Carabao Cup semis. That's a pretty good sign right there. Okay, let's see though. In January, we're sitting in, okay, we're joint first on 47 points. Okay, 14 wins, 5 draws, and 5 losses. I'm gonna be honest, I am disappointed already. I'm disappointed, man. How is this team losing to any team in this league, bro? They're all like 2.5-star teams at most. I mean, second place is not bad. Maybe the team, you know, they're building chemistry. They're just this first year playing together. Maybe we should give them a little break. Stat-wise, Razor 15-9, Taser 14, Bob 10. Bob 10 has scored 13-4 off the bench. Okay, Bob 10. Our captain Taser has 5 goals, so it's not too bad, but it is for a 9 overall team, man. It's not the greatest of starts, bro. But like I said, I think they're just barely, you know, getting used to each other, is settling in. So in second place, middle of the season. If we don't finish in first or second in season 1, I'm gonna absolutely just riot. And also, yeah, there's a good chance we actually win, you know, the Carabao Cup, maybe even the FA Cup. So there could be some trophies in store for us in season 1. There could be. So you know what? I guess let's see. So in season 1, we are going to finish all the way in first place. We do win the EFL League 2 title, rightfully so, man. I can't believe it was that close. 3 points off MK Dons. I can't believe it was that close. But okay, that's 1 trophy. promotion, good. Let's see what else. FA Cup is gonna go to Man City. Okay, when did we get knocked out in? Oh, we made it all the way to, we made it to the round 6. I think that's the quarterfinals, and we lost to the champions Man City eventually. We made it far though, man. Made it far for a League 2 team. Others, let's see. So Carabao Cup is gonna go to, we won the Carabao Cup in season 1, 1-0 versus Arsenal. Okay, so that should mean in season 2, while in League 1, we should have European football actually. That's gonna be funny. Carabao Cup, and also, I thought we'd win this one. We lost 3-0 to Plymouth Argyle in the semifinal. Okay, we're seeing this team is not, not quite perfect in terms of results, but it is still just the first season. Stats. Tyztir, top scorer. CDM is top scorer, 24-9. Razor's got 24-10. Pazer, 21-6. I think what we're seeing here is the players are so good that the game is kind of just throwing them in any position, I think. Because I feel like, our CDM, he probably played striker this year. I feel like he didn't play CDM. Basically, the team can play anywhere, so I guess they switch around for fun, but all right, season 1, that's 1 trophy and promotion. Are we gonna be perfect, man? Like every year promotion, every year trophies? Is there gonna be any hiccups here? Or is this team gonna go straight up to the Prem and also straight to a Champions League final? Let's start season 2 and find out. And all right, so season 2, EFL League 1 for 99 overall FC. And also, I believe it's going to be Europa League, right? We're going to be in the Conference League, actually. Okay, bro, European football in League 1 is kind of insane. But right, I forgot to mention, bro, the whole team is playing for England. Bro, is the whole entire England squad my team? I think it is. Oh, man, that's so funny. Can I see that somewhere? Because, yeah, all these players are English. So I think the England national team is literally just our team. Yeah. Okay, there's Mark Gahey, there's Kane. They got Bellingham too, so it's kind of funny, but the rest of the team is just us. That is crazy. Our team is the entire England national team. I should mention too, like, since the team is pretty much, 17, 18 years old, the team is not going to drop an overall at all throughout this video. Everyone's going to pretty much retain their stats. But all right, so EFL League 1 and also the Conference League. Bro, I expect 2 trophies in a better year than season 1. I want to see this team just start dominating. And all right, so middle of season 2, I see we're in Carabao Cup semis again, so that's a good sign. Where do we sit though? League 1, we sit on 58 points. Okay, that's a bigger gap there. That's better. So 19 wins, 1 draw, and 5 losses. Bro, our goal difference is 35. Look at that compared to everyone else's. That is insane. No one else has a goal difference above, I think, what, 8 maybe? Okay, that's a sign how far this team is dominating. Carabao Cup, we're in the semis, so that's good. Chance to go back-to-back there. Now, Conference League. We are sitting league phase first, 5 wins, 1 draw. That's looking good too. Bro, imagine playing in the Championship and Europe, bro. There's so many games. Like, bro, look at these months. Holy moly, there's so many fixtures. That's what we needed those guys on the bench, man. Stat-wise, why is Bob 10 the top scorer? Why is he playing so much? Bro, he's playing more than our right wing guy who is Blazer. Yeah, he's playing more than Blazer. How does that make sense? I don't know, but he's top scorer, 21-6. Tyztir, 20-6. Pazer, 12-9. Gazer and Laser both have 12. Okay, we're starting to see this team dominate a little bit more, man. It's good to see. The boys are building chemistry. Let's now see if they get promotion to the championship and also if they can win their first ever European trophy. All right, so it's time for now the Conference League knockout stage. We're gonna go through each game a bit slower in this video. So round of 16, we have AGF, a team we definitely should beat. Bro, we should beat every team in this competition. What am I saying? We should beat everyone. Let's see. First leg is going to be, it's gonna be 2-2. Okay, Laser and also actually Laser scored twice. How do we draw the first leg 2-2? Bro, am I about to crash out in only season 2? Boys, please don't let us lose in the round of 16 here. Second leg is going to be 4-1. There we go. The boys saved it. Dazer, Bob 6, and also Pazer and Dazer scored again. Okay, 6-3. That's much more like it. Next round, it's going to be us versus now Victoria pulls in. Let's see. First leg, we got a player injured. It's fine though. First leg is going to be a 2-1 loss, actually. Was that a home game? I think it was. All right, so Stasia scored for us. Other than that, it's a 2-1 defeat. I don't like to see that. Second leg, 2-1 down here. We're going to draw 1-1 and get knocked out in the Conference League quarterfinals, man. Oh, man, so Gazer scored for us, but that's going to be it. That is so disappointing. Bro, how does that team beat a 9-0 overall team? I do not know. It's like, bro, make it make sense. But okay, end of year 2 in EFL League 1, we are going to end up finishing in first place on our 112 points. Okay, that's domination, but we have 36 wins, 4 draws, 6 losses, a goal difference of 62. That is pretty clearly just domination. All right, so back-to-back promotions. FA Cup is going to be City. Carabao Cup is going to be us again. 4-0 versus Man City, by the way. All right, so back-to-back Carabao Cup champions. Conference League, it's going to be Victoria Polls and end up winning it. So the team that beat us actually went all the way to win it. I guess credit to them, man. Still though, back-to-back promotion, Carabao Cup trophy, I'll take that. Stats. Okay, bro, who is Bob 10? Who is Bob 10? Seriously. Bro, he scored 44. This guy isn't even supposed to be playing. He's 94. I don't know. Taser 29-12, Pazer 21-10, Laser 20-12, Gazer 14-5. Bro, the stats are insane. I don't know why Bob 10 is playing so much. He shouldn't be, considering that we have a guy that's better than him in his spot. So I guess the game is just choosing him over Blazer. I don't know. But all right, year 2 promotion in the Carabao Cup. Now we take on the EFL Championship. Getting closer and closer to the Premier League. But all right, season 3 in the championship begins officially. So, facing better teams now. And yes, once again in the conference league from winning the Carabao Cup. So our second chance at winning a European trophy. Now, yeah, we are facing better teams. We're still like the best team in the world on paper, though. We're still the best team. So yeah, we should do the same thing we did to League One. We should dominate the championship. Our team is destined for the Premier League. And all right, so middle point of season 3, we are sitting in first. Okay, 10-point lead on Southampton. That's pretty good. Oh, very good. Okay, we played 24 games, won 23, have only drawn 1. Bro, that is pure domination. Okay, we're starting to see this team really show what they could do pretty much. That is an insane start to year 3. Okay, so in the FA Cup round 3, Carabao Cup, we are okay now in the semis this year. We got knocked out in round 1 by Barnet 2-0. Okay, that's kind of sad. And then Conference League, we finished 13th in league phase. Okay, so we're in the playoff round. So we're doing great in the league. Everywhere else is a little bit shaky. Bro, stat wise, it's Bob 10. Bob 10, 21-6, Tyztir 20-9, Mazer 13-6. I don't know why Bob 10 is the best player in this team, but apparently Bob 10 is just the GOAT. I don't understand it, but it is. Okay, now on to the Conference League knockout stage. Boys, I want a better performance than last year. So Conference League playoff round, we're facing Widzu Lodz, a team where I got no clue where they're from. I got no clue how good they are, but they're not us. So let's see, playoff round, first leg. It is going to be a 3-2 slim win. Laser, Stazer, and Gazer scored. Okay, 1 goal lead. It's not too bad. Second leg, boys, please don't lose this, please. Second leg is going to be 3-1 on aggregate, so 6-3 actually. Laser, Stazer, Laser scored twice. Captain doing his job. All right, so on to now the actual round of 16. Round of 16, we're gonna have Como, so an Italian team that is pretty decent. It's probably our toughest team we faced so far in Europe. We still should beat Como, though. We should. First leg is going to be 2-1 to us. All right, Laser and also Tyztir scored. So a 1 goal lead again to send us to the Conference League quarterfinals. It's gonna be a 1-1 draw. So man, we barely beat Como 3-2. Okay, so I mean, in these sim games, Laser's doing good, man. Our captain Laser is doing good, but that was way too close versus Como. Conference League quarterfinals, it's gonna be us versus Copenhagen now. All right, so Copenhagen could be a little bit tricky, maybe a little bit. Quarterfinal first leg is going to be, bro, it's another 1-1 draw. Why aren't we dominating these games? Razor scored for us, but it's gonna be another tied scoreline. I don't understand how this team is not dominating these games. All right, though, second leg at home, we should win this, man. Send us to the Conference League semis, please, boys. Second leg is gonna be, oh my, on penalties, we barely beat Copenhagen. Razor scored and Blazer, but it took all the way to penalties to beat them. Oh, that would, bro, again, it's way too close. All right, so Conference League semis, closely been to a European final. We got Lille now. Definitely probably the best team we have faced so far, but there's still nothing compared to us, man, nothing. First leg is going to be, bro, it's another 1-1 draw. Razor scores, it's another 1-1 draw, though. Second leg to send us to a Conference League final. Scoreline is going to be, oh, bro, it's again just barely 3-2, 4-3 on aggregate. Razor, Laser, and Razor send us to a Conference League final. Bro, it's another just 1 goal difference, though. Hey, man, any case, made it to a final, so we got Villarreal in the final. It's definitely not been as dominant as I wanted, but you know what? They made it so far. They've done a good job this year. Okay, first, let's see other results, though. So in the championship, 99 overall FC are going to finish in first place again. All right, 119 points, man. 39 wins, 2 draws, 5 losses, goal difference of 68. That right there is promotion to the Premier League. Back-to-back promotions. FA Cup is going to go to Forest. Carabao Cup is going to go to United. So no cups this year, but a very important Conference League final to get us into the Europa League next year if we win. So this is very important. Let's see, man. The first European final for all these players. Conference League final is going to be 3-1. Laser, Razor, and Gazer win us our first European trophy. We'll take it, man. Obviously, the end goal is the Champions League, but that's a good first trophy in Europe. Stats, we got Tyztir 28-14, Laser 28-8, the captain, good job. Bob 10, still doing his thing, 24-6, still doing his thing. And we got 6 players in almost 7 players in double-digit scoring. That's a pretty balanced team right there, pretty balanced. Keeper has 5 assists, by the way, too. He's got 5 assists. That is interesting. All right, the man. In 4 years, this team has made it to the Premier League, already won a European trophy. So far, the schedule has gone to plan. If this team can win the Premier League and the Champions League in just the next 2 seasons, they will have completed this in the fastest way possible. And all right, so year 4 begins. So far in 4 years, we have 3 league titles, 2 domestic cups, 1 continental cup, and also 152 wins in 203 games. I would say so far a pretty good record. This season, we got Europa League, we got the Premier League, going up against now, the best teams in the country. And I got a feeling this team might dominate the Premier in their first year. I got a feeling. Season 4, I won a Premier League title and also a Europa League trophy. I guess, let's see. So midway point of season 4, we are going to be, okay, not in first, we're in fourth place. So first year playing against the best team in this country, we are 3 points of Arsenal in first, and we were right there with them, but we are in fourth. Not quite domination just yet. FA Cup, we're in round 3. Carabao Cup, we are going to be in the semifinals. Good. Okay, Carabao Cup semifinals again. That's good to see. Now Europa League, we are going to be sitting in 8th place. We made it to the round of 16. Or wait, no, Europa League play 8. Yes, we still have 2 games left, but all right. So it's been kind of like an okay first year in the Prem, an okay first year so far, the first 6 months. Stat-wise, bro, is it Bob? No, it's Laser, the captain, 1911. Good. On Razor, 18-7. Blazer, who's playing now apparently 8-6. He's playing now? Bro, where did Bob 10 go? Is Bob 10 not playing anymore? Okay, apparently Bob 10 just stopped playing. He has not played a game this season. I guess now the game is playing the right players. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, but all right. So, okay, middle point stats. Now on to the Europa League knockout stage. So Europa League round of 16, first round is going to be Dynamo Kiev. So, I mean, they're a team that could be tricky, but I feel like this team is, starting to really find their feet. All the right players are playing. I feel confident here. I feel confident. I mean, bro is a 9-9 overall team and he says he's feeling confident. Yeah, pretty confident. First leg is going to be 3-1 for us. Okay, Yazer, Razor, and also Stazer scored. Solid first leg to send us to the Europa League quarterfinals. This is going to be, okay, 2-2 draw, but 5-3 we go through. I mean, Yazer, Razor scored for us. All right, not the most dominant, but he gets the job done, so I'll take it. Europa League quarterfinals, it's now going to be 9 overall FC versus Olympiacos. Come on, boys. I want this European trophy. I also want a Prem title, man. First leg, quarterfinal is going to be another 3-1 win. Goals by Yazer, Taser, and also Blazer. And all right, second leg's 2-0, so 5-1 in aggregate. Laser and Blazer send us to the Europa League semis. Tell you, man, this team is starting to show what they can do, man. They're starting to really show their form. Starting to show who they are, the best team in the world. So Europa League semis, we got Villarreal, the team we beat last year in the Conference League final. So a rematch here. They know us, we know them. First leg away in Spain is going to be a 3-0 win. Blazer, Mazer, and also Blazer. That might be our ticket to the final already booked. So confirmation, final leg is going to be 2-1. It is 5-1 in aggregate. We are into a Europa League final, man. This team is disrupting like English football and also world football at this point. We got a Europa League final versus Feyenoord coming up next. And we claim our back-to-back European trophy. And also, yeah, confirmed Champions League for next season. Let's see, boys. We are going to, on penalties, beat Feyenoord in the Europa League final. Blazer scored in the game, but it's going to be a perfect shootout for us. 4 scores. Wazer saved 2 penalties, and we win the Europa League. So that is a Conference League Europa League trophy in back-to-back years. Hey, man, there's really just one more European trophy to get, that Champions League trophy. Next year, we're going for it, but let's see. What do we do in Season 4 in our first year in the Premier League? Season 4, 9-9 overall FC are going to finish as Premier League champions, bro. They've done it. 7 points of Arsenal, 9 points above Chelsea in third. Bro, that's crazy. This team has truly just like disrupted the entire country of England. All right, so I mean, hey, 4 years. We've won the league in every single year. That's insane. FA Cup is going to go to, okay, it also goes to us. That's the double. Carabao Cup, oh, it goes to us as well. That is the domestic treble. If you're in the Europa League, man, that's a quadruple. That's an insane season. All right, so it's taking this team a minute. It's taken a minute, but now they're really starting to show that they are just an absolute god squad. Laser 38-17, Razor 34-17, and Blazer 29-15. Bro, our front three scoring goals like that is insane. So honestly, I mean, so far there's been no surprises. Every year the team has done exactly what they needed to do. Maybe at times it wasn't as smooth, maybe a few hiccups, but so far they're on track to do this in the fastest way possible. So season 5, we're already the champions of England. Literally won every cup this year. All that's left for this team now is going to be the Champions League. Can they do it in their first year of asking? All right, man. So season 5, pretty simple. The goal is to win every trophy and win the Champions League, man. If we can do it in our first chance, that would be special. So once again, let's get to January. All right, so middle point of season 5, we are sitting first in the Prem. Okay, only a 4-point lead, but still first in the Prem. 15 wins, 1 draw, and 3 losses. Solid there. Community Shield is going to go to us. All right, already a trophies here. FA Cup, we are in round 3. Carabao Cup, we are going to be in the semifinals. So far looks good. Now for the Champions League though. League phase, we're in first with 6 games and 6 wins. For over time in this video, the team has just gotten better. It's funny. All right, man. So far, year 5 looks perfect. Stat wise, it's going to be Laser 20-6, Taser 17-8, Blazer 16-5. So once again, Laser, the captain of the team, he's doing good. It looks like we have 1 injury. Ray's up for I think another few weeks, but he's due back for the knockout stage. And in saying that, let's get there now. Let's get to the Champions League knockout stage. All right, so league phase, we actually lost 1 game, so we finished in 3rd. Interesting. We did lose 1. Still the round of 16. We're gonna have in the first round Atletico Madrid. Okay, so that's not an easy first one right there, man. That's actually pretty tough. Bro, the style of football that Simeone would play versus a team like this, it would literally be disgusting. All right, the first leg in Spain is going to be a 3-1 win. Stazer, Gazer actually scored 2. All right, man, solid start to take down Diego Simeone, second leg is going to be 2-2, but 5-3 we do go through. Gazer and also Yazer scored for us. All right, so into the Champions League quarterfinals now. Quarterfinals, we are now going to have Real Madrid. Man, they're not making this easy for us. Okay, so we're now facing the other side of Madrid. Definitely our toughest game yet in a knockout phase setting. All right, man, 9-9 overall FC versus Real Madrid. The ultimate test for these guys. First leg is going to be 2-1. Okay, a slim 2-1 win. Blazer, Mbappe, and also Razor, the goal scorers. Do we get by one of the most dominant teams in Champions League history? The answer is gonna be yes, 3-1. Man, okay, it flipped. I thought we lost that. No, it was a 1-0 win. Hazer scores, and all right, we beat Real Madrid 3-1, man. This team, we're getting close. We're getting very close here. So next, Champions League semis. It is us versus PSG. Man, we're getting a very tough road here. Very fitting for a team like us, though. Very fitting. So PSG semifinals, first leg. First leg's gonna be in Paris. First leg is gonna be a 4-2 win. Blazer, Razor, Taser, and also Razor scored. Come on, boys. Send us to this Champions League final. 2-goal lead at home. Second leg is going to be 1-0. So 5-2 versus PSG. Courtesy of Blazer. In season 5, we're in a Champions League final, man. The boys have done it in the fastest way possible. Bro, from League 2 to a Champions League final in 5 years, that is just madness. All right, though, did we win back-to-back Premier League titles? We are going to finish in first again. So yes, back-to-back Prem titles. Every chance this video, we have won a league title, man. Every single chance. That is dominance. Community Shield goes to us. 2 trophies. FA Cup. Okay, we don't win the FA Cup. That's kind of sad. Carabao Cup goes to us there. Okay, so that was still like a kind of a domestic trouble. Of course, missing the FA Cup. All right, though, Champions League final. So we're gonna watch this game. I'm not gonna play it because if I control this team, I'll win the game probably like 5-0. We're gonna watch this Champions League final in game. We're gonna see if these boys can do it themselves. All right, stats in year 5. It's gonna be Blazer 39-14, Laser 34-9, and then Taser 28-14. Bro, these scoring numbers, they just score so many goals. That's insane. All right, though, everyone's healthy. The team looks good, so we're at full strength. In 5 years, we have destroyed English football, and now they have a chance to become the best team in the world. Bro, seeing this team play, like seeing them play without me controlling them is gonna be very interesting, man. All 9-9 overall. They fit their roles the best. You know, I got the plus rolls, the sharpness. What is this team gonna look like actually in the gameplay on the field? We are about to find out. Arsenal versus 9 overall FC. Okay, I gotta fix camera. Boys, we just kicked it out though. Okay, that's not a good start. I don't like that we just kicked it out. Bro, how do I change the camera? I'm trying to change it, but I don't want this camera. I don't know how to change camera in tactical view. Okay, we'll live with it. Hey, Gazer steals the ball, boys. Let's go. Gazer plays it out to the left wing Razor. Come on, boys. Score this first goal quick. Good ball there. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, Stazer, the skills. It's disgusting. Oh, he should have shot it though. Bro, that first chance for us though. The boys look good. Header won by Razor over into Gazer. I'm like what I'm seeing here, boys. Come on, score this first goal though. Assert dominance. Gazer into Stazer, bro. Someone shoot. He's gonna hold it. Okay, he's patient. He's patient. Patience was almost too much there, actually. Okay, we don't get a shot there, but bro, first chance we look lively. Hazer, see you, buddy. Over into Laser. Laser out muscled. Okay, that's kind of surprising for a 9-9 striker, but hey, no one's perfect. Not quite. Laser. Gazer. Come on, boys. Laser. Laser. Come on, bro. Oh, Laser. Oh, actually, Blazer almost got to that. Bro, we are smothering them, though. We're smothering them. Gazer into Laser. Bro, someone get a clean shot off. I want to see our shot power and stuff. This ball should be like a rocket into the net. Gazer. Patience. Shielding the ball nicely. Yazer into Laser. Come on, boys. Find it. Gazer. Boys, someone get a shot off, though. Someone's got to shoot, though. Come on. Stazer. There we go. There we go. No, bro, they're so patient. Someone needs to be aggressive. Taser over. Oh, you had the pass there, man. Bro, they are moving this ball around so quick, though. Arsenal don't stand a chance here. Taser looking for a pass. Come on, boys. Yes. Yes. No, we lost it, bro. Come on. So much passing, bro. It's definitely a pep team. They think they're prime Barcelona. Okay, Arsenal have actually a rare chance to attack here. If they score their first chance, I'll be so mad. Okay, Dazer, that was kind of an awkward clearance, but he made it. Gyökeres over. Taser, our CDM, solid defending. Now the pass, though, was not the greatest. All right, offside. Now a chance for us to attack again. Stazer gets it over to Mazer. Mazer's going to play a very nice ball over to Razor. Everyone's name is so... Oh, no. Oh, no. Saka. Boys, get back. Come on. Don't let him score first here. Saka, he's got to pass over. Bro, he just ignored it. Chance to go over to Rice. They could have scored that, definitely. They might steal. Who is this lone guy? Okay, that's definitely a regen. Over. Eze doing work. Turns. And then Wazer makes the save. Bro, they could have scored the first goal of the game and they had a tap in at one point. That is scary. Header by Gabriel, and that's going to go wide. All right, so we have dominated the ball pretty much. We have no shots, so they have 2. We have no shots, boys. Someone needs to be aggressive here. If we lose this final, I'm going to be so sad. Someone find some aggression and score a goal. But they move this ball around so quick, though. The passing is amazing. Hey, Declan Rice, though. That's a good tackle. I don't like to see that. Why am I nervous they're going to beat us here? Why am I nervous, bro? This should be like 2-0 by now to us. Lund gets it over to Gyökeres. Swings it back to Zubimendi. Gyökeres, Rice, Zubimendi. I don't like this, bro. I don't like this. Oh, this passing is nice. He's going to get a shot over there. Wazer makes the save. Boys, come on, though. 58th minute. Come on. Razor. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Play it, play it. Oh, Tyztir found the pass beautifully. Come on, boys. Tyztir, it's your chance. There we go. First goal of the game goes to 99 overall FC. That play was beautiful right there. That pass and also the finish by Tyztir, man. Nice. All right, 1-0 in the 60, I think probably the 62nd minute. That shows, you know, when this team gets some aggressiveness in them, like they can score great goals quickly. 25 minutes remain. Eze into Gyökeres, swings it. Timber is going to find Saka. Good cross in. Gyökeres actually, Rice is there. The header is going to be saved. Also, he was offside, though. All right, that was a good chance for Arsenal. Good chance, but it's not going to amount to much. Yazer, what are you doing, brother? Bro, that's the worst pass I've ever seen. Cross comes in. Oh my, bro. Pazer. Okay, that clearance away. That was shaky. Arsenal, very close to equalize, man. Very close. Tyztir, come on, boys. Get this second and seal it. Tyztir. Great ball into Razor. Low driven shot. It's going to be 2-0 to 99 overall FC. I think the boys are doing the job, man. Are doing their job. And that finish was clean. That was so quick and that was clean. You know, actually watching them play has been kind of fun. Even Arsenal not played bad here, man. They played well, but I mean, they were always going to be up against it versus a team like this. Any team would be. Because we're looking now to make it 3. Tyztir gets it back to Tyztir. Razor has a pass back. Could have played a Pazer, but chooses instead to go to our CDM Tyztir. Pass there. Okay, that pass from Tyztir wasn't the best. 4 minutes left. Arsenal trying to find a consolation, but Tyztir says no. Chance for a third here. Can we get one more to put the cherry on top of this Champions League final? Razor, come on, boys, find it. Pass over. It's last chance. Tyztir. Bro, shoot. Someone shoot. Tyztir shot. Okay, that last shot was so tame. But 2-0 versus Arsenal. The boys have done it. From League 2 all the way to the Prem to the Champions League. These boys have done it in literally the fastest way possible. I thought there might be a hiccup along the way. You know, I thought we'd fail one season, but no. It wasn't quite like 100% dominance every single season, but every year was just a flat out success. So Premier League champions, Conference League winners, Europa League winners. Captain Laser is going to lift the Champions League trophy. You know, we've answered our question, how fast can a team like this win the Champions League, win the Premier League? The answer we get is just 5 seasons. That's it. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, of course. And also on screen is another video that you might like too. All right, so Lionel Messi is now the new owner of Spanish football club UE Cornellà. The news was just announced yesterday. And yeah, this might be Messi's future retirement plan back in Catalonia. So in today's video, I am putting Messi's new club into FC 26. I'm making Messi the owner, but also the manager. And we're going to try to make Messi's new club the greatest club in the world. And yes, in the process, making Messi the world's best football club owner. So we begin with season 1 of this Cornellà takeover. So Cornellà actually they play in the 5th division in Spain, so they don't play in the 2nd division, but currently in FC. As we know, we only have the 1st and 2nd division in the game, so we have thrown Cornellà into La Liga 2. That's gonna be our starting point for this takeover. Now it's kind of wild, bro. This news came out of nowhere, and Messi owns 100% of this club, 100%. So this is literally just his club now. Now I should mention too, Cornellà is not in the game, so they don't have the real players in the game. Sadly, not the real team. So what we've done is I've created them through the Creative Club system. So yeah, our starting squad is entirely generated. Now I'm pretty sure this is actually one of my first like low level rebuilds in Spain this year, so I don't know how difficult this is going to be, you know, going from La Liga 2 all the way to La Liga, trying to dethrone Barcelona, dethrone Real Madrid, eventually get to the Champions League. I don't know how difficult this is going to be, man. Could we truly one day overtake them, become the best club in Spain? I'm going to try my absolute best. So we start with a 3-star team, so pretty much average for La Liga 2. Not the worst, but definitely not the best here. We actually have some interesting players we're going to look at in a second. There's some interesting players, but first though, the budget for season 1 with Messi's takeover, our budget is going to be 17 million. So, you know, we're not broke. We're also not rich yet. It's a modest budget considering Messi's the owner. But okay, now let's take a look at our starting squad here. So best player on the team is going to be Pablo Valverde, who honestly kind of looks like Messi. He's got like the long, young Messi hairstyle. So a starting striker, 27 years old, 74 rated. Honestly, not terrible. He's got good shooting. We got center backs Garrido and also Medina. Medina is 6'7", bro. This dude is giant. He's going to be a force at the back for us, at least to start. We got a CDM Salinas here. We got Barrios in midfield. Also, Lino Sandoval. We got some solid players, and I feel like the squad, you know, it's kind of like mid-20s, late 20s, and everyone's kind of like around the 70s, at least the starters. On wingers, we got Gerardo and also Santana. And the keeper spot's probably the worst. We have Anwar Ibrahim. He's probably the worst player, but the rest of the team, I feel like we have a solid starting point for Cornellà. And yeah, I think since Messi's the coach, you know, we're going to play a 4-3-3 to keep that Barcelona-like flair in the team. We're not exactly like Barcelona 2.0, but I think Messi would like to play the 4-3-3. Probably the formation he had his most success in his career. So that means our current best team is Gerardo, Valverde, Santana, Sandoval, Salinas, Barrios in the midfield, Marchante, Medina, Garrido, Abeledo, and also Ibrahim in goal. On the bench, we have some players in the mid-60s. We would probably help too. So we got a solid starting squad, but we need some work in this first window. Left back, Marchante is not really good enough. And then Ibrahim also not good enough. So I think first window, we need a left back and also a new keeper. That should be our first two signings. Pretty much Messi's first two signings, owner and also manager. So for the keeper spot, what about Samuel Soares, the Portuguese keeper from Benfica, who's 23 years old, so he's young. I believe he has around 80 potential, so he can definitely grow in the in-career mode. It looks like he's a bit of a kicking specialist. But all right, 4.2 million. That's the price we get for him as Messi, you know, does his first transfer. Look at him negotiating with Mourinho, by the way. That's so funny. But okay, Suarez is the first signing of this rebuild. Messi's first official signing. I mean, there's a chance he can keep it for this team for a very long time. So Samuel, welcome to Cornea. All right, now let's go for our new starting left back. He plays in Argentina, so, you know, a little connection to Messi there. We're going to sign Mateo Del Blanco, the 21-year-old Argentinian left back who's 73 rated. He's got decent potential, I think. I mean, starting stats, 80 pace, 69 dribbling, 67 defending. He actually looks really good from the start. Bro, he's got insanely good stamina, so this guy's a hard worker for the team. Can we have to be careful here? We don't have that much money left, but we got some, so let's start with like 7.7. Let's see how good Messi's negotiating skills are. Okay, 7.8 plus a 2% selling clause. You know what? Bro, Messi might be cooking, not gonna lie. That's a good deal. 7.8 for a player that can grow. I will take that. And all right, so Mateo Del Blanco signs the contract. He wants to play for Messi. So year one, keeper spot sorted, left back spot sorted for now. Messi is officially cooking. Why is Messi so tall? That looks, bro, him tall looks weird. But yeah, the Messi era in Cornea has officially begun. All right, so let's get these two guys in. So left back sorted, keeper spot sorted. That's much better. That's much better. And okay, so that's gonna be our business for season one. Now, honestly, the team is solid, but I'm not sure what to expect in season one. I feel like we might be like a fringe, you know, playoff contender. I'm not sure if we're gonna get promotion though in year one. I would be very surprised if we go like straight up to La Liga. Bro, and Messi's first year as coach, first year as owner. That'd be insane. All right, so with that, we are now a 3.5-star team. So we are one of the better teams in the league actually now on paper. So there might be a chance or something. There might be a chance. Let's see, man. Season one, the first year of Messi's ownership and also his managerial control. Can he lead his club to promotion in just one season? And all right, so end of season one, let's see stats first. So, okay, apparently Mikel Santana, our right winger, he scored 21-13. He might be the star of this team, apparently. Along with Pablo Valverde, the guy that kind of looks like Messi, he scored 20 and 10 at striker. I mean, that's another good year from him. Gerardo at 14 and 5, Sandoval 8 and 5, Del Blanco 6 and 5. That's good to know. He grew +4. Okay, we're seeing some growth out of the players we signed. That's really good, man. Putting faith in young players, it looks like it's paid off. Now, the stats look good there. They look good. I'm not sure if those are like promotion stats, though. Bro, Samuel Soares went up +7? Wait. How did he go up +7? Bro, that is ridiculous. I'm leaving the development plans all in dynamic, but what? +7? Okay, let's see though. The growth looks good, the stats look good, but did Messi get Cornea promotion in just one season? Oh my, he did, bro. In second place on 85 points. Bro, I knew our club was like decent. We were probably a top 10 team, but I wasn't sure we were gonna get automatic promotion, man. I thought it'd be playoffs. We finished in second place though. Okay, Messi. That is surprising. Copa de España is gonna go to Barcelona. Hopefully one of those one day. Man, though, that is insane. All right, so year one, promotion to La Liga. It's just one season. That's all it takes. Bro, I can't believe the growth by Suarez, though. Suarez, whatever it is. Bro, 77 overall is insane. We signed him at 70. Okay, it looks like our right back has declined. He's declined all the way to 65, so that's not good. But everyone else, you know, 75, around 76. Not bad. Now, some of these players are kind of old, like Medina's 30, Gerardo's 30, so they're going to start dropping soon. So, you know, even though some of these guys are good, they're also going to drop soon. So that's kind of like the trade-off. All right, man, year one, we are going now to get a face-off against Real Madrid and also Barcelona. I mean, hey, that was almost a dream season one. All right, man, so year two begins. We are in La Liga. Now, the sad thing is instantly we're probably the worst team in the league, at least like top 3 worst. So I think now the challenge truly begins, man, to try to survive in this league, become a top 8 team, top 4 team, and then eventually, you know, be better than Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid. It's gonna be tough. But hey, man, Messi's had a great start. All right, budget for year two is going to be 31 million. Okay, that's a good amount, man. Pretty much double our last year's budget, so I will take that happily. All right, so I know we need a right back this year. What else though? And we need a right back. Honestly, everything else is okay, so we can kind of like choose a spot to strengthen. I feel like right back for sure. I mean, Garrido at 75. I'm not sure we need an attacker this year. I feel like maybe a right back and center back this year because, you know, Valverde did good last year. Santana did good. I'm thinking right back, center back, and maybe also midfielder if we can afford one. Maybe a mid. All right, so first let's go for our new starting right back. So for that spot, I'm looking at Adria Alti, currently playing for Deportivo at 25 years old, 73 rated, so he's a lot better than our current guy. They're in La Liga too, so I feel like it's, you know, a realistic signing. I think he's got like a little bit of potential, so he could grow maybe, but I'm not quite sure how much. But all right, they accept 5.2 million for Alti. I feel like that's a pretty good fee for us. And all right, so first signing year 2 for Messi is going to be a new right back in Alti. Okay, next let's go for our new starting center back. For that spot, it's another player that's back down in La Liga 2. It's actually Mika Marmal from Las Palmas. Now this guy has got potential, I know for sure. 25 years old, 5'11 in height. I got 84 pace to start, 75 defending. He looks really solid, man. A quick center back that's also not exactly weak. I would say fits our team perfectly. Now the issue is that his team doesn't want to negotiate. We have to pay the release clause, so that kind of sucks, but honestly he's got potential. He can grow, so I think it's worth it. So I'm gonna pay the 17.1. We're gonna pay it. We're gonna stomach the fee for now. So that is a new right back in, a new center back in, getting this team ready for our first season against, you know, the big teams in Spain. Now, I wanted one more signing, but it might be pretty close to our budget. It might be cutting it too close. It's a new midfielder, and you might have seen it. It's actually, it's Paul Pogba. I wouldn't mind a few years of Paul Pogba. He's 33 years old, so he's probably got like, what, maybe 1-2 years left at this level. I wouldn't mind a few years of Pogba, though. So apparently, we can get him for like 8.2 to 10.2. I'm not sure we have enough for it, but let's see. If we don't, then it's not the worst thing in the world. What if we give them our young midfielder here, Ander Dominguez, who doesn't look that good? What if I give you him, and then I do pretty much, you know, maybe like 4.5 million? What would Monaco say to that? Okay, they don't want that guy. Okay, maybe this might be a bit difficult, man. We might not have enough for Pogba. Maybe next year is an option, but he might be just a little too expensive. Pogba, I'm sorry, bro. I might come back for you next year. I might, but I'm sorry. So yeah, it's gonna be it, man. We only have 6 million left, so that's gonna be it for our business. So a center back, right back, both brought in. Both, I think, are some serious improvements. So Alti in there. We're gonna put Marmal in there as well. And all right, so I think the team is set for our first season in La Liga officially, man. All I want here too, man, all I want is just to avoid relegation, man. That's it. If we just survive this league, I'll be happy. I just don't want to get relegated. We're currently a 3.5-star team, so on par with probably the worst in the league. I'm not sure we are the worst. Probably close to, though. Probably close. So we are probably a relegation favorite, man. But after such a good season 1, I believe Messi can keep this team up. All right, so any of your stats, bro. The Messi lookalike has done it again, apparently. Valverde's got 20 and 3, Sandoval 19 and 7 from the midfield, by the way. That's kind of nuts. Santana 13 and 4, Gerardo 6 and 6, Del Blanco 5 and 3. Bro, Sandoval scoring 20 from the midfield's kind of nuts, actually. He grew plus 379. But man, the Messi lookalike, Pablo Valverde, apparently is the star of this team. So far, the most consistent player. Now, him scoring 20 actually makes me think we actually had a good season, because these stats don't look bad. Okay, first thing I'm seeing here is we're not in the bottom 6. So we have finished in the top 13 in Messi's first year in La Liga. Okay, this is going so far extremely well. Where do we finish though? Cornea are going to finish all the way in 5th. Bro, that is so much better than I expected. So much better on 65 points. So, okay, so we finished 4 points above 8th. So we easily could have finished 8th, but we get 5th place, man. That's Europa League. I cannot believe how good this is going to start. Messi truly might be the GOAT of players and also managers here, and owners, really. All right, though, so not close to Barcelona, Real Madrid. Yeah, we're about 20 points off them, but a 5th place finish. Copa de España goes to Real Madrid. Man, that is a really, really good season. Growth-wise, Del Blanco +4. Marmal, bro, a new signing +5. Our players are growing like nuts in this team. Santana's got +2. Bro, I think Messi is giving these players powers in terms of growing. Like, the growth is insane. It's so consistent. Alti +4 on your right back. I wasn't even sure if he could grow, but he grew +4. Bro, Messi is working his magic right now in Spain. In just 3 years, we're going to be a European team in the Europa League. I'm not gonna lie, Messi might have Real Madrid and Barcelona both shaking in their boots right now. All right, so year 3, we were in the Europa League, man. I can't believe it's been this good so far. Confirmation at the bottom, we are in the Europa League. All right, so this team is improving rapidly under Messi's ownership. We are now going to be a 4-star team, so we're getting a lot better. Not quite, you know, they're like Real Sociedad, probably, you know, the better teams in Spain, but we are inching closer and closer to Barcelona, Real Madrid. All right, budget for year 3 African Europa League is going to be 54 million. Bro, our budget's going up every year like so steadily. That is so good. So 54 million to work with. I mean, honestly, the team looks really good. Like Gerardo 78, Santana 80. I'm thinking year 3 replace our CDM Salinas. He looks like he's not growing that much anymore. And also I think Gerardo is 31, so I might buy a new left winger as well. So I think a CDM, probably a left wing, that's an improvement for year 3 we can make. If we hit on these 2 signings, man, we can maybe win the Europa League. This team so far has been amazing, and Messi is just sprinkling his magic on the team right now. Okay, so I have found a signing here that is going to be, I think, so clutch for us moving forward. First though, our new CDM, I'm gonna try to steal Marc Bernal from Barcelona. Hey man, Messi's got that pull. I feel like a Barca player might actually leave to go play for Messi's club. He's probably struggling to find game time, you know, with Pedri, De Jong, Dani Olmo, Gavi, Fermin. So I think there's a chance we can actually steal him away from Barcelona. Let's see, he's gonna be expensive, but I think, you know, a player like him for the future, it's definitely worth it. So let's start with 39.5. Let's try to get a best deal possible here, because we do have one more signing in mind. Okay, they want a 39.5 just plus a 5% sell-on clause. You know what, Barca, bro, take the 5%. That is an absolute deal for Marc Bernal, man. They truly don't want him anymore. Bro, thank you very much. Marc Bernal is signed up as our young new star in the midfield. Man, that's a really good signing. Probably our best signing so far. But now this other one is actually the clutch one. I don't know how this guy is a free agent, but it kind of makes sense actually. That player is going to be the left winger English player Marcus Rashford. So apparently real life Barcelona don't want to sign him, and you know, of course United don't really want him either. So in 2 years in this save, he's actually a free agent, and he's shown that he can play in Spain at a high level. So this would be so clutch as a free signing. Bro, give me Rashford for free. I will take him. Oh, we're doing it, man. We're doing it. Messi watched those that Rashford here at Barcelona very closely. He saw the potential in him. So when we learned we can sign him on a free contract to Cornea, that was a deal that we were simply not going to pass up. So Marcus Rashford, welcome to the team. For our first year playing European football, man, Rashford and Marc Bernal brought in. These are two players that are going to be so good for us. I wonder if we can actually win the Europa League. All right, the man Rashford and also Marc Bernal, man, welcome to the club. So Gerardo to the bench, Salinas to the bench as well. And bro, this team is looking nice. The bench improves, you know, the depth gets better. But Bernal and Rashford become some of our best players in the team. I think our team could seriously be a Europa League contender this year. So far, it's gone so well, man. I got high expectations for this team now. So that's going to be our two signings for year 3. Cornea are now going to be, where are we at? Okay, 4-star team. So still 4 stars, probably close to 4.5 stars. But every year has been amazing so far. Can Messi really keep this up? All right, so end of year 3 stats for Valverde. This guy keeps doing that. 30 years old now, 24-4 for our starting striker. Rashford 60-7. Okay, good year for Rashford too. We got Sandoval 10-4, Santana 7-11, Barrios 4-3, Alti had 8 assists. That's pretty good. Okay, the stats look decent. Nothing special, but they look decent. Now that makes me a little worried. Now growth wise, dude, bro, Del Blanco +3. He's been such a good signing. Honestly, growth wise, looks solid. Let's see. In year 3 of Messi's ownership, Cornea are going to finish in 10th. Okay, so that is 5 spots worse than the last year, and also like 15 points worse. Okay, so we actually had a tough year. It was like second season syndrome in La Liga, I think. Oh man, okay, that kind of sucks. So we had 14 losses. Yeah, we definitely weren't as good for some reason. All right, so Messi's second year La Liga was a lot tougher. Copa de España is gonna go to Girona. How do we do in the Europa League after a season like that? Oh man, we missed the playoff round by 1 spot. Bro, we finished on 8 points, tied with 3 other teams, but goal difference knocked us out. So we didn't even make the playoff round. It kind of felt like we got to Europe a bit too early, so I feel like that does make sense. I feel like we were probably like a year or two too early. So a 10th place finish and also a league phase exit in the Europa League. That's kind of sad. A setback, but nothing to panic about yet. Nothing to panic about. Team is still looking good. Everyone's almost 80 rated. Going forward, this team is still in a good spot. Just next year, we got to find a way to bounce back. All right, so season 4 begins. What is our budget? Our budget is going to be 28 million? Bro, that's like half last year's budget. Bro, Messi, where did the money go? 28.2. Oh, that's rough, man. I guess that's what we get for finishing in 10th place. Okay, so that is not a lot of money. Now, thankfully, I don't think our team need too much this season, like too much. I think front 3 looks good. Rashford's still good. Valverde's still good. Santana, although they are all 30 years old, man. Players getting older. Some players are approaching, you know, old ages, so that kind of sucks. I noticed that Suarez, after going +7 year 1, he didn't grow at all last year, so that's a little bit concerning, you know. Let's see. Is he like done growing? Has he like hit his potential this early? There's no way, right? He's gonna be 80 in 25 weeks. Okay, that he kind of, his growth is slowing down, man. That sucks. He started off so strong. Okay, I don't want to replace him just yet. I'll give him a couple years to see, but man, what do we need here in year 4 for about 30 million that could really improve this team? All right, so our budget this year, man, has given us an issue here because that's not a lot of money to buy a player that's actually impactful. So we're gonna go for just 1 player in season 3. Oh wait, no, season 4, and that's gonna be a center back. So Medina's 32, so I feel like he is gonna start dropping pretty soon. I feel like replacing him this year is probably the most important thing to do. So looking for a center back. Problem is we don't have much money, so we're gonna have to sign someone a bit older. So the options right now are Kim Min-jae and also Nordi Mukiele. Both are solid center backs, both of the improvements, although they're a bit old. I think Mukiele would be definitely affordable. I'm not sure about Kim Min-jae. He's my preferred option because he is better, but I'm not sure if we could actually afford him or not. Let's see. He'd be good for at least like 2 years, so he would be solid. Let's see. I'm gonna start with like 22.5. Messi, work your charm, brother. Work your charm on David Moyes. 32.5. Okay, it didn't work. Moyes is not moved by Messi's charm. 25 million, 25. Man, they want 30.6, bro. I think he's too expensive. The problem also is we don't really have anyone to sell. Like, I don't want to sell anyone, so we don't really have ways of making money too in the club right now, so it sucks. All right, man. Kim Min-jae, I think is too expensive. It's got to be Mukiele then. So let's see. Yeah, sadly, Kim Min-jae too expensive. Now Mukiele should be affordable. He should. A little bit younger too, so maybe that'll help. Let's start with like maybe 18 million. 18, and Sunderland are going to flat out accept that. See, okay, this guy was moved by Messi's charm. I guess just David Moyes wasn't. All right, so Mukiele signs contract, man. It's a lackluster signing, honestly, but it's the best we could do with the money. Just this year, man, money was tight. I think because of that, it's gonna lower our expectations for season 4 here. Considering only adding one player who's honestly probably going to drop an overall, I think goal in year 4 is to maybe try and finish better than last year. We finish top 9, I'll be happy. I'm not sure we can expect much more than that. So Mukiele into the team. I will swap Marmal and also Mukiele. So defense is improved. We got to hope that Mark Bernal carries the team. You know, Valverde continues to carry. We got to hope for like some players to really have special seasons, because if they don't, we might be in trouble. In year 4, can Messi's club Cornea bounce back? All right, man. So end of year 4, stats are going to be Rashford 14-3. Valverde only scored 10. He grew +3 at 31. He only scored 10 though. Okay, so honestly, these stats don't look good. Santana 19-7 or 9-7. Bernal scored 6, Sandoval 4-4. Oh, bro, these stats don't look that good. Okay, good news. We avoid the bottom 6. That's good. But in year 4, Cornea are going to finish in 10th place again. Less points, but 10th place again. Okay, you know what? Considering the money was bad, I feel like that's not a bad year, but oh man, I want a better. Hey, it's consistent though. It's consistent. We're establishing ourselves right now as a mid-table Spanish side. Still about like 30 points off Barcelona, Real Madrid. So we are far away from that. Copa de España goes to Real Madrid, and that's of course, you know, no European competitions for us. So man, with that 5th place finish was so good. We've fallen off since though. Growth wise, Del Blanco +2 is good. Bernal +4 is really good. Bro, even Rashford +3, he's reached a higher level, or almost he got back to his previous level. That's good to see. Sandoval +2, Santana +1, Valverde +3, like I said. Suarez went up +1, so that's good. But you know, that +7 year 1, once again, bro, that the first 2 years were like on steroids. Since then, we've been definitely humbled and brought back down to reality. Still though, man, our team is now pretty much all 80 rated, you know, low 80s. Defense looks solid. The attack looks good with Rashford growing. Barrios is definitely weak spot in midfield. That's got to change probably next year, but the team's not terrible. The problem right now is the money though. Messi, we need money. Hopefully year 5 we have a bigger budget, man. If we don't, we're gonna be stuck just being a mid-table team for years to come. All right, man. So budget for season 5 is going to be 38 million. Okay, more than last year at least, but still not back in the 50s. But you know what? 38, I'll take that. That's not too bad. All right, so we definitely need a midfielder. I know that for sure. Otherwise, the attack, you know, Santana 31, Valverde 31, they're getting older. I think Barrios still replacing him is priority number 1. I think honestly, maybe him, and then Suarez, if he's done growing, that's gonna suck. But we might need a new keeper too, man, because we can get a pretty good one for pretty cheap. Is Suarez growing? He is. Okay, he's growing again. He might get a little comeback here. We'll see. Okay, definitely a midfielder though, definitely. All right, so for this spot, we're looking for a player that's definitely, you know, an all-rounder, a box-to-box player. I might have found him. He might be like just barely affordable here. That player is the Scottish midfielder Lennon Miller, currently playing in Italy at Udinese. Now he might be once again barely affordable. He's 8 overall, 22 years old only. He would grow so much alongside Mark Bernal, good stamina. I mean, this guy's got like no weaknesses. He's an all-rounder. It's just, can we actually afford him right now? This would be clutch, but am I pushing it close, man? Let's see. Is there anyone I can offer in a swap deal? Anyone? I could maybe offer Barrios, you know, the guy that's aging. Yeah, let's do him. Let's do 8 million for him. And then if we do maybe like 30, what would Udinese say to that? Come on, Messi, work your charm. Work your charm. Messi's worked his charm, bro. That's clutch. 22 years old, 80 overall. He is going to be a midfielder in this team for years to come alongside Mark Bernal. Messi has worked his magic again. This could be the start of like the return of Cornea as a big team in Spain. Huge pickup. Now let's have a better season. All right, so Miller into the team. So team is pretty much all 80 rated. Oldest in the team is going to be Mukiele at 31. We also have Valverde 31 and Santana. So it's probably their few last years being in the team starting 11. Bro, like financially, this team needs right now a top 6 finish. To stay alive and stay afloat, we need a good season right now. Man, it feels like right now, year 5 is the most crucial year so far in Messi's reign as owner and also coach. With our 10 season limit for this video, man, this could make or break this entire video, this season right here. All right, so end of season 5 stats: Santana 22-7, Rashford 15-5, Valverde 10 goals again. Okay, Valverde has fallen off, I think, sadly, man. The Messi lookalike has fallen off. Lennon Miller 4 goals in his first year, grew +2. That's decent. Mukiele scored 3, Sandoval 3 and 4. All right, stats. I mean, they look okay, not too bad. I think we definitely need improvements next year. You know, Valverde is probably not going to be a starter anymore. We definitely need improvements badly. We need money though, so that means we need a higher finish than 10th. So season 5, man, come on, Messi, work your magic. Let's go slow. 10th is okay. Hold up. Oh, we finished top 8. Okay. That's an improvement. I'll take it. An improvement. In season 5, we're going to finish in a 6th place. I will take that happily, man. We're looking at the stats. I thought we finished in 10th again, honestly, because those stats didn't look that good. But okay, 6th place on 64 points. That right there is the season we needed. So Conference League for next year. That is big. Copa de España is going to go to, yeah, we're probably not going to win that when we got the big teams in there. But all right, so I will take that happily for year 5. Growth-wise, Del Blanco 88, Bernal 87, Rashford 85 still. Suarez +2. So he is growing still, although, you know, it's slower now for Suarez. All right, though, a 6th place finish should give us more money next year. And I feel like with that money, it's time to like really try to overhaul this team a bit more. I think we need a striker, a right winger, maybe a new center back too. We honestly need a lot. And all right, so season 6 budget, we are going. Please, Messi, please, we're gonna have 70 million. Okay, 70, I can work with that. It's nothing crazy, but that's much better, man. We're heading in the right direction for this club. Okay, yeah, we need a striker. I think Santana might be good for now for maybe one more year, but we need a striker. We need a new center back probably over Mukiele because he's 32. Let's start there. Okay, so we made a tough choice here to sell 2 players that have been vital for this club so far. We just simply had to do it for financial reasons. So Suarez and also Mukiele both have been let go. Suarez is a great servant. We sold him to Real Sociedad though for 37 million. Just whatever his value, I feel like he's not going to grow much more, so I lost faith in him. And then Mukiele is getting old, so I actually got a good deal getting him for selling him for 29 million. So now that's going to give us about, in the end, 126 million to work with. And I got a plan to pretty much spend every last penny of that. First, the Suarez replacement, I'm looking at David Raya. He's currently at Real Madrid, but he is getting older. They actually have a better keeper than him, so I feel like, you know, him being second choice, why not come over to play on Messi's choice's first team? And also come play for his boyhood club. Yeah, so David Raya actually played for Cornea as a youth player. He came in through the youth system, so he's been here before, man. He's one of the few players in football to have a connection to Cornea. You know, he's been through the club ranks. So I definitely want to bring him in for that reason. So 22.1, not bad here. 21 million for an 87 rated keeper. I would do that deal with Real Madrid. I'll do that. David Raya, man, he's coming home. He's coming home. So we now have an 87 rated keeper. That's going to be a huge improvement in that spot. Now let's go for our new starting striker. Now, honestly, this one was tough. I was looking for a player that made sense. And I feel like Dusan Vlahovic at Juventus, man, he was one player that makes sense. He's 30 years old, so he's not too old, but he's definitely better than Valverde 84. He's not dropping yet. For about like 40 million, that's kind of the best play we can get for that amount. He's usually good in FC, so I feel like I trust him, even though he's not the highest rated player. But let's offer like 41.5 to start. I feel like that's a decent offer. They are going to accept it. Okay, that's a deal, man. 9 million below his value. I will take that deal for Vlahovic. Bro, I'm just really trying to prevent us dropping back down and being like a top 10 team. I want to keep us in the top 6. Hopefully these players, man, hopefully they do it for us. We have one more signing to make. Next one's going to be a former Barcelona center back, and that is Ronald Araujo. Currently playing for Stade Rennais in France, but he's 84 overall, 31, kind of same as Vlahovic. For a player this overall is kind of the best we could do for this amount of money. I mean, that is if we even can afford him. If we can, he'd be clutch for this team. I'm hoping this is like barely just doable. I'm hoping. If not, I'm going to be very upset. Okay, let's do his value. Let's do his value, 34 million. Let's see what Stade Rennais say to that. They're going to walk away at 34 million. Oh man, is he too expensive? Really? Bro, there's no shot he's that expensive. There's no way. Okay, what if I offer him this time and maybe do like another 34 million, but offer that guy 35. Let's 35 plus him. Please accept it. Okay, 40 plus him. This might be doable actually. Okay, 38.5. This guy's like 33, so he's not going to grow anymore. Might as well cash in on him. Jorge Salinas, our former CDM, they are going to accept 38.5 plus him. I'll take that, man. Bro, the money issue in this team also with us, you know, barely struggling to be a top 6 team. It's been hard. We had to sign players that are a bit older this season, but I think Vlahovic, Araujo, Raya, they're players that could help us. So Araujo is going to be signed up to Cornea. Could this be the first year we actually finish top 4? Maybe have a chance to win the Conference League. Bro, I am desperately hoping it's time. I'm hoping. All right, so Medina goes to the bench. Diaz goes to the bench. Raya's in there. And also Valverde becomes backup and Vlahovic becomes the starter. I mean, I feel like this team is definitely a team that could finish top 4. I mean, Blanco's 88, Bernal 87. Those two are kind of like the young leaders of the team. Those improvements are big, but are they big enough? There's only one way to find out, man. I'm scared. Last year, a 6th place finish. What can we do now in season 6? All right, man. So end of year 6 stats. We're going to see Rashford 25 and 10 from Rashford. Okay, that's pretty good. Santana is still doing it 19 and 10. Vlahovic 17 in his first year. That's not too bad. Lennon Miller 9 and 6. Good. Sandoval in 7. Honestly, the stats, that's promising. That looks good. Let's see though. In year 6, Messi and Cornea are going to finish in 5th place. Oh man, bro, we missed out on the top 4 by literally 1 goal basically. Oh man, okay, 5th place. You know what? That's still good though. That's actually really good. If we're now solidifying ourselves as like a top 6 team, that's the path to maybe challenge Barcelona or Madrid one day. That's the path for it. So 5th place, it's not Champions League sadly, but I'll take that. We're going the right direction again. Copa de España is going to Real Sociedad. Now for the Europa League. I think we're actually in the Europa League this year. Yeah. Okay, so second chance in the Europa League in this video. We finish in 2nd place, 6 wins, 2 draws. That's much better. Come on, boys, do something. We actually get Champions League if we win this, bro. Come on. That means round of 16, we are going to beat Galatasaray 5-1. Quarterfinals, we are going to, no, we're going to lose to Lille 5-3. Oh man, I believe for a second there, I had belief. Juventus win the Europa League. I had belief there for a second, bro. I mean, you know what? 5th place, what is that? A Europa League quarterfinal exit. That's probably our best season yet in this video. Growth wise, bro. Del Blanco, we signed him in season 1, I think. He's 90 overall, bro. He's grown so much. Bernal 88, Raya 87 stayed good. Araujo +1, Sandoval been here since day 1, and OG +1 85. It worries me because the team team is not exactly young, but the players are still good and they're still growing. Like Rashford's 33, but he's played so good that his overall has stayed. I'm not sure how much longer it's gonna be like that though. So year 6, we're gonna have what? We're gonna have like 4 years left at this point of our 10 season limit. So the clock is ticking right now for us to win the Champions League, maybe win La Liga. But right now, we are heading in the right direction. We are. All right, so year 7 begins. Let's see confirmation first. We're in the Europa League, right? Europa League. We are going to be in, yes, the Europa League. Budget is going to be 81 million. Okay, 81. I wish it was higher, but it's not bad. Okay, I think Vlahovic is good for another year. Santana is not dropping. Man, Rashford, Santana, they're so old, though. That's the issue. I want to replace them, but they're still playing good. I think midfield's fine for now. Miller and Bernal and Sandoval are fine. Back 4 is not too bad, although Marmal and also Alati are getting older. I think we're going to sign a new right winger this year for sure. Honestly, it might have to be a right winger and left winger. Might have to. Let's see what I can find. Okay, so I should plans. I'm going to give Rashford a chance to maybe play for one more year in the starting lineup because I feel like I can't replace both wingers in one season. So I'm going to buy a new right winger for sure. And I'm also going to buy a new center back. I feel like defense needs to be reinforced. Like the attack so far looks good. So a right wing and a center back is what we're targeting in season 7. For the right wing spot, I'm looking at Noni Madueke from Arsenal now. It's kind of a weird shout, but he's 29 years old, 84 overall, so he's not too old. He's within budget and he would be an upgrade over Santana, you know, for the future, next few years, definitely. Problem is he's a little expensive. Let's see. I'm going to offer, let's do 47.5 to start. Let's try and lowball them. Messi, work your magic. Hey, 51. Hold up. 51. Make it 49.5 is value, and I will take that. Okay, 50.7. We'll take that. We'll take that. I can do that, man. I can do that. It's not what I wanted, but could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse for an 84 rated player who's 29 in his prime. So Madueke signs contract. That is our new starting right winger, I think, or at least he'll battle it out against Santana and Rashford for the starting spot this season. Now for the center back. I have found a 34-year-old 87 rated Ruben Dias in the free agents. Now this could be so clutch. I know he's old, but man, he's 87 rated. He's way better than Araujo. He would provide more cover. We'd have to pretty much spend the rest of our budget on his wages, but bro, him at 87 rated, man, I think it's worth it. And all right, man, Ruben Dias, he signs the contract. He wants to come play for Messi. It's a gamble because he might drop an overall really quickly, but right now I'm trying to keep us afloat as like a top 6 team, you know, so that we don't drop, because if we drop, the money is going to dry up in this club. So I'm trying to keep us towards the top just so we get more money into the club. A player like Dias will do that for us, I think. So year 2, the signings are Madueke and also Ruben Dias. So yeah, Ruben Dias definitely going to start over, probably over Araujo, and then Madueke starts over Santana. All right, man, year 7, that is the team. Bro, we need to get Champions League, whether it's by winning the Europa League or finishing top 4. We need to get Champions League football. That'll give us so much more money to work with. And also, man, we're now a 5-star team. This season is crucial, man. We got to get Champions League for next year. We have to. All right, man. So end of year 7 stats. Rashford, 32 and 6. Bro, I almost replaced him. Bro, he's still growing, by the way, too. We went +2 at 34 years old. What is that? Vlahovic, 23 and 6. Better than last year. That's good to see. Madueke, 11 and 3. Miller, +3 also, 10 and 5. That's good. Santana, 8 and 5. Blanco, 6 and 9. Sandoval, 6 and 14. Bro, I can't believe Rashford, though. He's doing so good. He was signed as a free agent. Bro, that is so clutch. Season 7. Where do Messi's club finish? In 4th place. Oh, man. Bro, just barely. 4 points of Atletico Madrid. We get top 4. We get Champions League, I think. And hey, man, we only finished 8 points off Real Madrid. We're getting closer. That gap is closing. 4th place. Yes, bro. That is what we needed right now. That's what we needed. Copa de España goes to Atletico Madrid. Okay, now for the Europa League. Bro, we finished in first. Bro, we went 8-0. We went 8-0 in the league phase. Okay, hold up. Are we the favorites here? Luckily, I don't think we need to win this to get Champions League, and we already got it, so that's good. But let's see. Round of 16 is going to be a 5-1 win versus Fiorentina. Quarterfinals is going to be a 3-1 win versus Feyenoord. Are we in a Europa League final? The answer is going to be yes. 6-2 versus Sporting. Has Messi won his first trophy as owner and coach of Cornellà? The answer is going to be yes. 3-1 over Union Saint something. It's going to be a Europa League trophy in season 7. Oh man, we gambled on a few signings there. Gambled and it paid out beautifully. A Europa League trophy, a top 4 finish. We're going to be in the Champions League next year. Bro, that is so clutch. That is exactly when we needed it. Now, I saw some growth here. So De Blanco's 91, Bernal's 89. Sandoval went +4 to 89. That's an original player right there. He has grown like crazy in this video. Raya even went +2 at 36 years old. He's growing. Marmal +4. And Madueke went +1. Diaz went -2. So that kind of sucks. But I think he still was a big reason why we probably won the Europa League. So even though it was a gamble, I think it worked out for us. So a 5-star team. We're in the Champions League now. We should have a lot more money to work with. We might not be too far away from actually challenging Real Madrid and Barcelona, and maybe for the Champions League too. Man, that was so clutch. All right, though. Season 8. So we only have 3 years left here. Budget for season 8. Oh, 98 million. Okay, I thought we'd have maybe in the hundreds. All right, 98 million. It's not terrible, but man, I would need Messi. I need more than this. Oh, okay, so 98 million. Araujo's actually 86. So Araujo's probably the starter now over Diaz. So, I mean, Araujo, is he going to drop too much? He might not. He might be good enough for this year. And there's not many weaklings. Like, I like the way the team looks. Rashford somehow is still staying his overall 2. And what do I do with this 98 million, man? This is another crucial year for this team's future. So we overall are going to be what? We're an 85, 83, 84 team. So the midfield's a little weak with, I guess, you know, the backups. Man, I don't know what to do here. I really don't know what to do. Do I sign like 2 or 3 players from the bench? Do I sign 1 player of the starting 11 that's like maybe 88 plus? I'm not sure what to do here, man. All right, man, bro, this season is so tough. I really don't know what to do. So what we're going to do, what I've decided is we're going to sign a backup mid to reinforce the bench. And then I am going to sign a new striker. I feel like Vlahovic, man, he's been good, but he needs competition, and also he's getting older. So first, let's go for the midfield reinforcement. That player is going to be the veteran Ezekiel Palacios from Leverkusen. Now he's old, but he's going to be good for the bench for at least, you know, 1 to 2 years. For about like 24 million, that's definitely worth it. So for 21 million, that is going to be the bench reinforced. Now for the tricky one. We've got 2 options. One that we could probably afford, I think, barely with money. The other would have to involve a swap deal. The swap deal would involve Hugo Ekitike, currently playing for Dortmund. Now he is the first choice, but I'm not sure we can even afford him. Let's check first. Let's check. He would be, you know, he'd be amazing, obviously. Now, what if I sent Vlahovic to Dortmund? Would that be risky? What if I did that? What if I gave them Vlahovic? I think that's the one player I'm willing to give up right now. Oh man, it'd be risky, but we're gonna try it. It's the only way we can afford him. So if we do Vlahovic plus like maybe 25, what would Dortmund say to that? We would get a player that's younger, that's better. Oh, 47. Okay, it's possible, but it is expensive. Okay, let's get it down to like 35 plus Vlahovic, and they want 41. I'm doing it. We're doing it, man. I'm making the call. Ekitike is coming to Cornea to play under Messi. For the last like 3 years of this video, he's going to future-proof that striker spot. I would say totally worth it. We also have money left over for one more signing too, so it's clutch. Vlahovic, a good servant to the club for 2 years, I think, but Ekitike, man, is brought in. That is a big call and a big pivot, but I hope it'll work out for us, man. Oh man, okay, now I gotta find one more signing for about like 30 million. Probably a signing to reinforce the bench still. Okay, let's go for a very simple backup. So Alvaro Nunez, currently playing for Celta Vigo, we can play right back, center mid. You know, for our team that lacks depth, that's a perfect player that can play multiple spots. And also at 14, 18 million, that is very affordable. All right, so Nunez brought into the club as a backup. I'm excited, man. Ekitike is a huge improvement. I think he's going to be so good for us in our first year in the Champions League. I'm feeling optimistic despite our team still being on the older side. I'm feeling optimistic. So Palacios, Nunez brought in to reinforce our bench here. And then Ekitike up top. That's our team for season 8. First year in the Champions League. What can this team do, man? I mean, 5 stars, almost 86 across the board. Is it this team's time to win big trophies? There's only one way to find out. All right, though, let's see. So end of season 8, we're gonna go through the league standings first. So Cornea are going to finish in, bro, 9th place. There's no shot we just finished in 9th. Bro, after a 4th place finish, we finish on 15 less points and we're all the way down in 9th. I can't believe it. Oh, bro, that is devastating. Bro, we're like almost 30 points off Real Madrid. That's insane. Oh, okay, let's see what else. Copa de España is gonna go to Real Madrid. Now let's have his Champions League. If we finished in 9th, what do we do in the Champions League, bro? We probably got knocked down in the league phase. Okay, hold up, 10th place. That's not bad. We've finished only 1 spot below Real Madrid. That's actually pretty good. It is playoff round though. Let's see, playoff round. It's gonna be Cornea 4-2 versus Bilbao. Okay, we get through that. Round of 16. We are going to beat Monaco 6-0? Bro, 6-0? We're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League in season 8. I'm scared. Quarterfinals. We are going to beat Leipzig 5-3. Bro, we are in the Champions League semis versus either PSG, AC Milan, or Liverpool. Messi, can you work your magic here? Semifinals, it is gonna be just barely a 2-1 win versus PSG. I can't believe it. We're in a Champions League final. I cannot believe it. Versus Milan. What has happened here? So a 9th place finish and also a Champions League final. What? I'm not gonna question it too much. I'll take it. So stat-wise, it's gonna be Ekitike 26-6 in his first year. That's good. Rashford, bro, still doing it at 35 years old, 23-8. Even Madueke 21-3, man. The front 3 look good this year. Santana off the bench 8-2, Bernal 6-2, Sandoval 5 and 17. This guy's been like one of the unsung heroes. One of the only OG players, I think the only actually OG player left in the team that's starting 11. Bro, I can't believe it. Let's see growth wise. Del Blanco is 92, Sandoval 91, Bernal 90, TK 90. I guess when you look at our team, it does make sense. Like the players are high rated. Lennon Miller 87. It definitely shows that our team is good, but the depth is horrible throughout a whole entire season. But just in those knockout games, like this team truly got the job done to get us to a Champions League final. All right, so we're fully healthy. No one is suspended. We got the legend Valverde still on the bench, the legend. But it's now time for a Champions League final for Messi and Cornea. So facing AC Milan, let's see what kind of team they have. I believe in what year is it? 2033, I think. So AC Milan, they're gonna have Pulisic still. They got Ibrahimovic's son. Okay, Rabiot, Fofana, still Maignan there. That's kind of funny. Still Maignan. They got Trent. Okay, interesting team, but our team is a lot better on paper, I think. Yeah, we are a 5-star team, 86, 87, 85, much better than this team. Bro, Messi has a great chance to become the best club owner and also the best coach in the world right now. Let's see, man. At Old Trafford, Messi's first ever Champions League final as club owner. Brought Cornea all the way from La Liga 2 to here. It's been kind of a weird journey. A lot of old players brought in, but you know what? It's worked out. All we need is one more win, man. All we need is one more win. But Rashford's been so impressive in this video. I really thought he might be like a one-season signing, but he has been so good. He's like truly built for the Spanish game, as we almost just scored in 3 minutes. That would have been nice. All right, corner in by Madueke. Cross sent in, looks good. Okay, it's gonna fall, it's gonna be cleared. Good start though, good start. Mark Bernal is gonna get it to Araujo. Patience, Bernal into Madueke, over to Ekitike. Patience again, we're gonna get another corner out of that. All right, Marcus swings in the corner. Araujo was there for it. Araujo was there for it! Oh, what a good header attempt. It goes off the crossbar back to Maignan though. Man, that is so lucky for Milan here. Bro, this first 10 minutes, we are all over them. We are all over them. Araujo, Rashford, through to Del Blanco, the best player in the team, who's like 93 rated. He scores the first goal of the Champions League final. The boy we signed from Argentina, bro, he has been so good all these years, through these 8 seasons. He's the best player in the team, the best left back in the world at this point. All right, man, good start here. 1-0 in 12 minutes. Bro, I'm feeling confident right now. We are just literally swarming them. Rashford is like 36 years old, still doing it. Ekitike turns over again, over again. Noni Madueke is gonna score, and he makes it 2-0 to Cornea. Bro, our team might be just too good for Milan. They might be too good. Just the offense. Rashford, Ekitike to Lennon Miller, back to Madueke, just cutting them apart. Messi's cooking. Messi's cooking. Sandoval, Mark Bernal, let's keep it up. Mark Bernal, that touch is beautifully done. Sandoval tries to find Lennon Miller, but he wasn't running up for it. But man, Bernal, that dribbling was nice. They don't focus up, man. They're in trouble right now. They're in trouble. This might get ugly for Milan. It might. And that chance here. Trent gets it over. Musa might have a pass. It doesn't go for the pass, but it's going to be a pass back there. Bernal makes the block, and we make it out of it, man. That was good defending. It was desperate to work. Now Ekitike, play it into the old man. Marcus Rashford has been the clutch, another unsung hero of this video. And it's 3-0 to Cornea. Bro, this is destruction. 3-0 in 35 minutes. Bro, they didn't stand a chance here. They literally did not stand a chance. Yeah, this might get ugly. TK to Rashford. Gonna hold this. Like TK's in now. He's gonna go for something special. That was unfortunately cleared. Oh no, that's a good ball. Into, bro, can Kunku still there? It's 8 years in? Bro, that's why they're bad. They have so many players that should have moved on. Like Maignan and Kunku, they can't be high overall at this point, man. They can't. Oh my. Bro, Madueke just stole that. What are they doing? Madueke, Ekitike, are you one side? He might be just off. Is he off? Oh, he was just offside, I think. All right, the last chance first half. Lennon Miller is going to get it to Ekitike this time. Onside, nope. Okay, De Winter steps up. Bro, what a first half, though. It's 3-0. Bro, this team feels amazing on the field. Like, it feels amazing. Varela gets it over into Komoto. Looking dangerous here. That's back. Good pass there. Varela shot. Okay, right when I said that, bro. The Tyztir jinx always happens. It's taken us this long, but it finally happened. Okay, 3-1. Milan do score. Get a little footing in this game a little bit. Hopefully not too much. Madueke is gonna cross this. What a cross, bro. That was beautiful. Header, win that. Goes to someone. Nope, it goes back to Tamori. Okay, let's make sure this does not turn to a comeback, bro. If they come back, I'm gonna be so mad. We were so dominant in that first half. Win that. Oh my, bro, what just happened there, ref? Are you kidding me? That's a foul? Bro, what just happened? Bro, Alti just got like destroyed. Mark Bernal into Lennon Miller. Ekitike holding it. Lennon Miller actually goes all the way to Madueke. Rashford, far post. It's going to be a corner. Rashford, corner in. Looks good. Araujo this time gets to it again, but it's going to fall to Maignan. Come on, boys. 30 minutes here. 30 minutes. Tackle made. They're nice. If we score another one, it might be game, man. It might be game. Rashford, Ekitike. Oh, okay, that was too predictable. They're still hanging in here, man. They're still alive. Varela turns. Really good turn. Bro, he is showing some pace. Now, that is Del Blanco with the tackle. Oh, no, also a foul. Bro, am I about to bottle this? Free kick for Milan. It's going to be Trent. David Raya, the boyhood Cornea player, makes the save. Beautiful to see. And then clearance is made by Del Blanco. Nice. Chance still not dead. Jashari in a good spot. Araujo's tracking. Over to Komoto. We're there, though. We're there. Miller. Solid work. Come on, boys. Get one more. Get one more to steal this. Rashford this time is going to cut inside. Is going to try to play a great ball to TK. Oh, he took a chest touch, man. Was it handball? On who? Oh, was he offside? I don't even know, man. It might have been offside. Okay, second half for us has been sloppy, man. The first half was so good. This has been sloppy. Dildo, 2-goal lead, 15 minutes. We're fine. We are in a strong position. Musa, crossover. That is Alti with a great clearance out. Madueke is going to find Rashford. What a ball, Madueke. Now Rashford is gonna play it to Ekatike. Oh, that would have been beautiful, bro. You gotta be kidding me. The crossfield passing was disgusting. 2 minutes, last chance for me for AC Milan to score here. Ibra, his son gets through. Araujo, though, gets it out. Messi's club has done it. Cornea have won the Champions League. Oh, I could have scored another one there. Actually, Sandoval last shot. I could have scored a fourth, but you know what? We'll take the 3-1 win. Messi buys Cornea, becomes the owner, becomes also the coach, and in 8 years, he wins this club a Champions League trophy. Kind of a wild path to get here. A lot of players in and out, but you know what? We got it done. The sad thing is, we didn't dethrone Barcelona, Madrid, and Spain in La Liga specifically. It kind of sucks, but bro, they're just so hard to dethrone. They got so much money, so much depth. We couldn't do that, but we do win the Champions League, so I guess I'll call that a success. All right, the center back is Marmal, is the chosen captain, I guess. He gets to lift the Champions League trophy. I wonder if one day we'll see Messi's club, one day getting to this height. It probably will take, obviously, maybe like 20 years, 25 years in real life, but there might be a chance, man. There might be a chance. I feel like Messi will do good with his club. But all right, if you enjoyed this video, drop a like. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching, of course. And also on screen is another video that you might like too. All right, so growing up, it was always one of my dreams to become a professional athlete. But yeah, that never quite worked out for me. So to make up for it, today I'm becoming a professional footballer in FC 26, and I'm gonna be playing out my career. So I start as a 58 rated striker, playing for my local team, the San Jose Earthquakes, and my goal is to become the best player in the world by winning a Ballon d'Or. Every season though, we're gonna spin our player career wheel, and yeah, this wheel can help us on our journey, but also it can hurt us. All right, though, season 1 begins. So you'd think a 27-year-old striker who's 58 rated, he's probably done for. We're starting our career so late, you probably think, he's not gonna amount to much. But hey, man, it's never too late to start something. And just as our kid says in the bottom there, it says, never say die. We're gonna try to make something happen today. So we're currently 27. That is my real age. Actually, I'm 28. Yeah, in our stream, I said my age, and you guys would call me Unk, so apparently I'm Unk. But yeah, we're starting to play at 27 now. I'm gonna try to play till I'm like 37. So I'm thinking like 10 seasons-ish. So really, can a 58 rated striker in 10 years go all the way to becoming a Ballon d'Or winner? That is what we're gonna try to find out. So obviously 1-star skills, because I suck at skills. We got 4-star weak foot. We got 64 pace, 56 shooting, 55 passing, 58 dribbling, and also 59 physical. So pretty standard, like bad stats all around. Yeah, our guy's gonna need a lot of development to reach the heights we want in this video. So he's gonna grow by himself, like naturally through dynamic potential. And yeah, also we're gonna need some help from the wheel here at some point. Hopefully some help and not some bad luck, because there's things on here that really could be game changers for us. All right, though, so season 1 in the MLS, playing for one of the, middle to worst teams in the entire league. So I'm not sure we're going to win silverware in season 1, but hopefully my guy just improves. The goal in year 1 is to get playing time, start developing a little bit if we can. And then, yeah, we pretty much go from there. We're starting so late, man. I'm not sure it's going to work out for us, but we're going to try our best. So before we get started here, we have our first wheel spin for season 1. So a little preview, there's things here. There's like sign for recommended team, sign for random team. There's +10 potential, all kinds of stuff, probably headlined by the best one is probably potential to 99. If we get that in this video, man, my guy's gonna win a Ballon d'Or confirmed. You know what? Change plans. I want to spend my first year at the Earthquakes, so our first wheel spin is going to be to start season 2. I don't want the wheel to affect my first season, so playing for Earthquakes, we're pretty much, middle to bottom tier in the team. Yeah, we're the 3rd worst player in the team, so I might, do some things, might pay the coach to actually play me a bit, so we're going to play games still. But yeah, 58 rated, I'm not sure what this first season is going to entail for us, so I guess let's find out. And okay, so end of season 1, we finish in 14th in West Conference, so that is the 2nd worst team in our conference. Now, there's no surprise there. Our team is not very good. And also, yeah, they're playing a 58 rated striker, so what do you expect? So team-wise, a very poor first season. Stat-wise, okay, hold up, 11 goals and 3 assists. You know what? For a 28-year-old that just started playing football, actually, that's not bad. 11 goals in our first year. We grew +1, 58, 59. So we only go +1. I kind of want more growth than that, man. Just a tiny little +1 for Tyztir, though. All right, this season's about experience, so I like the goals we scored. It's about experience. We're barely getting our feet wet. So now it's gonna be time for season 2 in our actual first wheel spin. Now, I should also mention, if we don't land on anything that's team focused, like team oriented, then I can pretty much choose whether to stay or leave my current team. We're gonna go with that. So, okay, season 2, the first wheel spin. What do we get? I am going to get plus 20 shooting. Stay, please stay. I need it, coach. Yes, plus 20 shooting. Okay, bro, for our first thing to get, that's actually really good. I don't know why I said coach, like the coach to do something. Like I was crying out to my coach. But all right, so our shooting is gonna go from 57 now all the way to 77. So for a striker, man, that's a perfect upgrade. We're now plus 8 to 66 rated. Yeah, that was clutch. So we now have, we have 79 finishing, 81 long shots, and also 82 shot power. For our first wheel spin, I'm not mad, bro. That's a really good one to get, actually. All right, though, so like I said, since we didn't fall anything like team-wise, I can now choose whether to stay on the Earthquakes for another year or sign for a new team. That now is up to me. And okay, so my agent's actually recommending 5 teams here: Hertha Berlin, Karlsruhe here, we got Metz, Cercle Bruges, and also Galway United. I feel like, you know, probably the sooner we get to Europe, the faster my guys gonna develop. So I feel like it's probably time for a move already in year 2. So the team I've chosen is going to be Hertha Berlin. So they're playing in the second Bundesliga, and they're putting faith in a 28-year-old rookie, basically. I mean, that's an absolute gamble, but okay. So we're going from MLS to the Bundesliga 2. I feel like it's a solid jump for our current rating. Season 2, we are going to Germany. All right, so since the MLS, you know, their season is actually different than Europe, we actually joined Hertha Berlin in January. So we joined them mid-season. So currently Hertha Berlin are in 4th place, you know, fighting for promotion. That's good. We can try our best to help them get to the Bundesliga. Now in this team, we are currently going to be, we're probably going to be, probably towards the bottom in terms of best players. Not as bad as Center Earthquakes. We're like probably like the 6th worst player in the team. But hey, we got great shooting now, so I'm expecting more goals scored. You know what? This is kind of like still season 1. I just realized that. I'm going to count this as still the first year because we're still in the same calendar year, I think. So yeah, I'm going to count this as kind of like an extended season 1. But okay, let's see if I can help Hertha Berlin maybe get promotion. Can I even play in the German 2nd division? So the actual end of season 1 with Hertha Berlin, we are going to finish in, okay, 8th place. That's not promotion. That's nowhere even close to it. So 51 points we finish on. So that was 10 points off second. I mean, that was somewhat close. So we are lower than when we joined. So that's a little concerning for us. 8th place. Okay, let's see my stats. So 8th place finish. We scored only 4 goals in 17 appearances. Okay, that's not terrible, but it's not good. We didn't grow at all. We stayed at 66. So I don't know how I feel about that, but all right. So first 6 months in Germany, we're still adjusting. Only 4 goals scored. We're adjusting though. I think if we get the chance to, I'd love to stay here for another year because I do feel like this level is kind of good for my guys' current rating. So first 6 months in Germany, season 1 complete now officially. Currently have 14 goals and 52 appearances. What does season 2 have in store for me? I guess let's find out. So wheel spin for the actual season 2. We are going to get plus 10 physical stats. Okay, another plus 10. You know, another good one, not a bad one. I'll take it. So that means season 2, we're staying at Hertha Berlin, and our physical stats are going to go from 59 to now 69. And we go plus 1 to 67. So, I mean, I'll take it. It's not a bad upgrade for a striker, so I'm cool with it. So that means our strength is now 70, stamina 77, and jumping up to 72. So we're a lot stronger now. That might help us adjust to the European game, so I'm cool with that. So let's see. Our first full year playing in Europe. Still one of the worst players in the team. But what can we do in our first full season playing in Hertha Berlin? So end of season 2 with Hertha Berlin, we are going to finish all the way in 3rd place. Okay, that's much better than last year. So 3rd place finish. I will take that. So that means we're in the promotion playoffs, right? I think it is, right? So it's a relegation playoffs. We are facing, so we're facing Werder Bremen. So they finished, they must finish bottom of the Bundesliga. So we got a chance to send Hertha Berlin to the Bundesliga in year 2. And that would be incredible. Okay, let's see my stats currently. So we're going to have 16 goals, top scorer of the club. Okay, that's better. It's nothing like amazing yet, but that's better. 16 goals, 3 assists in 39 games. And we only grew, I think we actually didn't grow that much at all, sadly. We're still 6-7 rated. So that's kind of sad, but with those stats, I'm thinking that might improve our potential for next year, and that might help our growth a little bit. But okay, let's see if we can get Hertha Berlin promoted. Let's see. So leg one's going to be away, starting at striker. This game is going to be a 1-0 defeat. Okay, that's not good, but we're not dead yet. We're still in this. Bro, I'm getting slandered in the media. It says rather unsatisfying display from Tyztir in match against Werder Bremen. I'm getting slandered by the media. Bro, I just started playing football like 2 years ago. Give me a break. Second leg, a goal down. Can I make a comeback? It's going to be, no, we're going to lose 2-1, 3-1 in aggregate. Werder Bremen beat us. We don't score at all. And we failed to get Hertha Berlin promoted, man. That's sad. We came so close. All right, you know what? I'm sad about the growth. I'm sad we didn't grow that much, but the stat-wise, I feel like we were the top scorer in the league. Hold up. We were the joint top scorer of the Bundesliga 2 in a 3-way tie. I will take that. That's actually a huge plus. I didn't think we were. That in itself is not bad. So yeah, that reinforces, 16 goals for a player only in his second every year. That's actually pretty good. It's something to build on for season 3. All right, though. So wheel spin for season 3. What do we get? We are going to get, oh my, holy moly, we are gonna get sign for Champions League winners. I'm not sure how I feel about this because we're so low rated, but it's not bad. All right, so in the last season, the Champions League winners were Bayern Munich. So that means we are gonna leave Hertha Berlin for Bayern in year 3. I'll take that, man. I'll take that happily. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty lucky, man. I feel like that might help us in our career playing for a better team. So not mad. Let's sign for Bayern for year 3. So far, San Jose Earthquakes to Hertha Berlin, now to Bayern Munich. Bro, 3 years ago, I wasn't even playing football, and now I'm playing for the best team in Germany. So I guess we're going to be kind of like, we got Endrick here too. So we're kind of like the backup striker compared to Kane and Endrick. But once again, we're going to make sure my guy actually plays so we can grow. So year 3, playing for one of the best teams in the world, the Champions League winners, apparently. Will this now be my best season yet in year 3? So end of season 3, where do we finish with Bayern Munich? Come on, we joined the Champions League winners and we finish in 4th place. 19 points off Frankfurt in 1st. All right, I was gonna say it wasn't my fault, but we actually scored 61, which is close to Borussia Dortmund. It's just we conceded 43 too. Okay, I'm not sure why, but we finished 4th in Bundesliga. That's not great. Let's see. DFB Pokal was gonna go to us. Okay, that's my first trophy ever. The DFB Pokal is my first ever trophy. I'll take it. Now for the Champions League. So we finished in 9th place, so unable to skip that playoff round, sadly. Playoff round, we are going to barely beat Lech Poznan on penalties. Round of 16, barely beat Napoli on penalties. Okay, so penalties back-to-back rounds. And then quarterfinals, we're gonna sadly lose to Real Madrid 6-4. So unfortunately, knocked down the quarterfinals. You know what? That run is not terrible, but you know, we joined the Champions League winners. We kind of made them worse, so that's not good. Stats. Holy moly, I scored 28 goals? Bro, I scored more than Musiala and Elise. All right, I was not expecting that. So at 30 years old and 71 rated, we scored 28 goals in a season. Bro, I'm surprised. That's going to boost our potential a little bit, so it's going to help us grow a bit more. But 28 goals for your boy? Only 1 assist, but okay. Playing for Bayern definitely helped us in year 3. So now 7 rated, which is good, you know, +4. I'll take that. All right, man, 28 goals scored. We're not reaching the part of the video where I feel like if we have a good season, score a lot of goals, win the Champions League, the Ballon d'Or might become a possibility, maybe. That is, if the wheel doesn't just destroy us. So I guess let's see. So season 4 wheel spin. Please nothing bad. Please nothing bad. It is going to be pace. Okay, that's good. Okay, it's back-to-back good things. We get +20 pace now for season 4. I will take it. So our pace is going to go from currently 68. That is going to now be 88 pace. So 88 pace, 80 shooting. That's going to put us +2 to now 73 rated. And so far, every wheel spin, I'm not mad, bro. I'm not mad. So we now have 89 acceleration and 88 sprint speed. So we can't dribble much, cannot pass much. We can shoot and we can run. That's our 2 biggest attributes right now. Everything else we kind of suck at. So to a start year 4, my current career stats is going to be 57 goals and 148 appearances. We have 1 trophy being the 1 DFB Pokal. Let's now see what this upgrades. See what we can do now in season 4. We're staying at Bayern for at least another season. And also, yeah, I think now we're at a point in the video where we can start checking the Ballon d'Or every year. So the 2028 Ballon d'Or goes to Kylian Mbappe. We're not going to win this year, but from here on out, I think there might be a possibility as long as we stay on like a Champions League team. So we're going to start checking that every single season. All right, though. So end of season 4 with 2nd year at Bayern. We are going to finish in 3rd, 5 points off Dortmund, the champions. Okay, so better than last year, but bro, we're Bayern. We should be running through this league easily. So no league title. Do we go back-to-back in the cup? Do we go back-to-back? We don't. All right, so no league, no cup. And champions, we could finish in 24th. Okay, that's not good. We had 2 wins, 2 draws, and 4 losses. That's really not good. Oh, great. Okay, then playoff round, we lose to Sporting 4-1. So we got knocked down in the playoff round by Sporting. Bro, for Bayern standards, it's actually a pretty bad season, not gonna lie. Stat-wise, I scored 35. Bro, my guy is scoring goals like crazy now. Bro, wait, 35 goals. We grew +7 to 78. We are now a 78 rated player. Bro, we're scoring so much that it's boosting our potential, so our guy is growing, but the trophies right now are not following. Like stuff good finishing, penalties, long shots, shot power, you know, everything else is kind of, you know, not great dribbling. But man, we're 78 rated and scoring 35 goals a season. The team success is not there yet, but individually, I feel like we're doing great. I'm surprised about 35 goals. It's actually a great season. We were 2nd top scorer, tied for 2nd behind Gyökeres and Esposito. And all right, so stats through 4 official seasons, 89 goals and 196 appearances. And yeah, 1 single trophy in 4 years. Bro, my goal in this video is to win a Ballon d'Or. We can't do that without trophies. So yeah, honestly not sure if we're gonna stay at Bayern for this season, not quite sure, but okay, wheel spin for season 5. We are going to get, hopefully it stays good. It's been good so far. The wheel has treated me kindly. We are going to get, oh, okay, we get signed for a recommended team. Okay, this could be really bad, honestly. This means we must sign for a team that's in that recommended tab. We can't pick our team really. So it's not necessarily bad unless there's no teams here. That's the issue. So if we check, I see 1. Oh, there's only 2. Oh man, okay, there's Hoffenheim. Who's the other team? The other team is gonna be, oh no, it's Qingdao Hainu. So it is bad. It's either signed for them or Hoffenheim. And bro, I'm not gonna play in the Chinese Super League. We're going to Hoffenheim. So where do they finish? They finished this season. Okay, you know what? Oh my, we actually lucked out so much. Hoffenheim finished in 4th. They're still a Champions League team. That is so lucky. I thought they were like a bottom to mid-table team. So no, we're still going to a Champions League team. Sadly, probably not a team that can win the Champions League, but it's not as bad as I initially thought. And that could have been so bad. We're really lucky. That could have been so bad. But all right, so season 5, still in Germany, but going to Hoffenheim. And if we didn't get that, I was going to go to probably like a Premier League team. So it's probably delayed a year before we try out a new league, you know, a new country. But San Jose Earthquakes over to Hertha Berlin, to Bayern, now to Hoffenheim. This is a weird career path for me. All right, man, the move is made. So in this team, we are going to be towards the top now. Okay, never mind. We're still towards like middle in the team. But hey, still playing Champions League football. So 31 years old, 78 rated. We're playing so well in terms of scoring that I feel like we're actually going to keep our stats well into like our 30s. So that's good. It's just I need some trophies to try to get my first ever Ballon d'Or nomination. So season 5, let's see what our boy can do. And all right, so no surprise, the 2029 Ballon d'Or goes to Mbappe again, so his second in a row that we've seen. Yeah, I mean, scoring 35 goals is great, but no trophies. Yeah, there's probably no chance for me yet. Hopefully soon, though, I can have at least like my first ever Ballon d'Or nomination. So end of season 5, first season with Hoffenheim, we are going to finish in 8th. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That's not quite what I was expecting. Okay, so we joined them and we finish way lower in the table. Oh, of course, bro. Bayern sell us. They win the title, of course, bro. What is my luck with trophies right now? I can't believe it. We finished all the way down in 8th place. All right, DFB Pokal is going to be Stuttgart, so we missed out on both those two. And then Champions League finished in the bottom 3. Oh, man. 1 win, 2 draws, and 5 losses. Okay, not going to lie. That is a horrendous season. We were knocked out in the league phase. That is a pretty bad season. Stat-wise, we're going to score only 14. Oh, man, we were a Bayern merchant. We only scored 14. We had 6 assists, but that's it. Oh, that's so disappointing, bro. We did grow plus 42, so we are growing still. That's good, but bro, I'm now 32 years old going on 33. How much time do I have left here? It's gonna be season 6, and I have 1 trophy to my name, playing for a team that I probably cannot win the Ballon d'Or at. I'm not even sure this is possible anymore. Bro, season 6 will spin. I'm gonna need a miracle here. We're gonna need an absolute miracle. There's a few things on here that could really save us. You know, there's one big thing, but let's see. Year 6, year spin from Mr. Tyztir. It is going to be, oh no, it's gonna be height increase. Height increase? No, it's gonna be, I wanted plus 10 shooting. We got height increase to 6'7". I'm not even sure that's gonna be even useful. Man, like that wouldn't be bad, but I feel like right now, bro, I need stat upgrades. I don't need the height upgrades. But okay, we go from a striker that's 5'10" to someone now that is 6'7". Yeah, great number, man, great number. All right, so the only silver lining here is the fact we didn't get anything team focused on, so that means I can choose my next team. And yeah, it's time to leave Germany, bro. It's time to leave Germany. So we are gonna take our talents to the Premier League, and I'm gonna sign for my favorite team, the current, in this save, the Premier League champions. We are signing for Liverpool. Bro, my guy is literally so tall. Look at his cutscenes. He looks ridiculous. He's so tall. We're playing the wrong sport. We're quick. We can shoot. We can't dribble though. We really can't pass the ball either. That good, quite good. And Arne Slot is still the coach. Oh, brother. This is not the right universe. But okay, year 6. We have signed for our favorite club, Liverpool. Bro, we are so freakishly tall. And so let's see. So in season 6, players we're gonna have Florian Wirtz still. We got Valverde, Isak, Odegaard. Okay, hold up. There might be some players here. Rodrigo, Livermento, Bonnie. You know what? This team actually looks solid. I mean, obviously they are the Prem champions. They won the Prem last year, so we're joining a team kind of like Bayern. They just won the league. Hopefully I don't ruin it. You know, I feel like my player's better now where I can maybe, you know, maybe play the English game. But okay, 32 years old, going on year 6. Current stats is gonna be 103 goals scored in 241 games. Can I win my second trophy here in season 6? I don't even know why I'm checking it this year, but yeah, Mbappe won the 2030 Ballon d'Or. What do we score? 14 goals. For Hoffenheim, there was no chance for a Ballon d'Or this year. Hey man, now playing Liverpool, hopefully next year, there might be maybe a slight chance though. All right, so first year playing Premier League football with Liverpool, we are going to finish in 2nd. 1 point off a league title versus Man City. You got to be kidding me. Bro, 1 point. Oh, it's like the Klopp versus Pep era. All right, so miss out on another league title. I mean, I'm used to it by now. Community Shield, we're going to win that 2-1, although I don't really count that as a real trophy. Not really. It doesn't show up in our career tab, so I'm not going to count that fully. FA Cup is going to go to Arsenal. Carabao Cup is going to go to Arsenal as well. So now all that's left is Champions League. Champions League finished in 6. All right, good. So we skipped the playoff round. Round of 16, beat Club Brugge 5-3. Okay, nice. Quarterfinals, we then lose to Barcelona 5-2. So it is another trophyless season for me. PSG win the Champions League. Oh man, trophy list, that hurts. Okay, let's see stat wise. Stats, I'm gonna score 21 and 6. Okay, so in a team filled with goal scorers like Rodrigo, Verts, McAllister right there, that's not too bad. And literally, I feel like my height made no difference, like being 6'7". It made literally no difference. So I mean, better than last year. It's a solid Premier League debut season, but bro, the no trophies hurt. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the height wheel spins only last one season. So I'm gonna reset my height back to 5'10". And all right, man, what do we have? 3 or 4 years left? Time is not on your boy's side. All right, though, what does the wheel give us in season 7? We are going to get 99 finishing. Okay, this is good, but my finishing is already really good, so it's actually not that good. I mean, my finishing is currently what? It is going to be 96, so we get +3 finishing. I'm not going to lie. We're going to go +185, so that's good. But that is a little bit, you know, a little bit disappointing. So currently 33 years old, 85 rated, 99 finishing. I think, you know, since we finished second last year, I'm going to stay at Liverpool for at least another year. I'm not going to leave after 1 year. This team is still good, so I think there's still a chance for us to win the Champions League. If we can do that and I score at least like maybe 25 goals, there might be a Ballon d'Or nomination waiting for me. There might be. But yeah, with 4 years left, the clock is ticking. And all right, so season 7 Ballon d'Or goes to Erling Haaland. No surprise there that it's not me. Once again, bro, I need trophies. I need trophies to win the Ballon d'Or. So end of season 7, our second year Liverpool. We are going to finish in 3rd place. Oh, on 67 points, bro. The game is trolling me. The game is trolling me. We finished 9 points below City. 7 years of failing to win a league title. I'm sick. Okay, let's see. FA Cup goes to Forest. Carabao Cup, please. Oh, we were in the final. We lost to Brighton. We missed out on our 2nd ever trophy there. We lost to Brighton in the cup. That's just so sad. Champions League, finish in 10th place. All right, that's not horrible, but it's not good. And playoff round, we lose 5-2 to Villarreal. We get knocked down the playoff round. You got to be kidding me. Bro, it's like every team I join, I just ruin them. Real Madrid win the Champions League. Stats for me, I'm going to score 29 goals and I had 7 assists, bro. Oh, if we win trophies, this could have been my first year getting a Ballon d'Or nomination. I'm just missing the trophies. So 29 and 7. Verts, 1926. That's a great year for him. But man, 29 goals is a good season for us. So we grew +2 this year to 86, being at 34 years old. Definitely reached, you know, I think past Unk status now. I mean, our stats don't look bad still, you know, 99 finishing, obviously. Our stats don't look terrible, but bro, I'm just missing trophies. I am just simply missing trophies right now. So now entering season 8, I have 152 goals scored and 355 appearances, but just one lonely DFB Pokal Cup trophy. And all right, man, so season 8 wheel spin, we only have 3 years left. I might decide to leave Liverpool unless the wheel chooses for me. This might be our last year Liverpool. Let's see though. Season 8 wheel spin. Give me something good, please. We are going to get, okay, we already have 99 pace, right? Wait, do we? Do we have 99 pace? No, we don't, huh? No, we don't. Oh yeah, before we got +20 pace. Okay, so that's gonna increase our overall, so I'm cool with that actually. That's not bad. So we're gonna go from 82 pace all the way now to 99 pace, which makes us +389. So we grew +3. You know what? That's actually not bad for being 34 years old. That's actually a good wheel spin. So 99 balance, 99 agility, 99 acceleration, and also 99 sprint speed. I will take that happily. So we are now the 2nd best player at Liverpool behind Florian Wirtz. Oh man, question now is, do I stay here for 1 more year? So season 8, we have 3 years left. Do I give this Liverpool team 1 more shot? We still have Vardiol, Valverde, Isak, Yermi Pino, Odegaard, but the team is still good. I think I give this team 1 more shot, 1 more year. You know, since we are actually in the Champions League still. So season 8, we are staying at Liverpool. I am putting faith in my favorite football club for season 8. And okay, once again, no surprise here. So Haaland wins the 2032 Ballon d'Or, basically, I guess, off the Premier League title with Man City. Bro, I only have 2 more chances here to win the Ballon d'Or. 2 more chances, that's it. I can't lie, bro. I'm starting to lose hope. All right, come on, guys. End of season 8. Can we win a league title? Come on, bro. It's been 8 years. Please. Oh, it's a 2nd place finish again. Wasn't even close, bro. We finished, what, 16 points off Man City? They've won the league like 4 years in a row. What am I supposed to do here, bro? What am I supposed to do? Oh, man. It's 2nd place finish. Okay, let's see. FA Cup is going to go to Arsenal. Carabao Cup, please. Oh, we lost it to Man City. You gotta be kidding me. Losing the Prem title to them in the Carabao Cup, both, that is just painful. All right, Champions League, 2nd place. That's good. That's our best finish yet in our career, I think, in a league phase. Round of 16, 5-3 Rangers, so into the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals, we win first Juventus 2-0, so now into the semifinals. Semifinals, we beat Roma 4-2, so we're in a Champions League final here. The first of my entire career. Please, bro, please, please, please. No, we're gonna lose 2-4 to Real Madrid. You gotta be kidding me, bro. All the way to a final, we lose. Bro, so close to maybe getting a Ballon d'Or nomination, maybe a Ballon d'Or trophy. All right, so season 8 was good, but it could have been so much better stat-wise. I scored 35 goals. If we could have just won, even maybe a Prem title, I might have won the Ballon d'Or. 35 goals, led the team to a Champions League final, but lost it. That is incredibly sad. And also, yeah, I think we actually went -1 this year, so our player is aging now, where he's not going to grow much more naturally. You know, in saying that, we had a great year. They're scoring 35, so that might save our rating a little bit. But yeah, 88 rated, 35 going on 36. 2 years left, and we just got as close as we've been in the entire video to winning a Ballon d'Or, probably. Bro, I got 1 trophy in 8 years. This is the Harry Kane simulator. All right, man. So season 9 wheel spin. We have 2 more spins left. Let's see. What does the wheel give us in year 9? I want to go to a new team probably, unless the wheel chooses for me. Hopefully they don't. We are going to get, okay, +5 potential. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad. That might prolong our career by like 1 or 2 years, actually. So that's perfect. So my guy's current potential is actually 88. So we currently have 88 potential. You can see it here. So we're now going to have 93 potential. So that might mean these last 2 years, I won't drop an overall too quickly. I might even grow a little bit more. So that's a positive wheel spin. I'll take it. Now though, do we stay Liverpool for another year or do we leave? Bro, I feel like we've gotten so close. Do I give it another year? Oh man, I feel like I have to leave. I feel like I have to. We've tried and tried to get at this club and we just can't do it. So it is going to be our final year at Liverpool. So for potentially the final 2 years of my career, season 9, we are going to Spain, and I'm signing for my second favorite team. I am signing for FC Barcelona. Hey man, in this save, Real Madrid just beat me in a Champions League final, so I'm going to join their direct rival and try to dethrone them in Spain in the last 2 years. So yeah, unless our season 10 wheel spin, you know, dictates us to a different team, I'm going to try to finish my career playing at Barcelona alongside probably Lamine Yamal, Pedri, you know, great young players. So at what, 36 years old, we have signed for Barcelona. Are we 36? Yeah, we're 35 going on 36, so kind of close. All right, though, so a new chapter, last 2 years. This team has Lamine Yamal, Pedri, a 90 rated Cavada, Joan Garcia, Dean Housen's here. Okay, that's kind of weird. But we got Guevara Reed. Okay, this team's good. Firmine still, Gavi. This team is actually real solid. Headlined by 3 players in the 90s, so I think we joined a good team. It does feel like probably our best chance to win a trophy, so I'm cool with that. 2 more years, trying to take the crown as the best footballer in the world before it's time to hang up the boots. Current career stats, we are going to have 186 goals and 415 appearances. If we don't win a trophy here in season 9, I might actually cry. Okay, so this is kind of surprising. So Ballon d'Or season 9, 2023 or 2033 shortlist revealed. Doué, Tyztir, Cavada, and Haaland. So I actually get my first ever Ballon d'Or nomination all the way in season 9. But sadly, Haaland wins it again, probably off that Prem title, man. So we basically have, I think, 2 more chances to win it. Actually, 2 more chances. Bro, we're so close. We just need trophies. All we need is some trophies. So the end of season 9, first year at Barcelona, we are going to finish in 3rd place, 9 points off Real Madrid. Bro, I can't win a league title today. What is my luck? I cannot win a league title. So 3rd place finish, Copa de España is gonna not be us. All right, Champions League, that's it. That's all we have left in season 9. League phase. Okay, we finished in 17th. We had 2 wins, 5 draws, 1 loss. 5 draws, really, for a team as good as ours? All right, that's concerning. Playoff round, we are going to beat Atletico Madrid 3-1. Okay, that's good. Round of 16, I beat my former team Liverpool 3-1. Okay, so into the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals, we are gonna lose 2-1 to AC Milan. So year 9. Trophy list. Oh, bro, I should have went to Man City. I should have went to Man City. What am I doing? I should have just joined Man City and sabotaged Haaland. Oh, that's so annoying, bro. Okay, stats for us. We are going to finish on 31 goals, 10 assists at 36 years old. Still doing our thing, you know, top scorer of the team. We grew +3 to 91. That's definitely based off on that +5 potential. So our stats are dropping, you know, the pace is dropping. Some stuff there is dropping. Oh man, bro, we got nominated for the Ballon d'Or. If we just won even La Liga, we could have won the Ballon d'Or in season 10. Bro, I can't believe how close we are without winning a trophy. So 9 years and just 1 DFB Pokal to my name. That's it. Now into the final season. All right, man. So the final wheel spin of this video. If I get like signed for random team, signed for recommended team, bro, I'm gonna be so mad. Please just give me one final good thing. Let's see. It is going to land on pace. We already have 99 pace. Or actually, no, we don't. We have 92 pace. So this might actually help us. So our pace is currently at 92, so it has dropped since we last spun on that. So it actually is a good thing. It's a good thing. That means 92 pace, now up to 99 pace. All right, so I thought I might upgrade our overall, but it doesn't. We stay at 91. So, I mean, that's all right. We still have 93 potential. All right, though, man, one final season. We have currently 99 finishing, 99 shooting basically still. That has not dropped. The pace is back at 36 going on 37 years old. This right here is the last dance. Okay, so 2034 shortlist Ballon d'Or season 10. The nominees are Guyon, Tell, Holland, and me again. So my second ever nomination. I mean, there's no way, right? My season last year, we didn't win a trophy. There's no way. Apparently there is a way. 2034 Ballon d'Or goes to Tyztir. How did I win this? I will never know. Bro, we had like an average season for us scoring 30 goals. We won 0 trophies though. We still win the Ballon d'Or, becoming the best player in the world. We know it's based off rating in a way, but I thought with no trophies, I still wouldn't win it. But no, we actually won the Ballon d'Or in season 10, the final season. Bro, that's crazy. Can we now just end this video by winning a trophy, winning a Champions League, even a league title? Bro, at this point, I would take a Copa de España. So let's see, man. Final season. We already won the Ballon d'Or. That's our main goal completed. Somehow did win no trophies, but can I win a trophy in the final season? Can I please? Season 10. We are going to finish in first. Bro, it's taken 10 years. I can cry. We have finally won another trophy league title. I can't believe it, bro. 89 points. We have finally done it. Okay, what else? Copa de España is going to be not us. That's kind of sad. Now the last chance for a Champions League. Let's go. League phase. Okay, 13th. That's a little bit surprising. It's not horrible though. Playoff round, we are going to beat Anderlecht 4-2, and then round of 16 we lose to Arsenal 3-2. Okay, so we get knocked out round of 16. Eventual champions are Dortmund over Arsenal. So we failed to win a Champions League trophy, but we do get a La Liga title to end the video. Hey man, at least I'm leaving with something. A league title and also a Ballon d'Or. I'm leaving with something. Final stats in my final year, 20 and 14 for a 37-year-old Tyztir. Not too shabby for a 37-year-old man. We finished at 92 rated, so 91 pace, 97 shooting, 94 passing. Bro, our dribbling sucked throughout our entire career. That was the one thing we couldn't really improve much. Like, I still have 65 dribbling. Final career stats. We are gonna have 237 goals scored across 10 years through 526 appearances, 6 clubs, 1 domestic cup, and also 1 lone league title. Hey man, through all that though, we still won a Ballon d'Or, so that is job complete. I became the best player in the world. Just didn't quite happen as I thought it would. All right, so back in 2013, I got my first ever FIFA game. FIFA 13. Back then, I had no clue about football, no clue about the Premier League, pretty much nothing whatsoever about football. So when I was scrolling looking for my first ever team to use, I somehow landed on Southampton. I got no clue why, but I did. So I chose them as my first ever career mode team. And after learning more about football, you know, as I played, I ended up having a front three of De La Feu, Neymar, and Gareth Bale. And I loved that team so much. I played the crap out of that first ever career mode save for me. So in terms of football teams, Southampton holds a very special place in my heart. That's why I chose them as my first ever career mode series on YouTube, you know, back in FIFA 20. And also why today I'm gonna manage Southampton once again to save them from the EFL Championship all the way to one day maybe becoming the best football team in Europe. So yes, the Southampton rebuild starts right now. Drop a like on this video if you want more like it. Subscribe so you don't miss any other videos. And also thanks for watching here in the first place. All right, though, yes, season 1 begins here in the EFL Championship with Southampton. We're currently a 3.5-star team, which I think for the championship is actually probably above average. So year 1, we should have a solid chance for getting promotion back to the Premier League. We should have a solid chance. First thing, though, I'm not playing a 3-4-3. We're not playing that. We're going to switch to a 4-2-1-3. Yeah, that's much more like it. So best players in this team to start, we have some familiar names, you know, like Armstrong's been here for a while. We got the young center back Harwood Bellis from he was former at Man City. We got Downs, we got Azaz, we got Cienza, who in career mode's actually pretty good, I think. He might tear up the championship, man. He might tear it up here in this league. But yeah, it's pretty much like, you know, a mid-70s overall team, like across the board. So to make this team, you know, one day win the Champions League, we got a lot of work to do today. So once again, goal in season 1 is to get promotion back to the Prem. I think our team, as it stands, is probably a pretty good chance. Budget-wise, we do have actually 25.5 million to spend in season 1. I feel like for the first signing of this video, it's got to be kind of like a throwback signing. This player here was on the thumbnail for my first ever FIFA video. We're talking about James Ward-Prowse. Now the pace is absolutely gone, but he's still one of the best, you know, set-pieced players in the world. We're kind of like a throwback signing. I want to make him the first signing of this Southampton rebuild. A connection to my first ever career mode series. And all right, 6 million to West Ham. That's gonna get that deal done. And hey man, I'll say this, he's only 30 years old, you know, he's not too old yet, so he might have some growth. He might have a second life for his career in this video, maybe. Hopefully, I'd like to see him do good for our team in this video. I'd like to. But there it is, James Ward-Prowse. Welcome back to Southampton, the first signing of this rebuild. Now, putting aside the nostalgia, he actually would be a pretty good player for our midfield probably this season, in this first year at least. We do have this guy, Yander from Germany. He's only 22, so he might be good for the future, but I want to play James Ward-Prowse in the first year. He's got experience. He knows the ins and outs of the English game, so James Ward-Prowse is going to start for us in year 1. Now, I think we also have probably one more signing left in us in this first window. Should say first season. Now, it's going to be a keeper. Peretz is on loan from Bayern, but I don't really see him as like a long-term keeper for this team, so the player we're going to target as our long-term keeper in this rebuild, it's going to be a player that in real life recently got humiliated by his team. I should say more so his coach, and that's Kinski from Tottenham. Bro, he played like what, 30 minutes in the Champions League, conceded like 2 or 3 goals, something like that. He got taken off. He was crying. It was an absolute just like disaster for him. But he's still 22 years old, 75 rated. He's got potential. So for about like 11 to 13.9 million, we can maybe give him a second chance. He could be like Karius getting a second chance at Southampton. Or we should say, we sign him before he actually becomes the next Karius. And all right, so 11 million plus a 5% selling clause. I'm cool with that. So Kinski is getting a second life in his career. We are putting faith in him that Champions League showing was just like a one-time fluke, that it wasn't all his fault and he got basically just like scapegoated by the coach. And all right, so year 1 signings, that's going to be James Ward-Prowse and also Kinski. If we don't at least finish in a playoff spot, I'll be very sad, man. This team at least should finish in the top 6 at the very, very least. And all right, I think our team is set now for season 1 of this rebuild. So with those 2 signings, we're now currently a still 3.5-star team. We are improving though. Let's see. Can we get promotion in just 1 year back to the Premier League for Southampton? And all right, so end of season 1, where do we finish? Let's see. We are going to finish all the way in first place. Okay, we just won the championship. Now, like I said, our team was definitely above average for the league, but I didn't expect a league title in season 1 of this rebuild. It was close though. We were only 4 points away from finishing in 3rd, so it was close, but we get promotion. That's perfect. Anything else, FA Cup is going to go to not us. Carabao Cup is going to go to also not us. So that's going to be it. But hey, you can't get much better than that for a season 1 at Southampton. Final stats, bro. I called it. Cienza 24-16, Archer 17-2, Azaz 14-7, Fellows 13-12. Bro, I called it. This dude always does so good in career mode sims for some reason. Cienza, bro, he tore up the championship. And then Ward-Prowse, 8-7. Okay, he actually grew +3. Hold up. Ward-Prowse grew +3 to 78. The pace is still non-existent, but he's growing actually at 31 years old. Yeah, I mean, Fellow 77, Cienza 75, Zazaz 77. So players are growing. Harbabella 78. Kinski 78 too. He grew what? +3. So growth looks good. A championship title in season 1. Bro, I couldn't be more happy with this start, man. This is perfect. And all right, so season 2 begins. We're back in the Prem. We're now a 4-star team, so that's looking good. Now, though, I have learned that it's easy getting to the Premier League. It's not easy staying in the Prem, though. So the goal of this year is how do we make this team, how do we ensure we don't get relegated back to the championship after just 1 year? Okay, we got some players back from their loan spells, so let's make what currently is our best team. I see, Shigawara is good, so he's going to start. We also have Belkachat back, so we do have some players returning. Wellington 76. Yander's grown more than Downs, so that's going to be pretty much our best team on paper, I think, to start season 2. So Armstrong 74, definitely weak link. I don't know if he's going to grow that much. So I feel like season 2, we need a striker. Definitely need like a new star striker for the team. I'm thinking maybe a striker, maybe and also a 3rd center back. Maybe make Belkachat the 3rd choice by a new starter alongside Harwood Bellis. Money wise, we're gonna have 85 million to spend. That is a very nice amount. And all right, so for that center back spot, what about Trevor Chalobah, the Chelsea English center back? It'd form an English pairing alongside Chalobah and Harwood Bellis. He's probably not playing for Chelsea at this point. He's not too expensive either, and he's only 26, so he would be a pretty good signing for us at center back, man. I can't lie. Definitely fits like the age group of the team we're trying to build. Let's see, 32.5. They're going on 34 million plus a 5% selling clause. I can do that, buddy. Chelsea, I can do that. A Premier League proven center back, pretty much. Chalobah, welcome to Southampton as our first signing in season 2. I like that one. I feel like that's pretty solid. All right, though, now for the more important one. Now for the striker spot. I want Samu, he's always a good striker in career mode, but I want to sign someone that I've not used before. And that player is going to be Stassen, currently playing for, oh man, what team is that? Oh, I'm blanking, bro. I'm blanking what team that is. But it's a French team. I am blanking completely, but he's 78 rated, 21 years old. I feel like, move to a Premier League team kind of makes sense for that age. He's got really good pace, jumping, attack positioning. He's got good finishing. I feel like he fits exactly this formation. He fits the team we're trying to build again. For 28, 35 million, this might be a steal later on in the video. Yeah, because being 78 at 21, bro, he might grow to like 85 plus in this video alone. So if we can get him for like 30 million, that is an absolute steal, bro. I should be investigated. This is complete robbery. All right, though. So Stassen's going to be our new starting striker for Southampton at number 9. And I'd say with these 2 pickups, our team is now ready for our first Premier League season of the video. A season where we hopefully avoid relegation. I think Stassen and Chalobah are 2 players that could help us get there. So let's see. So with them, Contrap's gonna be on the bench. Hey man, I'd say that's not too bad. Ward-Prowse now our captain. I say that's not too bad. Stassen and Chalobah are both very, very big improvements. I think we're still gonna be in a relegation fight. It's just the nature of, a team coming up from the championship. The first year, usually you're just fighting for your life. So we're still a 4-star team, which is probably one of the worst in the league, alongside Hull City probably. Can this team though avoid relegation? I guess let's find out. I'm scared though. All right, so end of season 2, bro. I'm scared to go back because if we go to the menu, it's going to show it immediately if we got relegated, if we're in the bottom of the table. I'm scared, but let's see. We are... oh my, 17th. We barely survive based off 1 goal. Bro, tied on points with West Ham, but a +1 goal difference saves us. That is so close getting relegated. I can't believe that. Bro, we lost 25 games, but just 1 goal is the difference. We survive a Prem season. I can't believe it. Bro, that was so close. That was so close. Liverpool won the title, but man, all right. So season 2, we do survive. Just barely. It literally cannot get closer than that. It can't get closer. All right, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. FA Cup's gonna go to Arsenal. Carabao Cup is gonna go to Man City. All right, so 17th place finish. This team literally just barely did it. Top scorer, Cienza, 17-5. Azaz, 11-1. Stas only scored 8. He might get injured halfway through the year, actually. He might have got injured. Fellows, 5-2. Archer, 31. Ward-Prowse, 2-8. Now, I did notice we actually were missing our keeper throughout a big part of the year, too. Kingsley got hurt. He only played 5 games, so actually Ramsdale played most of the season for us. So, you know, that probably hurt us a lot, but... bro, Cienza, this guy's insane. He brought his play over to the Premier League now. Growth-wise, you know, Chaba went +1, Harwood Bellis +3, Stassen +3. I mean, player is definitely growing. Ward-Prowse is +2 to 80, bro. Look at our boy. He's getting a second life in his career. He's getting a second life. All right, though, so players are growing. That should mean, you know, we should get better as we go on. We got young players still going to grow, like Harwood Bellis, Yander. Stas is 81, only 22 years old now, so players are going to grow, so we got some good young players. The next step for this team is to qualify for some kind of European football. But all right, season 3 begins. We're now a 4.5-star team. We're 78 across the board. So we are pretty much, you know, as average as you can get for the Premier League. This team right now is in a very interesting spot because, like, we got players like, you know, Cienza's going to grow still because he's playing so well. Stassen, 22. Fellows, 24. Pretty much the only player that's not going to grow in our team, the starting 11, is Ward-Prowse, or probably he's not going to grow that much anymore. So we are still built for the future. Now, Kinski, I'm wondering if his potential is going to be ruined because he was injured all last year. Because, yeah, now Ramsdale is our best keeper. So I'm not sure what to do about that. Oh, man, I mean, Kinski's value is not 14 million. So I think that injury has kind of hurt him a lot. I guess I'll let him and Ramsdale battle out this year for the starter spot. I guess I'll do that. Whoever loses the starting job will probably be sold next year. But okay, how do we make this team now, you know, turn into a mid-table team, maybe a top 8 finishing team? I mean, if we're looking at weak links here, it's definitely Wellington, a left back. He's growing still and he is good, but maybe he should turn to like a backup if we sign someone better there. So I think year 3, probably a left back. And then honestly, it might be it, bro. I want to see what these team can do. I want to see what, you know, Cienza, Stas, and Fellows can do still up top. I feel like everyone else has not done bad enough to get replaced yet. So I'm going to target just a left back here in year 3, just one signing a left back. And we got 50 million this year, so that's pretty much a good amount for a solid left back. So let's see. All right, so apparently in this save, United sold Dorgu in season 1, so he actually has found himself at Villarreal. Now, he might be like barely within our budget, and for an 8-rated player at 22, Manchester United's mistake of selling him might be like our biggest fortune so far in terms of finding a player to join us. Because man, he would be insane. This team at only 22 years old. This would be clutch if we make it happen. Let's see. So I'm going to start with like maybe 39.5. It is going to get close. Let's see. It's a healthy first offer. They are going to accept that. This is an absolute steal again. Dorgu for under 40 million? Bro, once again, I should be investigated. We have found our left back for probably the next like 7 seasons at least. So how about that? Dorgu is finding his way back to the Premier League now at Southampton. So once again, I think in the save, you know, maybe he didn't have a good first year. United decided to give up on him. Not quite the career path he's having IRL, you know, trending upwards. In this save, he was trending downwards. And that's what allowed us to swoop in and bring him over to Southampton, man. That's a clutch signing right there. So Dorgu, Chalaba, Harwood Bellis, and also Sugawara. That's a solid back four, man. I like that. All right, so that's going to be the one signing for year 3. If players keep growing, you know, these young players keep growing, I think this team can definitely survive and get a top 10 finish. I got full faith in this current squad here. So Dorgu signed up to our club. Let's now see if we can do a little more than just survive the Premier League here in season 3. All right, so good news. End of year 3, we are not in the bottom 6, so we actually finished in the top 13, which is very good. Where to finish though? In year 3, we are gonna finish all the way in 11th place. Okay, you know what? I wanted a top 10 finish, but that's not bad. We finished on 47 points, so it's gonna be 5 away from 14. Definitely not close from relegation at all. It's improvements. You know, each year is like a solid improvement. We're not declining yet. We've not truly had a bad season yet in this rebuild 3 years in. So 11th place, FA Cup is gonna go to West Ham. Carabao Cup is gonna go to Man City. 11th place finish for us in year 3. Stats, bro. Cienza is the player of this team apparently. 23 and 13. Stassen, better season for him. 17 and 4. That's much better. Fellows 10 and 6. Ward-Prowse 5 and 3. Still a solid year for him. Growth wise, we're seeing +4 for Dorgu. He's 84 rated, bro. That was an absolute steal for 40 million. That was a steal. Harwood Bellis +2. Chala +1. Azaz +2. Stassen +1. All right, man. So not bad. Now I have noticed that Ramsdale pretty much won the starting spot, bro. I think that year Kinski basically missed the entire year. I think that ruined his potential. So I tried to revive his career, man. I tried to. I tried my best, but he's probably not going to stay for year 4, man. I think it's time for him to move on. So that is sad, but bro, rest of the team looks pretty solid. Once again, some of these players are still just so young as well. So season 3, 11th place. Next year, we need a top 8 finish. So season 4 begins. We're still a 4.5-star team. I feel like we're getting close to 5 stars, getting closer, just not quite there yet. But okay, year 4, our budget is going to be what? It's going to be sitting at 58 million. Okay, that's still not a lot. We need to sell players, I think, because if we sell players, that should be a lot higher. I can't believe Ward Prowse has survived being a starter 3 years in, but I do feel like he's probably, you know, hit his peak in this team as a starter, so he's probably gonna be a bench player now from now on. So I think year 4, I want probably a new CDM, probably a new right back as well, and a keeper. So CDM, right back, keeper, and maybe even a cam too, man. We might splash the cash this year. Let's see how much money we can get up to. See if I can sell players first, though. We should be able to make a lot of money here. All right, so I just spent like probably 20 minutes selling so many players. Top deals being Ramsdale, Newcastle for 21 million, Kinski 20 million at Crystal Palace, Sugawara 18.9 million at Leipzig. So in total, we probably sold about like 9 to 10 players here. Now it's given us closer now to 160 million to work with, so a lot more money. That's very good, because we're planning here for 3 big signings to take this team to the next level right now, and we might spend like every last penny of that. So I'm going for a keeper, right back, and also a midfielder here in year 4. So I guess let's go for keeper first, man. I thought Kinski was the future of this team in that department, but nope, didn't quite pan out. So I'm shifting now our focus to James Trafford. He's currently playing in Spain, so at some point Man City just let him go. They sold him. At 25 years old, 83, he's still a great keeper. He can grow to be one of the best keepers in the world, and this team especially, keeping the English part of the team, I think it's definitely worth it. So we settle on 53.1 million for James Trafford. So yeah, you know, we did spend a pretty penny on him, but I feel like that was probably our most important signing. We cannot go in the season with Bazunu being our starting keeper, so Trafford, it was a must. He's gonna be the first arrival in season 3 as we try and finish, you know, try to finish in a European spot. All right, now let's go for our new right back. At right back, I'm looking at Alex Jimenez, the former Bournemouth right back. Now he's currently playing at Werder Bremen in the save. He's only 23, but he's still 82 rated. You know, great pace. He's a Premier League proven right back. If we can sign him, bro, him and Dorgu might wrap up those fullback spots for the rest, like the next 5-10 years of this team. And all right, so we get a deal done for 47.5 million, which is pretty much, that was a deal actually. That was below what they wanted. So that's potentially huge for our next signing. Without that deal, I'm not sure we could sign our next guy. We still might not be able to. We'll see. But like Trafford, Jimenez, definitely worth it. So Jimenez, Trafford, Dorgu, these are players who are going to be here for many years in this rebuild. A quality fullback, a quality signing. Now, last one, let's go for this midfield signing. For the midfield, I'm looking at Joao Gomez from Wolves. Now, I feel like, you know, he's probably outgrown them, probably sick of finishing, you know, in the bottom 5. So him coming to Southampton for 38 to maybe 48 million. He's not as young as I would like, but he feels like kind of our best, like, win now option. That just barely might be affordable. I'm not even sure though. So we have currently 48 million, so I might be cutting it close. Let's see. I'm going to start with 38 million. Let's see what Wolves say to that. They're going to want 40.6k. It probably is possible. Can we do 39.4 though? Give me a little money here, Wolves. 39.4, and they're going to accept it. Okay, you know what? That's not a bad deal. I do want a certain player that I might try and sign in a later season, but for now, Gomez is definitely solid. So yeah, pretty much every last penny spent in that 160 million, Gomez, Trafford, and also Jimenez brought in season 4. Is this team now a top 8 team in the Premier League? And I feel like it's close, but I'm not quite sure actually. Okay, let's see how we look at full strength now though. All right, so full strength is how we look. So Cienza, Stassen, Fellow still, Azaz, Yander, Gomez, a back forward, Dorgu, Chalaba, Harwood Bellis, Jimenez, and Trafford in goal. And I feel like I would like to sign one more midfielder, but we're out of money. So that's going to be it for season 4, man. I'm going to put faith in Yander still growing, you know, the striker, the attack still growing pretty much. So every last penny spent trying to make this team a top 8 team. Let's find out if we were actually successful in doing that. All right, so end of season 4. So it's been a 17th place finish, then 11th place finish. Can we continue to improve? We are going to finish in year 4 in 8th place. Okay, so we are a top 8 team. That's big. Very, very small improvements every year. So we're still heading in the right direction. Man, we're only 1 point off 6th, actually. Only 4 points off 5th, too. Okay, we actually had a pretty good year, man. That was a pretty good season for us. 58 points. So the points tally slowly is going up and up, man. I'm seeing improvements. I'm seeing it. 8th place finish. All right, FA Cup is going to go to Sunderland. Carabao Cup is going to go to Arsenal, man. I want to see a cup win. That'd be very nice. Sadly, nothing yet so far. Top scorers for year 4, it is going to be Stassen, his best season yet, 23 and 8. That's great to see. Fellow scored 15, and he's been solid too. Cienza 11 and 13, you know, kind of down scoring wise, but still assisting. Gomez 8 in his first year at Southampton. That looks solid. Okay, I like what I'm seeing from the team, and I like what I'm seeing here. Bro, Dorgu is 87 rated. Holy moly. So Dorgu +3, Trafford +2, Gomez +1. Okay, players are growing. Stassen, his best year yet. He might grow a lot next year, man. 84 at 24 is insane. He might explode. Jimenez +1, so we got some growth here. Cienza another +2. All right, so once again, it's small improvements every single year so far. We're making our way slowly up now. I am seeing some worrying signs like Yander stopped growing. I think Chalaba and Harwood Bellis both might have hit their peak as well, so that's a bit worrying. There's still so much here to be excited about though for us. So now into season 5, man, we're still not a 5-star team, man. We got to be so close though. We got to be like literally like maybe like 1 or 2 signings away from being a 5-star team. All right, though, so 8th place. We're not in Europe yet. We're still chasing European qualification. We're close though. We're so close right now. We're kind of in a scary spot though, because you know we've had like what 4+ years of each improvements every single year. If here in year 5 is a bad year, we go down, we finish below 8th, I'm gonna be so sad. We got to take the next step here in year 5. We got to take the next step. So budget in year 5 is going to be 66 million. Oh man, I want more than that. That's still not that much. All right, 66 million. What do we do here to improve this team? Man, I wish we had more money. I wish we had more. Okay, it seems like Harwood Bellis and Chalaba are still growing slightly. They're not growing like crazy, but they are still growing. So I might put faith in them for 1 more year. See if they can unlock, you know, maybe a loan potential. So center backs are fine for this year, I think. Yander's not growing much anymore. He's 26, so he might have peaked. So I think year 5, we need a new midfielder alongside Gomez. And man, I want a new cam over Azaz because he's probably peaked too, but I'm not sure we have enough for both a midfielder and a cam in this season. I guess, let's see. Okay, I looked around. So I thought about selling Azaz, maybe use that money to buy a new cam, but I feel like we can't afford anyone that's really better than him for this year. So he's going to stay for at least 1 more season. I'm going to put faith in Azaz for 1 more year, I mean. So pretty much year 5, we're going to sign just 1 player, and that's a new CDM alongside Gomez. And this player here is a player I've wanted to sign. I've had in my mind since day 1. That player is Archie Gray, the 23-year-old English CDM. Now this guy is so versatile. He's got so much potential. We can barely afford him as our 1 signing this year. And man, he would wrap up the midfield for probably the next, again, 5 to 10 years. Joining our just young core of great players who can grow like crazy. Definitely one of my favorite criminal players. So let's see. Hopefully it's barely doable here. I'm going to start with like maybe 48.5. Let's try and lowball to start 48.5. And they're going to accept that, bro. I'm scamming all these teams. I'm sorry. I am scamming them. I need to be arrested. Archie Gray for under 50 million, still 23 years old. That is an absolute steal. So Archie Gray signs contract. That's going to be the only money we have for, that's pretty much the only sign I'm going to make here in year 5, but it's a very impactful one where if once again, the young players in this team, if they keep growing, Archie Gray joins them. I believe this team can finish top 6 in year 5, man. I fully believe it. So Archie Gray, a very important addition to this project. All right, so Yander to the bench. He's going to stay, but Yander's going to be a bench player now. Hey, man, I mean, we're pretty much all 83 rated, at least starting 11 other than Fellows. We look solid here. It might be like players like Azaz, Fellows, maybe Cienza, maybe the last year starting in this team in their prime. But all right, I believe this team finished top 6. I fully believe it. We can qualify for some kind of European football. We are now, we're still not a 5-star team yet, but I believe in this team. I believe in these players. Can we finish in the top 6 finally? And all right, so end of year 5 now, it's comforting to know that we're not going to get relegated. I feel like we've beat that, you know, the relegation threatened level. So that's comforting. But season 5, where do we finish? We're going to finish in 9th place on 54 points. Okay, that is going to be 1 spot lower than last year, although it's not a disaster scenario. No, it's only 1 spot. It's not like finishing in the like 12th, 13th. It's only 1 spot. It's still a great year for Southampton, but man, just not as good as I wanted. All right, so we finished 15 points above or below top 4 and 5th, actually. Finished 12 points off 6th. So, man, we're improving. We're getting better, but we're still not there yet. So 9th place in year 5, FA Cup is going to go to Arsenal. Carabao Cup, come on, boys. Can we do something? It goes to Arsenal again. No. And I thought we'd really finish in the top 6 here. I had a lot of faith. Top scorer this year was actually Fellows, scoring 18. Stassen 14 and 10. Cienza 10 and 7. Azaz 7 and 6. Didn't grow at all. I mean, it's definitely his time is up. Archie Gray scored 4 in his debut season. Jimenez 2 and 1. Chalaba scored 2. Growth wise, so Dorgu up to 88 rated. That's insane. Trafford 86. Gomez 86 as well. He's actually going a lot more than I thought. Stassen 86. Cienza is going plus 285. He's still growing, bro. This Cienza guy is insane actually in career mode. That's kind of nuts. Harwood Bellis plus 1. Jimenez plus 1. So a lot of plus 1s here. Man, I feel like that's a bad year for the team we have right now. I mean, our worst player is Zaz 83. Everyone else is at least 84, 85. Like this should be a top 8 team, top 7 team at least. So yeah, I think this year was a disappointment, but once again, we got Jimenez, Dorgu, Gray, players that are still so young. They're going to grow like crazy still. We're still on the right track. This year was a tiny little setback though. All right, man. So season 6, you know, the clock is starting to tick. We're still not a European team, but we're now a 5-star team. So that's good news. Yeah, man, like 5 stars. We got to finish top 6 this year. We have to finish top 6. So budget for year 6 is 75 million. Man, I wish our budget was higher. I feel like, you know, we're not a rich club, but I wish we had like maybe like 30, 40 million more. Now we do have players to sell, so probably will go up, but okay. Year 6, I'm planning some serious changes here. I'm probably planning a new center back. I think center back, a new cam, and maybe also a new right wing as well. First though, we need to sell some players. All right, so our budget now is is 163 million. So we sold a lot of players here. Actually, no, we sold like, I think probably 4 or 5 players. The biggest being we sold Azaz to Man City for almost 60 million. Now, I don't know why they accepted that, but they offered that. So I said, you know, I took the money and ran with it basically. Also sold Belicacha for 12.4 and Downs for 7.3. So it's given us a lot more money to work with. It's open our options. So once again, I want a cam most importantly, and then also probably a center back. I feel like that's probably important than a right mid. So I want a cam and a center back first. Now I was looking for cams and bro, I saw one that I feel like would be a game changer for this team. And right now would barely be probably within budget. That player is the Dutch Cam Smith, still playing at Oz all the way 5 years into career mode, man. He's still there, 6 years, I mean. Bro, we barely could afford him probably. He's 88 rated at 24, bro. He would be insane. He would take this team probably to a whole nother level. If it costs our entire budget, it still might be worth it to me. So I'm gonna try this first. Now, is there anyone I can offer in a swap deal to get the money a little bit lower? Is there anyone? I could probably offer Archer. I could probably offer a Dozy if I wanted to. Yander if I wanted to. So there's players I could offer here maybe. Let's see. What if I do Shea Charles? Shea Charles for 18 million. What if I do that to maybe make it a little easier? Then maybe do like maybe 105. What would Oz say to that? 105 million plus Shea Charles. They're probably gonna want a lot more, but do they want Charles? No, they want 184 million. Bro, that's too much. Come on. All right, let me try Yander. Let me try Yander plus like maybe, okay, we gotta go here. We gotta go higher here, I think. Bro, this would be so big for the rest of this rebuild. 120 million plus Yander, and oh, they're gonna think about it. Bro, if they say yes, this is gonna change this team so much. No, bro, they countered with the same 184. They countered. Bro, I want Smith. We gotta make this happen, bro. I want Smith. I think he's the missing piece of the team right now. The fact that he's still playing for Oz, it means we can actually get him. Okay, let me try our backup striker, Archer, because he's good, but also I feel like we don't need him that much. Let me go 130 plus Archer. They're gonna apply here. They're gonna apply 130 Archer. No, they want 181 plus a 5% sell-on clause. Oh man, is it not possible yet? It might be buried within our budget, man. He's probably gonna move to a team though, and this might be our only chance to sign him. That's the issue. Oh, bro, I feel like that we got no one else really offered that I want to sell. I'll try a Dozy. I'll try him. He might be the last one I'll try because I'm okay with losing him, although I don't really want to. But for Smith, I would probably do it. Okay, let's do 140. Let's do sell-on clause. Honestly, let's raise it to 10. 140, a Dozy plus a 10% sell-on clause. They don't want a Dozy. And he might just be a little too expensive, man. Maybe. Yeah, there's pretty much no one else I'm going to offer. So final offer here is going to be probably like 157 million, maybe like 155 million plus. I'll do a max sell-on clause. I'll do 25%, bro. 25%, 155 million, and they're going to accept that. Okay, is there enough for wages? Is there enough? Because I'm doing it, bro. I'm doing it. If they accept that, that might be enough. Holy moly, that might be enough. He wants a 300 million sell-on clause. Okay, that's what his value is, bro. This guy's going to be insane. No. Okay, go down a little bit. Go down a tiny bit. Can I do that? 135. 1.1 million signing bonus. Smith, is he going from Oz out of Southampton? Yes, he is, bro. That is a game changer signing right there for us. Bro, we barely got this deal across the line, but we've signed an 88 rated player. Once again, you know, the fact that he was Oz, I feel like it was our only chance to sign him because he's probably gonna go to a team like Real Madrid, Barcelona soon. But we pounced and we signed him from Oz. Bro, 88 rated at what? 24 years old? That is insane for us. Man, I don't want to spend all of our money, but I feel like for him, it's probably worth it still. So yeah, we're pretty much broke now, and I pretty much have no one want to sell. So we're pretty much, that's going to be the only signing for year 6. But man, is it a big one. So Smith comes into the team. So I guess for now, Chalobah, Harwood Bellis, you know, stays as starting center backs. I wanted to sign someone to replace Chalobah, but we pretty much, you know, spent all the money on Smith, obviously. Bro, this team though is nuts now. He changes this team so much. I mean, 86 pace, 92 dribbling for a cam. He's pretty much just perfect in that spot. Bro, he's got to get us a top 6 finish. He's got to get us there. If he doesn't, I'm going to be so mad, bro. I spent so much money to bring you here. So year 6, I have put my faith into one single player here in Smith. Can he help us get a top 6 finish here in season 6? And all right, so end of year 6, honestly, I feel a little scared here. I feel a little sick to my stomach. I don't know why. I feel like I'm not confident right now we finish in the top 6, which would make me so annoyed. So let's see. Year 6, we are going to finish in 7th place. Okay, so 58 or 57 points, actually. It's better than last year, but we're still stuck below the top 6, just barely, man. And it was 8 points. It wasn't barely, but we were 1 spot below Brentford in 6th. Bro, in this save, like these top teams must be improving like us because they're so consistent, man. This has been a tough rebuild like 6 years in. So 7th place, FA Cup is going to go to Liverpool. Carabao Cup is going to go to United. I don't know how to feel about that because our team is still set up to win for the future. It's not, you know, it's not a worst case scenario, but still. Stats, Dawson 18-3, Cienza 16-10, Fellows 15-6, Smith 9-3 in his first year in the Prem. All right, Smith, I mean, that's kind of like Florian Wirtz level. Like I spent 150 million on you and you only scored 9 and assisted 3. You know, they always say a player's second year of the Prem is always better. So I'm hoping that for Smith, man, hoping. Otherwise, wise, I wasted 150 million on him. I mean, growth wise, you know, Stas and Fellows both 87, Gomez 87, Archie 85, Dorgu 89, Trafford 88. This team is so good. The depth isn't bad either, man. Of course, we got Yonder here 81. Like the bench is still pretty much like 77 or above, so the bench isn't bad either. It's just this team still has not qualified for European football 6 years in. And once again, man, right now the clock is ticking for us. The clock is ticking. We only have so many years of career mode left to do this. All right, though, man. So season 7 begins of this rebuild. I'm curious. Sometimes 7th is actually a European spot. Sometimes is it? Is it actually? Oh man, it is. Okay, so we lucked out. So 7th place this year or last year was a European spot actually. We luck out big there. So an English team must have won one of the European competitions. So we're actually in the conference league here in year 7. All right, man, that's big for us. It's actually big. So budget this year is going to be, okay, 80 million. Not too bad. Could be better, but also could be very worse. All right, how do we improve this team more so? I mean, once again, you know, Smith, Stas, and Fellows are probably locked in still for the future, man. They're still young. Gray is too. Gomez, Cienza might be, you know, slowly going on the way out. They're in their 30s. I feel like what this team needs most next is probably a center back. Because Chalba's 85 rated. If we get sign a center back that's like 86 plus, 87 plus, and then Chalba becomes a third choice, that's probably the best thing we can do in this season here. I come on to left mid because Cienza is 32 years old, but he might be good for maybe like 1 more year. So let's see. Can we find a center back that's worth it for about maybe like, you know, 80-ish million? All right, so the market for left wing is pretty rough right now. So I think we're gonna spend all this money on a center back. So Cienza has pretty much 1 more year being a starter at 32 years old. He still should be good. So we got 2 options at center back. One definitely better than the other. The best one is going to be Nico Schlotterbeck. Now, I want a younger center back, but for about 70-ish million. We got to go for an older player, so he might be just barely worth it at 60, 75 million. If we can't get him, we might have to pivot to an older player at Ruben Diaz. We can get him for under 40 million probably. But man, Schlotterbeck, I mean, he'd still be good for at least, you know, 2 or 3 years. You know, 88 rated, obviously, he'd be amazing, a lot better than Chalba. It's just, can we actually afford him? And these deals later on are so close. I hate it being so close. I wish we had just a little bit more money. I might try throw in, man, I don't want to lose depth here. Actually, I could throw small bone in. If we do small bone plus like maybe 65 million, what do Borussia Dortmund say to that? That's not bad. Okay, I'm not giving you Archie Gray. I'm not giving you Archie. No way. Okay, let's do straight cash. Let's do 73.5. Is that enough? We might need a little more wages. So what if we throw in, oh man, I still want to lose depth here though. I don't want to sell someone that is good for depth. That's the issue. I'll throw Royce in here. I'll throw Royce in there. If we drop it to like maybe 67.5 plus him, I'd probably do that. The question is, does Dortmund want that? They don't want that, but they counter with 71.6. Okay, you know what? Brother, 7.6. I don't have to lose my back and right back. I will do that in a heartbeat. 71 million for an 88 rated center back. I will do that. Bro, if we bring in Schlotterbeck and we still don't finish in the top 6, this rebuild might be cursed, bro. This team is so good. The depth is solid. The starting 11 is amazing. I feel like these other Prem teams are also just getting so much better along with us. Like the Prem here 6 years in this save is so competitive. But okay, Schlotterbeck, please. Schlotterbeck, please, bro. Please, just give me this deal, man. Oh, he wants more in the wages. He wants a signing bonus, actually. If we lose this deal over like barely wages, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, I'm gonna lower the signing bonus to like 750 and then give him as much wage as I can. Please, Schlotterbeck, please, just accept it. Schlotterbeck, bro, please. Are you kidding me? You're telling me you're gonna not accept this over like 20,000 per week? Bro, literally every last penny I have, Schlotterbeck. Oh my. He's actually gonna walk away and not sign this deal, I think. I am absolutely just sick. Bro, I'll take the most I could do right there. That's the most I could do. And they're gonna think about it. Okay, can we sell someone in the meantime? Bro, these last few deals have been just barely like buzzer beaters. Okay, let's see if I can sell someone maybe in the meantime. Okay, so we went a few weeks in the future. I sold a few players, so we actually, you know, have a little more money. And I went back in for Schlotterbeck and they accepted 64 million. So we actually got a better deal this time. The deal was restructured. Now it actually should go through. Bro, why was that so difficult? It makes no sense. All right, Schlotterbeck, take your money, bro. 130k per week. Just accept whatever. I don't even care. 130k per week. You want signing bonus? Take it, brother. Schlotterbeck is signed up to Southampton here in year 7. I don't know why that was so difficult, but we get the deal done. If we don't finish top 6 here in year 7, I think this save is actually cursed. Because we got him without having to give up depth anywhere. Like our team is solid. It's definitely, I think now probably a top 4 team, if anything. Schlotterbeck in that left center back spot. So team this year, Cienza, Stas and Fellows, Smith, Gray, Gomez, Dorgu, Schlotterbeck, Harwood, Bellis, Jimenez, and then Trafford. Bro, we better get top 6 at least. I want top 4 actually. I want top 4 and this year being in the conference league. We should win the conference league easily. It's time for this team to take that next step. All right, so end of year 7, boys. It's got to be our time. It's got to be our time, right? Year 7, we are going to finish in 4th place. Okay. That's pretty much what I asked for. So we're sitting on 77 points, only 4 off the title. All right, so all the way in year 7, we finally made it all the way to the Champions League. Bro, finally, it's about time. Okay, so 4th place finish. I will happily take that. FA Cup is gonna go to Arsenal. Carabao Cup is gonna go to Chelsea. Now for the Conference League. Conference League finish, second league phase. We went 6-0. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. 6-0 league phase. So round of 16, we are going to beat Basaksehir 2-1. Quarterfinals, we're gonna beat Union Saint, whatever it is, 5-2. Semifinals, we beat Sociedad 5-2. So we're in the Conference League final. Come on, boys. It's Southampton versus Wolfsburg. Come on, boys. Conference League final. It's gonna be, oh, it's Wolfsburg on penalties. You gotta be kidding me. Our first European final, but we lose it. You know what? We got top 4, so I'm not mad. If we didn't get top 4, we lost that final, then I'd be mad, but I'm not mad. Stats, bro. Cienza at 33 years old, 29-14, stats at 21-9, fellows 20-8. Smith 11-5. He's going +2 to 91, so that's pretty insane. But bro, Cienza, this guy's been insane since season 1. How is he still this good at 33? I got no clue. All right, though, man. Finally, a Champions League team. Smith +2 on the year, Dorgu +1, Trafford +1. I see a lot of +1s and also some +2s. Bro, this team, I think in our first year in the Champions League, we might be a contender for the actual Champions League trophy. Because I mean, looking around, we're basically like an 86+ team other than Cienza. And hopefully next year we get some money in the club after finishing top 4. We might be only a few signings away from becoming the best football club in the world. So season 8 begins. We're finally in the Champions League. Close to achieving our goal. We're close. All right, budget for year, 170 million. Budget for year 8. That's what I'm talking about, man. Finally, 170 million. Very, very nice. All right, so Cienza, he's been so good, but he also is going to be 34 this year. I feel like we have to sign a left wing. We have to. So I'm thinking left wing. Everywhere else looks solid. I'm thinking left wing or center back. Or I mean left wing and center back if we can afford one, although Harvard Bellis is still good. So the priority right now is sign a star left wing to join this young team and then just basically see what we can do. This team, bro, looks amazing though. All right, so after scouting, pretty much our best option for a left wing signing, the best option, it is going to be Bradley Barcolas at 29 years old, still playing at PSG, 88 rated. He's definitely in the affordable range for our budget. I looked basically in every league, man. He is the best signing we could possibly make right now. And now that we have some money, these deals should be a little smoother. It shouldn't be like barely getting across the line. It should be. So I'm going to start with 115 and they're going to walk away. Great. The art of the deal, Tyztir, huh? The art of the deal. Bro, I'm coming right back in a week. I'm coming right back, PSG. Okay, let's try this again. Let's start this time with maybe like what the assistant manager says. So 125 million. That's what the assistant coach said we can maybe get for him, or have to pay for him, I should say. 125. They want Jimenez. I am not giving you Jimenez. 128.5. which is a pretty good offer, I would say, and they're going to accept it. Bro, this team in year 8 is about to be nuts. The big new superstar signing to join this young team, Barcola signs the contract. We have found our new star left winger, and he's only 28, man, so he's gonna grow to probably 90 in this save. He's gonna be good for the next like 3 or 4 years. And all right, so I did notice actually we have some money left over. We have like 40 million left. So should I save that for next year or spend it? I'm not sure if we could sign someone for that much that would truly be impactful. So I might sit on that for now. Look at Ward Prosper. He's still here. 37 years old, still here. Sadly, he's not gonna be on the bench anymore, but man, he's still here in spirit. All right, though. So Barcola in. I mean, this team is almost pretty much all 90 rated, other than Harwood Bellis and Jimenez. Yeah, I'm gonna save that money. So Barcola is the only signing year 8. This team is now ready for a Champions League run, hopefully a Premier League title run. It is now hopefully trophy winning time for this squad. And all right, so end of season 8. I believe it's season 8, right? Season 8, I think it is. Bro, I'm losing track. This is taking so long. I'm losing track of seasons, but end of season 8 in the Prem. We are going to finish in 4th place again. Okay, I'm not mad that we could have finished lower. I'd be mad if we finished lower, but I'm a little upset we finished actually 11 points off the title because last year, what was it, 4 points? So even though we finished in the same spot, arguably it was a worse season for us. At least in the Prem, Okay, let's see. FA Cup is going to go to Southampton, 3-1 over Nottingham Forest. Okay, our first actual trophy of the rebuild. It's only taken us till 2033. Carabao Cup goes to City. Now for our first Champions League season. League phase, 3rd place. That is surprising, and that's very good though. All right, 3rd place. That means round of 16. We are going to lose to Roma on penalties. How do we finish in 3rd place just to get knocked out, man? Arsenal will go on to win it. Oh man, we had such a good league phase. I felt so confident there. Okay, So at least we finish in 4th place again. At least we remain a Champions League team. That's the most important thing. But we only get as far as the round of 16. Top scorers. Holy moly. Okay, Stassen this far in the future now is coming alive. 36-6. Smith 16-12. Good year by him. Barcola 15-12. Cienza 15-5. Still doing it off the bench, bro. He's insane. Okay, bro. I feel like it's a matter of time. This team, the ratings are so good. The players are still pretty much still young. Like pretty much everyone's 88, 89 plus. It's got to be only a matter of time till we win a Champions League or a Premier League title. It's only got to be a matter of time. This team is too good not to, bro. If not, I swear this save is just cursed. So season 8 complete. I think we're going to give ourselves, 2 more years to do this. 2 more years. That would be a total of 10 seasons. If this team doesn't win the Champions League in 2 years, then I think we truly have just failed. So with that, we begin season 9 of this Southampton rebuild. I feel like our team, we need nothing here. What is our budget this year? Our budget is going to be 193 million. I feel like our team is so good though. I think if we do anything, it might be just reinforcing the bench with some better players here. That might be what we need to do here. Starting 11's fine. I'm just going to reinforce the bench with all this money. I mean, in saying that, like our bench is still good. Like we got Archer, Edozie, 80 plus, Wellington as a backup fullback, Chalaba still, Cienza. Bro, the bench is like still good. That's the funny thing about this team. And also Ward-Prowse still here, man. 38 years old. Ward-Prowse is still here. He is our good luck charm that has not been actually that much of a good luck charm in this video, sadly. You know what? Our bench is so good. I might as well just sign a better player for our team. So I'm going to upgrade our worst spot, and that's going to be right back. So Jimenez this year is going to be turned into a backup right back. So that's going to kind of reinforce the bench in that way. And I'm going to assign a right back, man. I might as well try to sign someone just a little bit better. So the player we're going to sign is Guevaro Reed. This guy is so good in FC. In one of our Journeyman series, he was with me for so many teams. He's so good in career mode. And right now he's the one player in the world that pretty much is better than Jimenez. So we might as well spend the money on him. It's a little bit overkill, but it's pretty much the best we can do. So let's do it. So I'm going to go like maybe 120 to make this nice and easy. We're stealing him from the team that also knocked us out last year. So we're stealing him from Roma. Revenge for knocking us out. So let's go. Guevara Reed, he joins the project. Just 2 more years to try to win the Champions League in this video. Come on, man. Bro, I've had teams that are worse than this current team, and I've won the Champions League easier. Like, I don't know what it is, but okay, Reed in there into the team. We're an 88 plus team. We're pretty much all 90 plus, really. Season 9. Can we finally do it? There's only one way to find out. All right, so end of season 9. Now I noticed Man City here in 14th. Man City over in 14th. They've fallen off here, 2034. We're so far in the future. End of season 9. We are going to finish as Prem champions, bro. Finally. Only by 1 point of Arsenal, 2 over Chelsea, but we do win the Premier League title in 2034. Bro, with how good our team is, we were due for it. We were absolutely due for it. All right, that's a good start. Now Community Shield, because we won the FA Cup last year, we also beat City, so that's 2 trophies. FA Cup goes to Everton. Carabao Cup is going to go to, well, we just did a treble. Okay, I guess if you count the Community Shield. It's more so the domestic double, Prem and Carabao Cup. Now, though, for the Champions League. League phase 12th. Okay, that's not good. Oh, how do we finish in 12th, bro? That's really not good. So that means playoff round we played, which we are going to beat Feyenoord 4-0. And then round of 16, we lose to Barcelona 5-3. Round of 16 exit again for our team. Really? Oh man, it might have been just unfortunate drawing Barcelona, man. That Pedri, Yamal, they're still probably a really good team. It might have been just an unfortunate draw. So Atletico Madrid win the Champions League. Year 9, a Prem title, Community Shield, and also a Carabao Cup, but no Champions League. Stats. Stassen 33-7, Barcola 27-9, Fellows 15-13, Smith 14-4. Finally, a bad season for Cienza, now 35 years old. Finally. Bro, we're so close to a Champions League. We're so close. We just have 1 more year to do it though. 1 more season. That's it. This team is now a team full of Premier League champions. Almost everyone is 90 plus rated. I think we might have just 1 more signing planned for this team here in season 10. And then it's Champions League next year or failure pretty much. So season 10, here we go, man. Last dance. It's now or never. This is it. All right, budget for year 10 is going to be what? It's going to be 220 million. That's very nice. So you might have saw it already. There's 1 player in the team that's declining fast, and it's Schlotterbeck at 87. So this year, Schlotterbeck becomes 3rd choice, and we're going to sign a new center back. That'll be the final signing of this rebuild. It's just who is going to be the center back signing. I'm going to look for pretty much the best center back in the world here. And all right, so after searching far wide, that player is going to be Dean Housen, now playing for Leverkusen in 2034? 29 years old, definitely within budget. He's going to be the final missing piece to this team, hopefully. They should be relatively simple, so let's go for like maybe 185. 185, and they want 230 2. Okay. Let's offer Chalaba in a swap deal. Let's do Chalaba. Actually, only 9 million. I thought he was worth more. Bro, I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna make this deal happen. Come on. 200 million. 232. Bro, Leverkusen, please. I've been cursed enough in this video. 205. 205. Oh, they're gonna think about it, bro. They're gonna think about it. Why is this rebuild so hard? This might be the toughest rebuild I've ever done. Like, at least this year in the game, it's definitely the toughest. Okay, they counter with 211. Can I afford that? Let's see. 211. We can do that. 211. We can do that, man. Dean Howson is signed up as the final signing of this rebuild. It is literally last dance territory. Bro, can I afford his wages? He's on 490K per week. I can't afford his wages. I'm sick, bro. Why are you on so much money, Howson? Why do you make so much money? Bro, I don't have enough for his wages. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm tired of this. All right, so option 2 is gonna be actually his teammate, if it's funny enough. That is gonna be Pierre Nkapié. Now, he's 32, so he's older, but he's 89 rated, so he's still gonna be good for us in this final year. He should be easily signable. Bro, I've never had this much bad luck in a rebuild, man. This is insane. 110 million, deal done, Nkapié signed up. Final run for a Champions League trophy. Let's see if the boys can actually get it done now. All right, though, Nkapié in for pretty much for Schlotterbeck, and that team is pretty much 89 plus rated, 90 plus rated. Ward-Prowse is still here at 39 years old, 53 rated, man. He's still here. He's not retired yet. He's been here the whole way. That is poetic. Season 10 for Southampton. If we fail here near 10, bro, I'm gonna be so incredibly sad for my first ever career mode team that I failed them. All right, man. So end of year 10. This is it for this rebuild. Can we go back to back and win the Premier League title? The answer is gonna be yes. On 82 points, we go back to back for the Prem title. You know what? Champions League or not, Prem title right there, back to back. I will take that happily. Later on in this rebuild, we are breaking the curse, you know, all the way in season 10. Community Shield goes to us. Nice. FA Cup is gonna go to also us. Carabao Cup. Holy moly, we just did the quadruple in England, the treble. Bro, Prem, FA Cup, and Carabao Cup. That is insane. My luck has finally turned around. What a miracle, man. All right, Champions League, though. This is the final one, the one we want. Okay, league phase, 8 games, 8 wins. That is a perfect league phase for us, man. Come on. Round of 16. It's going to be 5-4 versus PSV. Quarterfinals for the first time in this team. We are going to beat Strasbourg 3-1. Semifinals, we are going to beat PSG 4-3. We're also in a Champions League final. Bro, season 10, the final season is almost perfect. We just have one final game to play now, the Champions League final versus Marseille. I can't believe it, bro. It's been 10 years of this, and we finally have made it. Final stats: Barcola 46-19, Stassen 29-11, Fellows 23-13, Smith 21-13. Bro, those numbers are insane. Barcola 46, that's crazy. Bro, this team is so ready. I'm so happy we made it to a final. We get to play with this team. I'm so happy. Bro, literally everyone other than Nkapié and Harwood Bellis are 90 plus. This team is insane. And everyone's still pretty young, man. Everyone's barely hitting their 30s, so like they're not gonna drop anytime soon. Highest rated player is Smith at 95 at 29. Bro, I'm about to take out my frustration in this rebuild. I'm about to take out all my frustration right now on Marseille. What team are we facing in the final? Let's see. So in this final, it's gonna be a 4.5 star team. Bro, come on. They don't stand a chance versus us. Our rating is 91, 90, 88. Bro, let's go. I'm about to take out my frustration on them. Champions League final to make this team the best team in the world finally, all the way in season 10. All we need is just one more win. Bro, this rebuild is taking so long. I can't believe I actually have a chance to use this team in a Champions League final. I thought it was going to be an absolute failure, but all the way near 10, the boys got us here. Now all I have to do is just finish the job. Champions League final, bro. I'm so mad. I want to win this game 5-0. Marseille, I apologize for what I'm about to do to your club. Archie Gray into Gomez. Gomez over to Stassen. Get it through to Fellows, who's been so good also since day one. Stassen is going to get the first shot across goal. Save from their keeper. Now, do you know their keeper is like 88 plus rated, so their keeper is really good. I almost signed him, actually. Cross comes in there. Okay, that cross. Was that to Harwood Bellis? That was pretty poor. Good start, though. Good start. Bro, I think if we lost this final, it would haunt me for the rest of my life. So I'm going to lock in like I've never locked in before in my life. Reed, good tackle, buddy. Reed's gonna play up to Fellows. I see our striker here. Stassen. Okay, he could have played a pass there. Could have. Come on, boys. If they score first, I might crash out. If they score first, I might crash out at Nkapié. Good tackle, buddy. Again, good tackle. Defense so far, doing their job. Oh, no. Oh, no. Please, no. Please, no. Harwood Bellis. Okay, defense, bro. They're doing their job. The attack needs to wake up, though. We should have scored this first goal by now. Smith over to Archie Gray. Into Stassen. Stassen Cuts inside beautifully, and there is the first goal of the Champions League final. It's our striker. Lucas Stassen gets us off the mark finally. Come on, man. I want more. I want more. 1-0 in the 30th minute. I will not settle for just a 1-goal lead. If we score another, bro, the floodgates might open. Archie Gray. Tackle there is really nice. No, he didn't actually win it, though. Martin Fernandez, a good player. Okay, Archie Gray, that's a nice skill. A very nice skill. Trafford makes a save. Good job again, defense. No, bro, they're actually finding space here, bro. I jinxed it by saying what I said. Okay, that's a block by Nkapie. Very important block, actually. Wait, was that shot just wide? How is it not a goal kick? Or a corner, I mean. I don't know how that ball ended up ours, but I'll take it. Gomez, Smith, played over. Fellows. Reed making a good run here. Reed is going to swing it over to someone. It's going to be a corner for Southampton. Come on, boys. Last chance first half. Short corner into Fellows. Fellows swings it. Stassen. Bro, what was that touch for a 93 rated player? I don't know, but okay. Second half. 1-goal lead. I want more, though. Harwood Bellis. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yellow, please. Not a red. Is that a red? No way, right? It's going to be a yellow card. Thankfully for our captain, Harwood Bellis, man. I almost just sabotaged this game if we got a red card. Horrible pass there. Okay, Gomez, keep it. Gomez, keep it. No, that's not what I wanted, man. That's not what I wanted. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, Reed. Good tackle by Reed. Archie Gray. Barcola. Beautiful passing. Stassen. Beautiful passing here. Barcola, the top scorer in year 10. Beautiful play by Southampton. 2-0 in the 57th minute. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, that passing play was beautiful, man. Beautiful, and also a nice finish by Bradley Barcola. All right, man, still, this team has played well, so 2 is not enough. I want a third. We still need more goals to make this a sure thing. Come on, defense. Played well so far. Defense, don't let them score here. Don't let them score. Good passing play here, and... Bro, okay. Bro, Reed was not even tracking the player there. I had to take Harwood Bellis, and they score to make it 2-1. It just can't be simple, can it, bro? 15 minutes to go, and it's only a 1-goal game. If we score a third, it might seal it. Fellows, that is some nice dribbling. Bro, it can't be simple. It cannot be simple. What a cross there. What a cross. That's going to fall. No, it's going to fall back to Marseille, though. Bro, if they tie this up, I'm going to crash out on levels you've never seen before. Oh, like they're finding space here. Krupi. Oh, my. Defense, please. Nkapie. Thank you, man. Thank you. Dorgu gets it out. Good job, boys. Barcola. Stassen gets it through to the 150 million player I signed. Smith. Smith cuts inside. Smith, the most expensive player, I think, in this video. He's gonna score the goal to seal the Champions League trophy all the way in season 10 for Southampton. Bro, one of my toughest rebuilds ever. One of my longest rebuilds ever. That's not like a 10-season video. All the way up to the final year, but we got it done. I can't believe it. Respect to Marseille. They made it a challenge. They made this last game a serious challenge. I was a little scared there, but the boys have got the job done. Chance for one more, actually. Chance for one more. Smith coming forward. Smith, cross up. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Gonna be a free kick as we almost just take out the keeper. All right, one final free kick chance. Bro, our team is like 90+ rated. We got no free kick takers, though. That's sad. All right, screw it. Stassen, what can you do, buddy? Stassen from the free kick spot is going to hit side netting, but that is full time. Bro, we came so close to failing this rebuild. So incredibly close, but nope. Season 10, Premier League title, Community Shield, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and also a Champions League trophy to end off what is definitely, I think, the craziest rebuild I've done so far of FC 26. Very fittingly, it's with, you know, my first crew mode team. Once again, a team that holds a very special place in my heart. It just had to be the craziest rebuild I've done so far of the year, man. It had to be. But man, a day one player since day one of the rebuild, Taylor Harwood Bellis is going to lift the Champions League trophy for Southampton Football Club. And that there is job complete. Finally. If you enjoyed the video, you want to see more like this, then drop a like to let me know. Subscribe so you don't miss any more videos. And also on screen is a video that you might like as well.